Hello. Oh, shoot. Thanks for being first, Jeff. Oh, hold on. Hello. Oh, I haven't reset that at all. Thanks for your attention, Jeff, Puma, Hi Panda, Dilo, Plop, Smitty. Yo, what's up, bro? I scared you. Why? Why? What main voices? Thanks for your check-in, Klaus. Dude, let's not talk about it. I might actually cry. Ha! We're not gonna think about it. I'm so stressed. If I sit down for a moment just to pause, to take everything in that I've been going, I might cry. All right. IB tab. Oh, I see. Hi, Suzy G. Hi, Kuma. How are you? Twinsies. That's not good to twin. That's not good to be twinning with me for this particular case. Hi, Cryri. What's up? Hello. Is it Leon? Welcome, guys. Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. Let's stop. Mommy's not in the mood. That's crazy. These commands exist. Hi, can we get a shout out? Let me do it. Hello, cutie. How are you? All right, guys. We have 4 scrims today. A lot happening. I think today we have like 7 different teams playing on stream. So it's actually really exciting. And there are people playing off stream as well. So super exciting. We are gonna get started here with Heckin' Heck and Doctor's Wolfpack. Hey Squibble, how are you? Hello. So we are gonna get started here. You know, if I can. Hello? Oh, here it is. Okay. There it is. Okay, cool. Thank you. I was feeling savage today. So, because work has slain me. But I actually wore this top for Coachella. And, well, I wore a different bottom. Hi, Prince. What's up? So, yeah, this is, but I had to wear this zipped up because there's too much cutouts. Too many cutouts. You know what I'm saying? So, vibing. Nice. Hi, KS. What's up? How are you? Me? I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. I might cry. But we're not going to cry today. We're going to drink seltzer water. Yeah? Yeah, Atlas is he's being a menace right now. Hey, Rascal, how are you? Fit check? Now? Okay, I'll do a fit check with Atlas. I wear socks. Be right back. We're gonna get socks, Atlas. Where are you at? We gotta do a fit check for everybody. Come here, heel. Oh. Oh, you can see me, right? Alright. Come here, Alice. Heel. Turn. Turn. Good boy. Fit check. You're so happy. Oh, he is so happy. Come here, Atlas. You want to turn around again? Come here. Heel. Heel. Turn. No, turn. Turn. Now, Atlas, come here. Turn. Turn. Oh. Roll over. Come here. Come here. Heel. 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 Up. 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 Come here. Come here. Up. 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 Come here, Atlas. No, 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 no. Not there. Up. Here. What do you want, Atlas? Heel. Heel. Okay, you're good, you're good. Experts only in... I would totally love to go to experts only in September, yeah. I'm looking like I can go to rave, right? Oh. Fit check, thank you, thank you. Did he announce team? Did he? What's what? My dog? Atlas? Oh, really? Wait, what kind of dog do you have? Sorry, Dr. Noel team and people, I'm on the way. You have a husky? Wait, they shed a lot too. My dog shed so much. But huskies have so many... Wait, is that husky slash... I don't want to say the next one. What's your dog's name? Rascal, thanks for gifting a sub to Rogue. You're not sub, but you gifted a sub? What? Hi, Daddy Minty. How are you? We get a shout out for Daddy Minty. This man Joe's so generous, gifting a sub and not subbed? What is this, Rascal? Wait, my thing is not starting up. No way, my client? Guys. Oh, this is not good. Oh. No. Okay, I think I have to restart stream. Alice, stop. Oh, no. There's no way. Fuck. So I had this issue happen before, and the only way this worked is if I restarted stream. Okay, I have issues. Hold please, team. Hey, Luckin. Please work. Oh my god, please work. Okay, please work. Please. Please work. Oh, we work. Do you guys have a lobby ready or? Ooh, you guys are so good. Thank you. Can you make me party leader? Of course. Thank you, Lum. Can you also make me... Can you give me party leader? So I can send this to the other team? Since I'm running a little late now. Can I be party leader? Oh, thank you. Hi, Acro. How are you? Oh, there he is. You know, we're just so... Yo, get over here, Kyrie. Jeff and Danny. There. Wow.
Subscribed for 30 months.
Hentai. Hi, Henry. Thank you. You missed my fit check. How are you? Hey, Alvin. How are you? Thanks for your attendance check. Thanks for your attendance check as well, Luckin. How are you guys? Okay, let's see. The casting room today. We got Danny, that's Mochaccino. He's gonna be camming. Hi, Parker. How are you? And we got Kyrie and my name Jeff. Casting today. You guys are in for a treat. Some amazing casters and some good old cams work. I'm gonna join them. Oh, hold on. I need to make sure we can hear them. Let's see. Discord. All right. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, we can hear you. Hello, how are we doing?
We doing.
Hello, welcome. Kyrie, you're on the wrong side, sir.
Well, no, I'm playing for this team, right? So aren't I?
My turn.
Crazy work.
I had to find like the one diva card that they like don't have. Like forever. Now I gotta.
One's that?
It's the
Spectre or
bulldog
something?
one. They don't have the bulldog one.
Oh, there's only 6 of them?
No, there's a bunch. There's.
Okay.
Thanks for the hype train.
I just
appreciate it, guys.
I don't even know.
Thank you.
It's like a battle
How are you doing, Henry?
Yes.
Best
if I own
dancer.
them, or some of them, then yeah, probably would be a battle.
Me?
Yeah, but like I feel like.
Stress.
Oh wait, no.
But I'm here, so it's way
Just
better.
When you start playing like season 5.
He's back from 5 mile run. Whoa. Are you training for something?
Yeah.
Who runs 5 miles?
Sure.
Couldn't be me. I'm running away from somebody. Hi, Katie. How are
good.
you? Do I call you Miss Cat or Miss Katie? Which one is it?
Where's the crossing road?
I
I
flared.
moved
Oh,
out.
thank you. You like my top?
Scrolling.
I look like I'm going to a freaking rave, guys.
You can hear you.
Oh, thanks, Flares. I look like I'm going to a rave.
Yeah.
Wait, do you rave? Wait, do I call you Kat or do I call you Katie? Yeah, I'm feeling savage today. Katie, I'll call you Katie. All right. Oh, am I still muted? All right. Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
I used the
What
first
map?
one. I accidentally left.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, my fault.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's kind of trolling. I don't know why he would join the teams. He's a caster.
I wanted to be a defender's coach and attacker's coach real quick.
Thank you, Katie, for your attendance check. Guys, go check out my girl.
Do they see anything differently?
I instantly fell in
Or I
love
guess they can
when I
talk
saw
to
her
their
play.
team, right, during timeouts?
Yeah, they can talk to their
Those
team.
things? Ah, I see.
What'd you say?
No, I was just wondering, like, what the UI for the attacker's coach and defender's coach is if you were to, like, slot
Oh.
there. I was just
Speaking of
curious,
talking to the teams, I need to save
Talk
up
to
my
yours?
party chat. No,
Oh,
that happens to me quite a bit. What is it? I was casting a game for Lum and Emily, and they said when I was switching to like between the players, they said I scared them when I like hit a hotkey. Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder if I gave them like valuable information. Like you're like in the middle of a lurk, and they're like, they're aware of the lurk, and then like you come off the hot mic, and you're like, fuck.
That would be no bueno, I must say. That would be no bueno.
Okay, plat 3. A little bit of progress.
What's high
Are you talking about me?
rocks?
Yeah.
What is that? No, I commend you.
I think you know like Genshin dailies or whatever. Like I think my Valorant dailies is like are watching here.
Actually,
Wait.
you just you're just
Explosive
watching my
exercise.
RR.
Wait,
Ain't going anywhere,
with
dude.
explosive exercising, what does that mean?
I'm just sitting here.
Okay,
listening
they're
to
ready. Are you guys ready? We're gonna be playing on Icebox.
Eyes
Yeah.
ready.
All
Ready.
right, all right. Starting in 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the map is Icebox. We got Danny on cams. We got Kyrie. And my name's Jeff. Cassie with us. Here we go.
All
That's
right.
crazy. I just
Of
spent the last like
course.
20 minutes working on lineups with Emily on Icebox.
Hold on.
Oh. What a fortuitous opportunity that they're scrimming on said map that you're helping Emily on for 20 minutes.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, I didn't think they would pull it out right away. That's kind of risky, you know?
You said whiskey? How come you don't
Yeah.
say words you like, you know?
Okay.
I see you're teaching Viper.
You love
lineup.
Icebox, do you
Viper,
really?
a
Hey,
crucial
Rocco, how are
controller,
you?
One of the best, if not the best controller on this map. You seen any surprise
How are
picks
you
so
doing
far?
today,
I see
Katie?
none.
Did you
at
do
the
anything
moment.
fun?
Actually,
You're not
Fearless
surprised by
playing
the
Do I see
chamber?
Lemons and-
chamber.
Wow.
I guess
Oh,
I've seen VV's chamber. I
Yeah?
guess we've seen VV by chamber.
You guys are in for a treat. I'm really
honestly,
excited about this game. Yup.
I'm curious, like whether or not these teams are sort of still playtesting
Cheers.
compositions, or if they're actually confident with their locking, right? Like
Hi,
game
Element.
day
Actually-
is tomorrow and Friday.
I really like
You
that
play-
though,
you
that
play-
they end up locking this in.
Do you?
It's
I
like
feel like it's just you and Clouds play so
I love
much.
the double initiator comp.
I don't know
and,
how
I
you
feel
guys
like
can play that much.
the amount of
I
guess retaking value,
I
especially
worked
when you're playing defense first,
almost-
and just info across the board when you're attacking.
well,
I
let's
think
see when
is
I
just
started.
Very, very.
I didn't
high
stop till
ROI. Like,
8.
you can't not get value.
So I
out of
worked. Oh,
initiator
oh
routine.
my
So
god!
I, do like
I
deploying
worked
that a lot.
11 hours today.
Especially on a map like Icebox, very big, a lot of verticality, a lot.
That's
of
crazy,
places
right?
You can sort of
Hi, Jokester. How are you?
slot yourself
Hey,
in.
my,
I think double
hey, my
initiator
job. Hey, my job.
creates a lot of util that
Okay.
creates a lot of value that you can take.
I
space or
actually
retake
ate. I
space.
made sure to eat today because I am
I think the
so
only issue is
stressed.
that, like,
I cried
I
in
think
a car
it's
driving
so-
home.
so
Yeah.
Typically
mhm.
in
And
Pokemon,
then
the
I decided not to
difference
cry
is
and
it's
turn
like,
on,
There's a lot of protocols in place to absorb.
not to,
Like,
and
attention.
wear rain clothes,
So I'm curious to
and
see if, like,
be savage.
Like, this is
So
the
don't mess
exact
with me.
environment where those
Alright, here we go.
gaps are going to be like prevalent. Like you'll be able to kind of like take advantage
Hi.
of those timings if
Joe?
like double
What's up?
initiators are
Thanks for
ready.
the lurky lurk.
So it'll be interesting to see one how Dr. Wolfpack has kind of prepared for those moments. And two,
Oh shit!
if,
Hold on.
because I don't think it's a protocol thing. I think it's just like an instinct
Oh.
thing for the defenders, right? Like
Mm.
in those moments, are you able to catch those windows and look for an aggressive play? So that's something I'll definitely be looking out for.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think what the skill ceiling for running double initiator comps is making sure
You got off so late
tiny
too. I got off at 8.
Util, right? Like a lot of times you could just minus 400.
Is that your
on
favorite
silver
attire,
burn and not get
Henry?
anything
Right,
out of
right.
it.
Do you have a tire?
I hate that
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. So we'll see how
This is my
these teams play out.
te-
Here we
black
go,
tech
1-1.
wear.
Yeah, your own value coming out from there. You would
You guys hear them?
Drone a little bit deeper in order to get that.
Wait, he's playing Gecko. Wait, Dr. Noah's playing
Which is
Gecko.
typically very
I've never
good at,
seen him
but
play Gecko.
A nice rotation from Lum there. He was able to punish and pinch.
No, I
Dr.
didn't.
Noah
I
on
wanted
that
to get
push and
tickets,
push.
but
He did run into that trip as well, which kind of slowed him down from.
I'm actually not financially okay right now, so I gotta make sure I be
Trying to look for a
financially
peak,
responsible.
But it's gonna be really good finding
So.
the headshot. A nice one-way from.
So
Vespa
I gotta
as
make
well,
sure
so
we're making
Not ready yet.
smart
in a
decisions.
3v4 situation, still.
So I can't travel. I already I have like 2 more, so I can't do
I
anymore.
think a very fundamental concept on this map is kind of like knowing how to take main pressure and then.
Not ready.
It's so good. I really wish I could. Dude, knock 2. back to back dead.
To the site.
Are you going?
Not
Not big.
Katie, just like that. It's a 1v3 situation with just BV alive and a nice headshot
Whoa.
from Z-Chance.
Whoa.
It wasn't a headshot, it was a body shot, but
Whoa.
nice spray.
Wow.
They played it so methodically and they were able to find the round.
Wait,
That
this
was
is such a
crazy, Carrie.
treat.
I almost
Watching
all
Dr.
tapped
Noel
away
on
thinking
something
that
else
the defense
besides
had that. It was like a
the
5v3
Brimmy.
situation. They really already rotated all the way from A to B. They had Pillsbury Dribble holding.
Wait,
the
is it sold out?
So they basically shrunk them out.
You
all
also
the way
work from
pretty
anywhere,
much
so
to-
you could actually
to
do it. You
B
just
main
gotta
and
stay with
Manila,
some.
but some really great shots coming
You
out of
can
Rose's and
stay
Z-Chance.
with your
Good
boyfriend,
util usage,
Paolo.
and they really convert the round. That was insane.
A good conversion by them indeed. And
That's so
one
cute.
thing that I'll say about Dr.
Appreciate it,
Wolfpack.
accommodate you.
If there's one thing that they do is that they do indeed play like game back. They really stick together and try to take angles together, really biting them. Sometimes it's a little slow, but moments like those.
Gonna share the same bed.
find
That's
their timing
crazy.
together and
Hi, Jared. What do you mean melting? Is it hot?
at least clearing out some of the close angles is for the super onto that Viper, which is so crucial for the site because now you do not have that wall and now you don't have that ISO to pair with it. So that should be a
How hot is hot?
site now for the
It's hot here.
Well, look at this Neon kind of getting through, sliding in as if the find aggro is on the BB. So nice one Neon remaining there as if the find the second on the dribble it. That's all that's little just about to say, right? So you don't expect them to fully win. But again, another nice from the attackers as they come out flawless 2-0 to start the game.
Not really much to say there except delete Neon, man. Like, this
True,
agent
true.
sucks ass. I will
Neon
die
thinks.
on this hill. Like, how can that be possible? How can an agent just do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it opens so much opportunity for movement and just space
Neon
taking
players kind
that
of cringe now.
I just feel like it's just such
But
a headache.
Acro-
to
only
deal
if
with.
they're on my
And
team, they're not
Acro is
cringe.
Such a great Neon player. He's able to capitalize on those types of plays, and as a spectator and shoutcaster, I hate it. But good
Yeah.
round by Acro.
Indeed, I'm on the same boat as well.
Dude, I can never shoot.
Now there's gonna be those full blast from rifles coming out. That
I
early
will
pressure.
fit
wow,
check.
early drone, which kind of could imply that
After
they're
this
showing
round.
presence, but
Okay,
not
after this round.
committing. It'll be interesting to see
Alright, after this
if
round.
they commit to this or not. But a lot of noise being made by the boat.
Can I put on my socks?
Really all three,
No free feet pick.
I'm out of here.
Z-Chance on the Silva. Well, look at this timing.
No toesies.
Maze, but the timing goes into the favor of the attackers. Having to deal with that verticality is so brutal if you're the side of the defender.
The word today is
Moments like those where
verticality.
you try to take advantage of the gap.
Harry loves that word.
Pick is kind of what you need to do if you're a defender on this map.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely agree.
V5 now.
They are slowing it down quite a bit, Kyrie, especially with Lum down. It's really gonna make things a little bit harder for the defense. I wonder. if
There's
they're just
no
gonna
way
take
you're
on
asking me to
early
cargo
situation
right
here.
now. You're crazy.
Don't like this over rotation.
You
I
actually
think
hate
like
me.
this is one of those moments as well. As you have once you as the flash is gonna clear out the French player. Let's see if the
30
kill comes
seconds
through. That is not a wingman attack. It's a wingman to use the plant.
Wait,
Because of that,
we did
he's able to
plant.
find a trade back on the first trade. Finds a
Oh.
second. Luckily enough, after the spray goes a little bit wild. That's a 2v3 with Fearless Leader off of the site, so that's going to make it so there's a little bit of a 2v2 here. But it's just a Sheriff in the hands of BB. Not necessarily in a great position to look for those angles. And Dr. Morale getting aggro on his bonus, able to move and shoot and find the
Okay,
shots.
okay.
He's gonna find the shots. There goes Katie.
Alright, Katie.
But there are mollies on the spike, unfortunately. I would probably save 2 if I were. She is going to save 3-0 for Dr. Wolfpack. That's brutal
Okay.
for the side of Heck and Heck as they're losing
Alright.
that full buy.
Alright, we have to do this quickly.
Yeah, I think
Quickly,
Dr.
right?
Wolfpack right now playing super coordinated, very patient.
Oh, your tail,
too, with
Atlas!
that
Almost got your
entry.
tail. Come here.
I mean, I think that
Good
gets
check,
the blind
Atlas.
sold
Turn.
out. Pillsbury
Turn.
Drillboy
Good
there,
boy.
unfortunately, trying to play that
Ta-da!
cheeky corner around
cartwheel?
Fridge.
Cartwheel?
Ultimately gets punished
I do
and
cartwheel
makes that
later.
situation way
Hold on, we
harder
do
for
cartwheel
Heck and
after
Heck
this
for the
one.
retake.
No
And
action
the
missed.
agents who were left alive already
Alright,
without
cartwheel
having that
after
silver
this.
dart to help
After this one.
initiate the retake just made it very
Handstand! You guys all hate me.
Unfortunately, they were forced to save.
Are we not trying to watch a game?
But yeah,
What is this?
I think that's what's nice about the double initiative as well, right? You have multiple opportunities with your retail.
It's like I am like
space, so
I am like
it's using
the
so much
entertainment
early
portion
to get
when we're waiting.
Finding the opportunity, finding
It's not even halftime show yet.
Again, initiator down again early into the round.
Hello, unknown.
Is going to see that Thule is behind the box. And because he's going to be clean, the shots in trade aren't going to be there. And Acro's going to find two on the back end.
Ooh.
Has that dash again, but it's going to be a little bit
Player
off.
standing.
He's able to find the shots. A nice dink onto another player, but Dr. was
Oh, it's been a little tough.
Spike planted.
1v4 situation. This might be another save angle as I don't think they bought up. Oh, they did by a.
Well, they
That's not
forced.
good.
Oh!
And
TNT, it's okay, guys.
A
Rough
very,
start.
very
Alice,
dominant
move,
showing
move,
his
move.
initial
Alice,
start
out,
of the game for Dr.
out. Out. I need you
Yeah,
out.
Kyrie, I
Out.
wonder if the
Out.
strategy on the side of the
Okay.
defense now is
Stay,
to
stay.
maybe play for a retake. Obviously, you don't want to start the round with Love
Stay, Atlas.
being
Okay.
the spotlight player. On
I got
this team
16
to go
seconds.
down
I'll do
first
one cartwheel.
multiple rounds in a row. That's just a very tough situation to be in.
Wait.
I think they need to play probably. Change
Okay,
it up
I'll
in
do it
terms of
after.
their aggression
Hold
or
on, we'll do it after.
configuration. I know they're saving for this particular round, but
Ah!
I think right
Okay,
now,
we'll do it
Dr.
after.
Pack is holding all the answers.
Yeah, definitely. And they're starting with that early A
Guys,
hit, but
anything
are
work?
showing some presence towards the B
Ooh,
side.
nice,
That's a nice
Ethan.
head ding coming in. That's
Monster on the
145. Onto Fearless Leader. Oh, but an ult coming out, and it's a presence from the Neon onto the A side, but they should know this is a pick. Lum should be calling this out for sure. Oh, and speaking of calling it out, calls his own
Ooh.
shot, shoots
Nice, Lum.
Acro out of the sky.
Damn.
But it's still a 4v3 in favor of the attackers. Fearless Leader is very low, so maybe that's an opportunity they'll be able to capitalize on. Over rotation from 80 is going to be punished by the attackers. They are still playing 20
Revealing area.
They are coming out plant, going out. Spam to come through.
Ooh,
The shot
very
comes
nice.
through. That is the very, very low Fearless Leader trying to get that strike down.
Okay, winnable, winnable.
And I've looked
feel
at
good
the
about
shot
this.
a couple times, but because he was one shot, that's going to put it in a 3v3 situation. Spike is not to be had,
Enemy
but
tag.
look at the positioning by Dr. Noel.
Oh,
They should be
God.
aware of this, because, you know, the ult came through so late. They should be...
Oh my
able to
God, does
anticipate
Lum
those
know?
potential. Look at Lum turning around, holding the flank, and finds the shot!
he
But the
knows!
Vandal is able to pick up off of the Neon. A nice molly.
Ooh, very
to delay
nice.
the plant even further for the defenders. 2v3 in favor of the defenders. Divide their time. They don't really
Oh.
need to take their peeks. They just need to make sure that they
Last
can
player
deny
standing.
plants.
Oh,
and Lum
no.
falling. That's brutal. If you're the side of the defenders, maybe they can stop the plant here.
Oh,
the shot from Siege is
that was
too clean. The swing doesn't
unfortunate.
come through. Roses gets the spike
Thank
down.
you.
And
Oh, that was
Level
rough.
heads until we're home, yes?
Okay.
There was really
All right, here we go.
Thrifty there.
Okay,
Love
cartwheel.
coming to life, getting that really nice pick on Acro on A.
Oh my
Take
God.
out the
Can
lurk
you
and
see the
Dr.
wall?
Noel. They were put in a 3v3 situation. I
Can
thought
you
maybe
see
they could
the
turn around,
wall?
especially once Pillsbury Drillboy also took out
Okay.
Peter while he was trying to plant. But once again, I think the
Oh my
patience
God.
and just the decision making right now for Zeech
Okay.
for that particular play was just very methodical. You know, they're clearing everything together, holding everything
Revealing
together, and didn't really let off the foot off the gas there.
Really good job by them. I mean,
Guys, really
at
making me
a
work.
certain point, you just kind of capitalize on momentum.
Providing
They
entertainment.
have nothing to lose, right? Even if they lose the Thrifty, they're still in a pretty good spot, considering they're already up 1-4. And they did a lot of damage to the players, collecting a lot of ult orbs, kind of setting themselves up for the latter rounds.
Yeah.
Pillsbury Drillboy finding an op shot there onto Acro. That's going to
Hey,
be
Beta.
for the defenders.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, finally a good
Artwork.
first blood on the side of the defenders, right?
Oh, that
Feel
is
like-
true.
Yeah,
Maybe that was like the
otherwise-
first one.
I think so. So it's a really great start to the round.
Now look at the positioning from the defenders as well, right? They're in spawn. They have the ISO.
Hey, Paolo,
already.
you
They have
missed
the-
it.
have the Sova ult
I
ready
did a
for the
cartwheel.
shot if they so
I did a
choose.
handstand.
There comes that ISO ult.
Henry
Let's
wants to
see
share
who
your
comes out on
toothbrush.
top. It's just Roses with the sheriff. You're gonna be pretty happy if you're Thule, unless you miss the shots.
Spike
Roses
down A.
finding the kill in that. What is it called?
Garage?
No.
The dungeon.
ult, ISO ult.
Oh,
30
I
seconds
call
left.
it the
Brazil?
the dungeon.
Oh.
Brazil?
isn't that the Mordekaiser?
Why do you call it Brazil?
I don't know. That's what they call Mordekaiser ult, so I just call Ice ult the same thing.
Okay, they get that ult down though, but it's a 4v3 in favor of the defenders. This is definitely the round that you want to put into it.
Okay, ooh.
Attackers able to win this round's gonna be very brutal. Love jumps in, gets one, but doesn't get a second. Roses gets the trade back. A TP out from BB confirms that Roses is out of the pit.
Oh, oh wait, this is
And they're able to
winnable.
find Fearless Leader in the pit as well. That ult is going to go down.
Oh my
Roses
god.
gonna hit some nice shots, but it's Katie to close out the round. Finally on the
They're
board.
on the board.
Heck. Getting their first round, saving 2 guns. Let's see if they can build something.
Thanks,
Let's
Paolo.
go, Kyrie. That was fantastic. I think they finally turned it around, getting that first blood by the jet.
He doesn't know. I was
that
doing a
really
cartwheel
put the
and fixed
damper
my
on the
hair.
attacking side for taking space and entering on site. I love the response when Tulio
Guys.
wanted to take
Okay,
someone out
what?
and ended up taking Roses.
I don't know if
Though he
this is
loses
long
the
enough.
fight,
No, it's
I
not.
believe Lum was also
Dude,
able
my
to kill
dog
Dr.
is
Namal
just,
with
like, he
the
has
Hunter's
his,
Fury, really
his
stalling
head
out the attack
propped
and ultimately being
up
able
on my
to take the
knee
space on
under my
aim.
desk.
Just prevent the
It's so cute.
Doctor's Wolfpack from
It's
playing
so annoying.
altogether. So that's the type of momentum shift we like to see. I want to see more First Bloods out of Heck and Heck.
And now
Stop. You
in
have
order
to stop.
weed
You
out that out,
can't.
they are going to use
Alice,
the
no.
drone to see if they can find it. But he doesn't kill the drone. Oh wow, almost able to spot the op, but I don't think it does. Now the attackers are potentially wary of the operator being here. Oh, look at that timing from Pillsbury. He almost gets punished for it, but it's gonna be just a dink. Speaking of getting punished, Kitty does get caught out, lurking out there. Cross. My Fearless Leader just kind of combos with it. He's really trying to stop the plan and stop the runners from getting onto the site. But that aggressive position is just going to be punished by a team like Doctor's Wolfpack. They play together, get the spike down, and are now playing their lineups. This is brutal if you're the defenders.
Thanks,
What are
Alert.
you doing here, Jeff?
See ya, Paolo.
Yeah, this is tough. I wonder, you wait for Lum's dart, ideally. Ooh, what's that?
This is
I mean, at this
tough.
point, it might be another save.
Oh, not if we do that.
It is a good pick to start the retake, but the time is just ticking down, and you do hear that Neon running through the site now. That's basically going to confirm the round. It's purely just pressure. And unfortunately, with that guard, you're not going to be able to find this prey. And with a nice stun from Acro, that's going to close out the round and drop the operator for
tough.
Rakinek. Dr.
Listen
Wolfpack
for
is
the
not
wind.
taking their foot
It
off
will
the
tell
gas.
you
They're
where their
still
jet
up
is.
big and up 6-1.
Yeah, I wonder if the struggle right now, Kyrie, is dealing with this Neon. So long as Neon is alive and able to take space and just be such a nuisance, I feel like the defense is a little bit petrified in terms of what the order of operations they need to do to be successful for the round. We saw that initial pick by Pillsbury Droboy onto Acro, which slowed down the round considerably, and I felt like Heck and Heck had a much stronger response defensively to what Dr. Wolfpack wants to do. Maybe the idea is to sniff out where Neon is and try to shut her down before she can create any value or space for her team.
Another drone through B main. Just to confirm if there's anyone
Scanning
playing
ahead.
close. They do know that
Hey,
BB
T,
likes
what's
to
up?
play his shotguns, so
You're late.
you don't
But
really
hi.
expose themselves to that potential.
Wait,
Is looking
did
like
my
they're basically not really-
Spike planted.
really struggling to
Oh
take
my
out that
God.
talent. In the meantime,
Acro
Acro
is doing-
swings out and finds
he's in-
two.
he is-
And it's not just
doing
two.
Neon things.
It's the two critical players for
player
this Heck and Heck team. With Vivi going down as well, this all comes down. Pillsbury Dribble. Let's see if he can at least do some damage to the economy. Acro getting active, getting aggressive. Ring up two, trying to clear out the space.
Oh,
Ooh, and it's gonna be a nice
okay.
fucking
Winnable.
flip,
Oh
but he is
shit,
10
he's
HP. I
really
think you're
hurt.
probably gonna want to save your gun. I guess they are full saved, so they should be able to buy the next round. Want to do some damage to the economy, but look how much they have to buy. Z-Chance finds the last shot.
Wait,
7-1.
did my,
Very dominant
notification not go
first
off,
attack.
Jared? Anybody?
Yeah, I feel like the coordination of Doctor's
on.
Wolfpack right now is just very much on point. They do have a strong game plan on how they want to execute their
Carbot
siege.
didn't go off? He didn't
And
go off.
honestly, I feel like maybe part of it is the team comp coming from Heck and Heck. I do think that some of these picks, they do lack blinds, they do lack mollies
Okay.
of some sort to kind of
I
either
announced it.
stall or prevent the
I'm
attacking
live.
team
I'll
from
find them.
easily getting on the site.
I don't know,
And
I think
suppose
Carbot's
Viper
just
Molly
broken
could do
right now.
something in shock darts, but ultimately there isn't a lot
Oh
of damage
no.
and util
If
on
a
the
power
side
goes
of
out,
the
you guys know why. It's
defenders
just
to
thunderstorm.
stall or prevent the team from coming. So we'll see whether or not they can make these adjustments, but it's a very tough composition to run.
I think this is
monkey.
the exact adjustment that you need to make. You can't let them comfortably get into these spots. You have to make them second guess. Where's the right
Oh!
opportunity?
Spike down
Able to
A.
find one, and that kind of stifles the attack just a little bit. You're not going to clear out Pillsbury, though. He finds one. It's about a second. No, Acro's going to get the trade out. I think with a little bit more patience, he might have been able to create some pressure, maybe get another, but he does get picked off right away, or taken back right away, I should say. It's a 3v3. All members are on the site. Are they aware, though? Z-Chance is one of the 3 seconds. Intro should confirm the numbers, but it's going to be Lum finding the shot onto Acro, but Rose is finding a trade back, making it a 2v2.
Revealing area.
2v2.
Heck, if you want anyone
Mirror
in the
match
2v2
right
on,
now.
it's gonna be these two right here, Lum and
We got
KD.
Sova
If they
and a Viper on
come
both
out on top
sides.
in the round. That's going to be a confirmation of both players, though, for the attacker, so maybe
Last
they're to get
player
away.
Oh!
But instead, they just stand their ground and take the fight.
Well, babe.
Dart isn't going to spot Katie, but she has the time to be able to scale on and to
30
maybe
seconds
isolate
left.
a 1v1. Z-Chance. Oh, trying to look to plan. He actually goes inside to the mid site.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Nice shot from Katie there. Is she aware of Rose's timing? That timing from Rose's is going to be absolutely perfect. What's up for toxins? Maybe bait it out. Is Rose's guess that pros don't fake?
Ah!
Again, but it's a nice swing from Roses. Able to find the
NT,
kill and
NT.
find her
How many
8th round of
saw
that.
we get a shot?
I love that idea to just tap it multiple times to force that urgency. I feel like Katie wanted to hold that a little bit wider to the left, though, because you know that they're probably going to have to come from that smoke at a wide angle. So then, tactically, I think that was such a close call to make. But Roses is shooting right now, Kyrie. 10-1. He is putting people down right now across this match, and he's a force to be reckoned with.
I don't know if they're going to watch back this clip. I don't know if there's anyone in the chat that's watching that's playing against Roses in the first round. I will give you 10 gifted if he kills you if you hold the first half. I will give you the equivalent of whatever 10 gifted looks like for you. As Acro tries to get aggressive. And Love is able to capitalize on it. And speaking of capitalization, Pillsbury off of the pressure. This is the exact change. Oh, start goes a little wide, but this is the exact change that needed to happen if you're the side of Heck and Heck. I think Icebox defense starts with aggression. It starts with information style, not allowing the attack to get comfortable in the positions. Which is what we've been seeing from Dr. Wolfpack this entire half. They've been very comfortable taking the space and getting the information that they need to execute on the site. And this is the first round that we've really seen Heck and Heck take the fight to them with more than just Lum swinging out of a right?
I agree. I mean, Acro's down, Kyrie, so the attacking side is now slowed considerably.
And this is kind of the win conditions they had in the first round that they won together. So let's see. More Pillsbury
Spike
taking
down
the lead
A.
as Roses was punished, trying to punish
Here.
Katie for trying to pick up that gun for free. They do see that they still have the spike.
Oh!
Oh, and a wide
One
swing is
enemy
going to
Oh,
prevent
winnable!
Pillsbury
30
from being able to
seconds
find kill. But Katie ends up
Okay,
finding not just one, but finds the second.
There you go.
Second round.
Two.
for Heck
Get
and
two.
Heck.
Get two.
They can
Get
keep
two
the
more. Get two
4.
more.
It might be comebackable.
Yeah, I think it's definitely comebackable. I think it's more of a adjustment in the playstyle. It's not like Dr. Wolfpack is superior to Hack and Hack. I don't believe that whatsoever. I think what they should be noticing is that the moment Acro falls, the opportunity to win the round just elevates considerably. So the idea here should be figuring out where is the Neon, what util, and what are the strategies or angles we can hold such that we just don't get movement diffed or get stunned by a random Neon concuss or whatnot. So I think that is sort of the key question at hand for this
Knowledge
team to
being
answer.
dropped here.
While the round is slowing down once again, I just want to double down on what I said earlier. I really do not think Roses will peak if you on first half. If you're not gonna stick it, get it to half, and I promise you, you'll be in a winning position.
I'm gonna
10
put that
gifted,
in
by the
my,
way. If he kills you, 10 gifted. By the way, if he
You know
kills
what?
10 gifted.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I will stick it because pros don't fake.
Pros don't fake indeed.
I
And
promise.
speaking of not faking,
Spike
starting with a little
planted.
bit of contact and kind of just getting out and creating pressure, Dr. Wolfpack has basically taken the A site for free. Ooh, and almost able to find more kills for free.
Acro down.
As
Acro
Lum
down.
is able to get damage onto 2
You should
personnel.
run.
Not able to find the kills, but with that, that's going to enable Fearless to have that ultimate available.
Dude, that's tough
and with
now.
a really nice cheeky spot from Dr. Noel here, it's going to be very difficult for the defenders to continue to retake. The wall goes up and they confirm that Dr. Noel is close. They have to clear him out though. Oh, Katie with the spray, not able to find the kill, and unfortunately for Katie, it's just not going to be enough. Dr. Mo playing it perfectly, and that timer is going to tick down. That's going to be nice for Dr. Gonna be very happy with this first half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hi,
what
KB
a
man. What's up?
strong showing right now on the side of Doctor's Wolfpack, able to get the spike down very, very quickly, get the right trades, and then
Last
play postman.
round
They
in
do
the
have
half.
pretty strong postman. Look at their agents. They have Viper, Sova,
They did.
Killjoy, Gecko. They're very, very good agents once that spike goes down. And unfortunately, I feel like there needs to be, I think to your point
How you
earlier,
doing,
Kyrie, a stronger
Kevin?
sense of urgency of wanting to fight and scrap first and potentially take out that neon so that it slows down the pace of the attackers. I think right now they're just doing such a good job on the side of Doctor's Wolfpack and creating that pressure. So
The finger
this
roll.
is definitely something that I
Not
think
the
that people have to
fingers!
think about in terms of playing against a team that has such a annoying entry duelist who can just run around and do stuff like that.
Oh.
Ooh, and I think the Shonen is going to be able to tag Pillsbury. It doesn't properly clear him, and he's able to punish the Neon for it, and that's
Wait,
the
it's
exact
perfect.
position that you need to be able to find some kind of opportunity back in this game. 3-9 is very winnable from either side of Icebox if you kind of just put the teamwork and the momentum together.
But where's the oh.
Two is again going to fall in that ISO ult, making it a 4v3, which we've definitely seen it. This unit in particular pull off before. Z-Chance, Dr. Noel, and Roses were the exact personnel that closed
Hi,
out
Cookie. What's up?
that 3v4 pistol. Let's see if they can put it together again. Just a little bit of a contain here from Lum and Katie as they don't quite see that the attackers are committing to the site. They are going to get that spike down. Are they going to be able to spray down with that Odin?
Wow.
They are able to spray down, but at what cost? You lose a person there and you take a lot of damage if you're Pillsbury Drill Boy. But look at the scaling from Lum and Katie. They do know that it's a commit. Z-Chance does get capitalized by one. Dr. Mo finds the trade back.
Last player standing. 30
The last
seconds
shot
left.
goes through. Do they know that Lum has walked through? I think if he goes all the way around the pit, he wins the round for his team. But if he elects to go in,
Spike planted.
Yeah, right back site. They're not
Oh
gonna
my
expect
god.
it.
this is going to be a completely isolated 1v1, but Dr. Noel is more aware of the moments than Lum is. A 4K to close the round, exactly
Wow.
what we saw in
Switching
Pistol. Dr.
sides.
Wolfpack pulling off another 3v4. What
That
a
was
showing from them. In that first half.
Insane.
They're demonstrating so much resilience, Kyrie. I feel like that situation was so winnable for the side of Hekanek. I think they
It's
need
okay.
to play a little
This
bit
is
more
just
patiently. They need to
Scrims.
hold the ISO. Just hold it.
Yeah.
Just Scrims, okay?
Just let them take the space because we need to group up together. Let the flank players kind of push up a little bit.
Get all
more
the
in terms
nerves
of
out, guys.
180,
Just
and then
Scrims.
cause chaos together. I think one thing that folks need to kind of think about when it comes to these types of situations, especially when you have a man advantage, is to try and confuse the
Advert.
enemy as much as possible by coming at all sides at once, right? Like staggering.
I feel
between
so
when I'm
burpy
gonna
drinking
push, when I'm
like
gonna
the seltzer
peek,
water because it's
allows
carbonated
them
water.
to sort of contain themselves and prepare themselves mentally to take these fights. And I think in this case, Dr. Wolfpack is just showing out. Here.
Spike down A.
Speaking of showing out, Acro just has found a rhythm in this game, able to take an aggressive fight on his own, by the way, getting
Atlas,
scanned by the
I smell
guard.
so bad.
Find one.
Ooh,
Love the
very
straight back.
nice.
It's exactly what you need if you're the attackers. It's going to be a difficult round to close out with just the pressure of being down 2-10. Right? There's a lot of pressure here, trying to commit, trying to make sure that you close out the round. Until he does get that spike down, so good on him. Start off this post plant. Look at these positions from the attackers. I really like where they're at. I think they're going to be able to close out this round. What are your
I
thoughts,
hope
Chad?
so. Yeah, they have a lot of space here, but they are being very patient on the side of Doctor's Wolfpack. They're probably waiting for Util to come up and then flood all together. So Pillsbury Drobway might be in a really bad spot here.
Oh
Oh, he
god.
is in a bad spot. He probably should have used that cloud burst to be able to stop that line of sight from coming through.
Ooh.
And because of that, the defenders are flooding.
What?
It doesn't look like they're going to be able to stop the spike from
Oh!
going down. The rolling doesn't go down fast enough. And because you have that wingman, you're able to close out the round. And what it looked like,
Whoa.
it felt like Dr.
That was
Wolfpack
tough.
was not like retaking in time, but you're right. They wait for the util and they're able to close it out.
Yeah, I think part of the problem with Heck and Heck's team comp, Kyrie, is their lack of util when it comes to just post plant and stuff in general, right? Like the Jet and the ISO, they don't really provide too much value from a util perspective once the spike goes down, and quite frankly, Chamber doesn't really either. And so when it comes to just taking site, unfortunately, Pillsbury Drobboy just sitting all by himself backside. There's no one helping him, while the rest of the three players are playing in A main. So I think the configuration there post plant wasn't really that optimal, and ultimately they fell as a result of it.
Speaking of falling, Kitty gets picked up again on a. It wasn't even a lurk, it was a push out from the side of Acro. Just getting aggressive with A main, not allowing them to get value. Speaking of getting value, this Eagle is getting a lot of that. The shock dart coming through is going to be enough. And the stun coming through from Acro, and he just put the pressure, making put the pressure. The defenders are just crunching the attackers, not letting them get coming out of here.
Oh my god,
BB and Lum trying to put it together, but look at the pressure from all sides.
Standing.
It's just going to be too much. Is the Bucky going to be enough to close out the round? Acro now very intelligently regrouping with Roses on 33 HP. Shout out to Cobes. Let's see if he could do it by his own sum. It's going to be Roses with that stinger swinging, finding the headshot.
With a stinger, damn.
And they push this game to
Match point.
What a dominant showing, Kyrie. Ultimately, I think the main takeaways here, it seems like Neon is a problem. I feel like in terms of team comp, Heck and Heck probably needs to go back to the drawing board in terms of which agents would excel together. I feel like they don't have great responses when it comes to stall, when it comes to flashes, when it comes to just even retaking a site. It's really on the back of just Lum, assuming that he's even alive. And so I think this is a good opportunity for Heck and Heck to sort of reevaluate and figure out what exactly our gaps are for this particular comp.
Gaps, Acro trying to find another, looking for that very aggressive play. How did he even get there? Well, I guess he could have run and jumped on the belt from top 410. Lum's able to swing and find a kill onto Z-Chance. Oh, they're trying to get onto the site, but they know that Acro has a Bucky. Lum isn't aware of it. He gets punished. Dr. Well trying to swing out, but he gets traded off. It's a 2v3 for some reason. Acro's still alive at the end of it all. He finds the shots on the BB. No, BB from top 410. He's able to take out Acro and finally put this at an advantage for the side of Heck and Heck. Pillsbury is very low, though. I don't know if you want to give up this weapon. Trying to find the shots.
That's my team.
Get a lot of chip damage down. And he's going to be able to close out the round 3-12. I guess it's not over till it's over.
It's not over till it's over.
And try to push this to a closer map.
Yeah, I kind of like how they just kind of said, fuck it, let's just shoot guns and start fighting and see who comes out of it alive. And I guess in this case, Heck and Heck was able to prevail and make it a 3v1 post-plant situation. But honestly, I feel like at this point, you probably don't want to get too cute if you're on the side of Heck and Heck. I think you just kind of want to go S5 for this moment and try to figure something out. I do like the idea of figuring out whether or not Neon is being aggressive, so we should just fight into the Neon. If we do get the pick, then ultimately we're able to take the site much faster.
If they slow down this round, maybe just trying to win the initial pick.
Oh,
speaking of initial pick,
dude, Acro's gone so many of these
with
picks.
That outlaw, just knowing that the side of the attackers probably aren't going to have full armor afforded to them. That's going to be huge. Another defining factor of this game, first contact or first fights. It's just probably gone so heavily in favor of the side of Doctor's Wolfpack. It's just something that you have to consider if you're the side of Heck and Heck. And the adjustments that you need to make when it comes to first contact. Drone coming in, gonna be able to confirm at least.
Thank you for the attendance check.
I'm trying to catch timing though, seeing if he can find something. Again, the spray doesn't come through, have to capitalize on the next kill. The drone comes out to counter. Catch the time to be able to walk in. Let's see if he can find a kill off it. Finds one, find the second. No, it's gonna be Thule finding the second. That's gonna be a 4v3 site. But it seems to be the magic number for the side of Dr. Wolfpack. We've seen them come back before. Lum puts a stop to that. Try with a 1v4 as Katie finds her own headshot. Are they aware of the potential flank? Probably can't be, because that chamber trip is in no man's land on heaven. Let's see if Acro is able to find some value here. He has that ult. So maybe if you see him get one kill, he pops the ult, goes crazy. Lum finds third kill of the round.
I'm doing well. How are you? Hey Nubby, how are you?
Yeah.
Thanks for your attendance check.
So too, I think they're doing a good job scaling up A, methodically just taking that space, and even with that initial pick by Acro onto Pillsbury's roadway, didn't demotivate this team at all. Lum making a play to scale up and find a good timing.
When is your scrim?
Next, the other team knowing, I think really keeps them off their toes. I think right now it seems like for the attacking side of Heck and Heck, they want to make it a little bit more unpredictable in terms of what they want to do and how they tactically want to execute. So we'll see whether or not they can keep it up for the rest of the match.
Yeah, speaking of unpredictability, they are
Good
now
luck, good
changing
luck.
and going towards the B side, but it's
Oh
not
my
the
God.
attackers that I'm worried about. It's going to be the defenders as they not only hold yellow with the Bucky, they're also going to be playing the walk down on 2. Aggro finds 1, and that should be enough to create a numbers edge for the defenders. Even though they're down in econ, they might be able to close it out. A nice ult from Lum.
It's
You and me.
Oh, and a nice ult from Thule. Let's see if he can finally convert on one of these ults, because if he does, it could spell disaster for the defenders.
Okay,
Ult comes through,
Tulio.
he should take the shield.
Shoot it.
Dude,
I guess not today.
okay, ends up falling off and making it a 3v2. Oh, but puts the shield
it
back
again.
up. He just didn't put it on when he went into his ults.
Wait, he went in without a condom?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alright.
Wait, then why did it show up when he killed?
So your ult allows you to get a free shield. That's like besides the fact, right? Oh, it's a nice shot. A wide swing and some shots. Yeah, if you guys didn't know. So they changed it. So before ISOs wouldn't get their shield. That was like a buff.
Thank you so
And
much.
so they gave him the ability
Cheers
to
to
change up the
you.
speed in his wall.
How
they
are
made
you?
the vulnerability also a suppress.
Thank
And then they
you.
also
Welcome
made
back.
it so
How are you
if
doing?
you come out of your ult with the kill, because there's a lot of times when you do have to just rip your ult off, right? If you come out with the kill, you get a free shield, and you can't.
Me stressed. Me drinking seltzer water.
Oh.
Good job,
Hi, silly.
Yeah, I'm not an ISO player. I don't
What's up?
shoot very well, so ISO's not.
Thanks for your attention check. 2.
Thanks
Now-
thanks for that.
Oh, Aggro has the off, but is he aware of the condom? He comes in with protection, and he's able to take the space.
It doesn't!
Takes advantage.
That condom's broken!
That's a one-use condom, buddy. As he's able to capitalize on Thule losing that shield. Look at this angle.
There's no way. Oh,
Pillsbury
nice.
capitalized on it, find the headshot onto Aggro, making it a 4v3 in favor of the
We're watching,
Transform
yeah.
team, as
They have
once
friends
again
playing.
Doesn't allow it to get to the 3v4, as we've seen Dr. Wolfpack come back from so many
Tequila.
times.
I
It's gonna be
can't.
very
I'll drink during Tourney.
walking up trying to find opportunity, but Rose is the one that finds it instead, able to shoot her as the wall goes up. It's still a tall task for the defenders on the retake. Lum
Last
jiggle
player
peeking, finding
standing.
that one player is towards heaven. Pillsbury swings, doesn't find the shot, but Lum's gonna come from the right side and find the kill. Third kill of the round, 6-12.
Ooh, okay,
Is this,
yeah. They're all in the tourneys.
Is this a little comebacky whack? I smell.
I'm smelling a little bit of comebacky wacky.
Comebacky
too.
wacky.
Yeah, I like my comebacky wacky medium rare. It looks pretty good right now. I think the team.
This is on the blue side. I can't lie. This is giving a blue,
Oh,
blue
shit.
steak.
This is more of a
It's
blue
not
rare. Oh, well, that's how I like my comebacky wackies. I mean, maybe they're looks like it
Daya.
becomes medium rare here, but
Wait, why
I think
you
Heck and
being-
Heck is playing with a
why are you
little bit more confidence
conflicted?
now. You can see sort
Yeah.
of these players are taking a lot more
Kinda dumb.
space, but more importantly, Kyrie, I think they're not afraid to fight, even though they seem to be losing these first bloods. They're getting the trades now, right? Before it was just a pick here, a pick there, no trade, but now we have some.
Oh!
But now we're seeing
That
more
was-
trades come out.
Yeah, that was just a Marshall coming out, and I think Lum was very aware that he wouldn't have the op money for that.
Oh!
And look at the walk up from Dr. Noel, so good at catching these timings.
Oh!
Rose is coming to support the escape. And
That's a big
huge player.
pick. Oh
for-
no.
Heck and heck. That's
But
brutal
Tulio
for
though,
them.
Tulio.
Tulio catching this timing though. He's able to swing and find the
Oh,
goal. Rose
he's
is so
aware!
Rose is aware. Rose is ready.
That's an overview.
He's able to find
Fine
the
player.
kill.
Let's play.
Yeah, now they confirm that all 3 players are on the site.
Shots down.
Maybe BB's able to find some value with this operator.
Oh.
Also, 1 kill. The Pillsbury able to get that ult out. Did not get the shot. Oh, this is brutal. They got the wingman on the spike. Are they aware of it? They're gonna have to stop it if they want to be able to.
Oh my
Throughout
god!
the round, they do random
Oh
All Doctor's Wolfpack needed a very momentous game from them.
Defenders
As
win.
a little comeback wasn't enough. They're able to find the one round where they find their timings, close out the game, 13-6.
A blue rare comebacky wacky for this particular match, Kyrie. I was really hoping this game would come a little bit longer. I think at the end of the day, what we realized is the value of an entry duelist, the value of a team comp, but most importantly, 7 first bloods on Acro alone, right? Kind of dictates.
Yeah.
They played 19 rounds. What's 7 divided by 19? Like, I don't know, like 35-ish%, somewhere between that. Like, to have one person be responsible for about 35% of an entire match's first bloods just shows
Mhm.
how important and what exactly drives the momentum of these rounds. So credit where credit's due. They did a great job. I think Lum's team, Heck and Heck, made some really good adjustments. They were able to sort of try and start the comeback here. But once again, this is only Scrims, so people can still improve between today and I guess tomorrow. It's 24 hours. It's all
Yep.
good. That's enough time.
Just
But
Scrims.
It
So
is just Scrims.
just Scrims. You guys have the time and opportunity to adjust as you guys want and need, because tomorrow is the first day of the tournament. We have 3 more Scrims coming up. So thank you for playing Heck and Heck and Doctor's Wolfpack. Let's go on to the next game. We're trying to set it up. Who is that between? Let's see. I actually have 7 different teams to showcase on my stream. Not kind of crazy today?
that's great.
Like
My team's not one of
7.
them.
Yeah, no, you guys played a lot yesterday. We've seen enough of
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. All right, my fault. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. It is Wee Woo against. Oh, okay. I haven't seen Bombay play. I'm excited about Team 3. I have not seen them play at all. So I'm gonna wait like 5 more minutes and then I'll come back to you guys. I'll let you guys take a water break or potty break or something, okay? Thank you. Be right back. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna have this lobby. Or do I drop? I can leave. Yeah, I can leave. I probably shouldn't have left. Yeah, I need to be invited back. Yeah, they should leave. Invite me back, please! Invite me back! Please, I want back in. I shouldn't leave, they should leave. I want in, please. Hello? Thank you. Alright, they should leave. I should stay. Can I be party leader, please? And then, we just get it prep and get everybody ready. And then we got Wee Woo. So. Good job, Fearless. GG's, guys. So, let me change the color. There you go. Alright, also, do you think the placement of my chat and the logos are okay, guys? I don't think it hides anything because I've been playing with the overlays. Also, no one said anything about it, but that's okay. So what do you think? Are we okay with the placement? Yeah, I think we're okay with them, but you guys let me know. You feel like I'm obstructing too much or something. Think it's fine? Okay. I don't think they heard my message. Who's this person? Thanks for the feedback. I guess, are they in the game right now? Wait, we was like, do they not know? Okay. Hi, Eldon, what's up? Where is everybody at? Where are the teams? Did I look at the wrong? It's 10, no? Where is everybody? Yo, Cam, where are you? What's happening? Okay. Okay, I can. Okay. That's okay. We just gotta invite the right people then. Okay. I guess I will be changing lobby. Alright, I'm back. Hello? Jeff,
Hello, back.
you've been invited? Why are you not here?
Invited to what?
The different lobby?
Oh. I'm listening to Golden.
Okay, great. But
True.
still.
Oh, okay, my fault. All right.
Can you go to the right side, please?
Whoa, who said that?
What? What?
Wait, someone just said my name very sensuously.
Are
Oh, it
you?
was- never
Are you
mind.
good?
Yeah, it was in the client. I think it was Jacob.
Oh. Who?
'Cause you don't have
I don't have.
Jacob Baba Panda.
I don't have client chat thingy on. So
All
you,
good.
you just sound crazy to me. Yeah.
All right, well.
I didn't hear it either. So
Yeah.
you're just crazy.
Yeah. You all sound crazy.
It's because you guys all turned party chat off for
Yeah.
custom
No,
games, right?
no, I heard it. I'm just gaslighting you.
Oh, okay.
I did not.
All right, fuck you, Kyrie.
DTS, it's so well. Good job. Good job.
All right, who do we got here? We got Wee Woo and Yabombe. Yabombe. Where's the accent? Is it on the first, second, or third syllable? It's Yabombe. It's the third one, right?
You Bombay.
Yabombe. All right.
Oh, sunset, please.
Okay, for the record, I'm very uncultured. I thought Yabombe was like
Yeah, I know
some
you are.
pun with Harambe, man. Like
You're so.
I didn't know it was
it's,
from.
It's so
Wow.
bad.
I didn't watch Black Panther. I'm
You
sorry.
are
You wonder why you're getting gaslit.
This guy,
me
this
not,
guy.
Me not being cultured is not grounds to being
You're-
gaslit. Okay, no one deserves to be gaslit. Everyone deserves a healthy
We should put up a poll and
relationship.
let chat decide, is that grounds to being gaslit? And I guarantee they would say yes.
Oh,
Is it more in spite of you than it is in the actual context of the
Hi,
question?
Starry.
Yes,
Hello, how are you
what?
doing, kitty?
No, no, man. No.
All right. While we debate that, shit. Hello.
Basically, my spirit animal.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. While we debate that, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. So let's
Never
see.
not ready.
Did I R check them? I don't know. Okay.
Also,
R check.
shout out to Mochaccino on the cams. I know you guys are hearing us yapping, but
I love it. I love hearing people yap. It's my favorite pastime.
wait, really? I would have thought it was something else.
Okay, listen. Okay. All right. It's a combination of both. Okay.
I guess they're not like. I mean, you can do one and not the other.
Listen.
They
I
are
know how much.
mutually
Okay. Listen. I
exclusive.
know how much you guys love
get water
my
real quick
question
before we start.
segment. I've
Wait.
actually took out time out of my day, right, to come up with normal questions to ask you guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Ask
let's
us a
be
normal
considerate.
question.
Yeah, ask us a normal-
Hold on. Let me get my handy dandy notebook out.
While you do that, while you do.
You hear that? It sounds like he just opened a notebook.
All right. First question. What is everybody's favorite part of the tourney so far?
Oh!
Come on, I got a few. Don't worry. The better ones are coming.
Can I go first? My
Anyone
favorite-
can answer. If you guys don't want to answer, it's okay.
Hold on,
My
hold on,
favorite
hold on.
part-
Well,
Oh,
I gotta just
okay.
let me get this started first. Let me get this started. We can talk
Okay, go,
about
go.
it.
We can do it while in the screen.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
loading
yeah.
screen.
Okay.
go.
They're ready. Starting. In. All right. It's sunset. We're in Illinois, and we're gonna start. You guys can talk about your favorite part of the tourney. Go.
Kyrie, do you want to start actually? I feel like you probably have a lot of things to say. Well, shit. All right. I will start first. No worries here. My favorite part of the tourney is always meeting new people. I love meeting people. Sometimes they ask some outlandish questions, but ultimately, what this tournament means to me is being able to meet other competitors, have and share moments of competition together, and then be able to create new connections. And I think these tournaments are always very great mechanisms for that. I have the fortune of meeting two pretty new people who I haven't played with before in Fearless and Rogue, and they've been nothing but stellar teammates. I really appreciate them. their time and all the effort that they put into contributing and all that good stuff. So that's always been my favorite part of the tournament. How about you, Kyrie?
Wow, that's so sweet.
Kyrie has nothing to say. It's all good. I will continue to yap, but that was a very great question, Danny.
That's so
I
cute.
What was the question?
Your favorite
What-
part of the tourney so far?
Favorite player?
Part.
Like your experience in
I
this.
thought you said favorite player. I was like,
No, we're
what?
not gonna help people out like
Am I being like rizzed up? Like,
It's
was
not
I
you,
being
Kyrie.
challenged?
Relax.
That's crazy. Okay, you can answer that after you guys figure out what the comp's looking like.
Alright.
Is this a mirror?
I want to hear it now. I want you to hear it. No, it's not a mirror. We have a Sova on one
Hi,
side
Blakey.
A sage on
and
the
a
other?
Sage on the other. Yeah.
Whoa, double senti. Interessante. I mean,
Yeah, but let's not deviate from the original question at hand.
What is the question?
What's been your favorite part or parts about this tournament, Kyrie?
I think my favorite part at every junction is the team building experience. I think it's really cool to see different personalities and different skill levels come together to try to create like a product, right? And you don't just see that from your own team when you work with like brand new people, right? You also see that when you scrim against other teams. Like I think the first time we scrimmed Heck and Heck, like what was it, like 3 or 4 weeks ago? It was very one-sided, and then we scrimmed them again like a week and a half later, and it was a lot closer. So you kind of just see the development. I really appreciate that part. Getting to work with different people that are kind of like going out on a limb, putting themselves in this kind of environment, especially if it's your first time. For those in the chat, you shouldn't feel afraid to participate in things like this because I think it's a lot more fun and it does be stressful. Speaking of stress, that's a lot of util going into market for the defenders. Flash coming out to counter the pressure though.
Welcome, guys.
The attackers are relentless, and speaking of that,
What?
Collat headshot coming out from Klaus there.
Hi,
on the front line,
Nuna.
and
Hi, cutie
Hani,
clear,
who's
shout
not
out.
able to contain the pressure of Yi Bombay. As they take
Bombay.
space together with pressure. Now this mark is going to be very important. Costing the third kill of the round. Let's see if he can close out with an ace.
Hey,
Nice nade
wifey.
coming out to dissuade the attackers from
Thank you,
pushing
Eve. Can you
further
shout out
into
wifey
Nova.
too?
But it's going to be a
Hello,
complete
hello.
wrap.
Thank you.
Yeah,
How
by
you doing,
Klaus.
wifey?
He's gonna have huge timing here. He should be able to get this ace. He's perfectly set up for it. Finds the shot at the D-Lo. Give the ace, give the ace, give the ace. You know he's there. A really nice nade. No ace.
No ace! Aces are earned, not given.
What a call. Nice round from Klaus.
Yeah, great round. I love just sending it through market there. Unfortunately, a collateral headshot with the ghost by onto Hani and Prideful Line really opened up B site. They're able to secure the site very, very respectfully, able to just take it down and convert the round.
How you
Klaus
doing,
almost
wifey?
getting his ace there. Man, that was nice. Good stuff. I mean, Klaus has been playing a little bit more Raze over Jet on certain maps, and really maximize utility on the game.
Yeah, look at the dynamics that he's playing with right now. Kind of just double satching into market, but look at the players ready to fight for it. A right-handed nade's gonna stop the trip from being able to be capitalized on with them. Mark Shorty's inside of market. They hear them, but there's not enough to find any value from them. As Klaus finds 2 very early kills once again onto the same Prideful Lion and Hani. A nice cross smoke allowing him to get on the site. Some chip damage done by the defenders. It's just not gonna be enough to stop Yi Bombay from getting on.
Bombay!
They get the wall down as well, making the post plant retake very difficult for the defenders.
Oh!
Nice shot from Ken, being able to buy a Phantom going into this round.
Last player
What?
standing.
What?
And look at how they're playing the attack side. This is
Kick
actually
it.
how I think we should.
Oh, NT.
Sunset?
Hi, Roses. Good
You just
stuff.
break
You were
the door
shooting
straight
today.
first. You make it so that impending doom
Good game earlier.
won't be hit through mid. It is impending, right? It is coming. It's inevitable. And then now you can change it up as they are here. Let's see if they can capitalize on that going towards the A side.
I will say this is my first time watching Bombay, and honestly,
Bombay.
Yeah, Bombay.
My fault.
Oh, it's all good. No, you're good. I can't resist either. But I feel like they have a very simple game plan right now. Let's just fully send it, which I wouldn't expect anything less from this team. It looks like they are slowing it down, but so far, just shoving their team right in there is working very well. So we'll see whether or not.
The way to describe it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't really. Sorry, my brain is a little bit slow today, but I'm wondering if
Shoving
they
your
think slowing
team
it down
in
for this
there.
particular round is more
What?
useful or better to do. But very huge contrast between the first 2 rounds and this round.
Yeah, definitely. Pace change is a very, very good IPL tool to throw off the defenders, because if they're not getting early information, they don't know exactly what's coming. And speaking of that, they slowed the round down, showed presence, broke trips, and are now creating so much presence towards the B side that it's literally pulled all 5 players.
I want to point out the moment the trip broke, all 5 members rotated.
Yeah.
All 5 of them.
But look at the timing that's created for the attackers now. They wall off CT and they regroup towards Link to maybe catch the timings of the rotations. That smoke does come through now. And he's going to create so much pressure. Let's see if Klaus can catch a timing. He likes to sit in the smoke. And they are going to be able to get that spike down for free. They're not aware of this wall. Oh.
Why have they not planted?
They accidentally left it. Now Brexity's trying to plant open. Will it be capitalized on it? It isn't. And Cam trying to catch a timing, walking up mid, but D'Lo was kind of wary of a potential lurk and a potential flank. So he ended up not going for it. And now Rick shows as well, 10-piece chicken that is. And now all of a sudden it's a 4v3 retake in favor of the defenders. But let's see if there's some magic left in the tank for Yi Bombay.
Yi Bombay!
As the retake starts. A swing from Klaus, finds one, but Hani gets the trade immediately back.
Oh!
Lizzo's able to find one, but is Rexy able to close it out, gets the kill on the D'Lo, and it's all up the drive by Panda!
Oh!
And unfortunately for Rexy, she's not going to be able to find the clutch drive Panda with that very, very annoying Odin. He's able to find the first round for Wee.
I guess I'm gonna eat my words, Kyrie. I was wondering why they slowed down
it's
the
just
pace.
one Wee, my fault.
Yeah, it's all good. No, you can say as many times as you want, Kyrie. It's all good in the hood. I think they got so much info knowing that the moment they broke that Cypher trip, the entirety of Weewoo rotated from A and mid straight to B. And that really opened up. I really wish they planted about 15 seconds earlier, though. Unfortunately, I feel like they took a little bit too long when they already secured all that space on A site to put the spike down. But that being said, they still made the round very expensive, right? I think only Drive-By Panda's Odin was the last weapon remaining, but now we're able to see a gun round coming from Yabambe, and we'll see whether or not they can win this round here.
And now Klaus getting revealed or seen by not just the dart, but also the cam. It's going to encourage the defenders to kind of stick towards the side. But if the attackers clear this close right corner, they might be able to come out on top. But it is a Bucky in the hands of D'Lo. He's able to find one and get out immediately. No counter strings to be had from the rest of the attackers. But look, Klaus is already here. Is he aware of the second person? No! That's going to be an Odin spam coming from Drive-By Panda to stop them in their tracks and be able to capitalize on D'Lo.
Oh no.
Oh no.
His timing.
Oh, really?
He died? Wait, what?
What is that? What are they doing?
I don't know if they were just so shocked by the fact that Rick was all the way worked up towards the
Oh,
come through, but Kate dies.
No.
This is a prideful lion, but
If
it's
I'm
gonna be
Kate-
2-2 for Wee Woo.
You already know what I'm saying if I'm Kate. A lot of things that cannot be said on this stream. Like there, you have. I just don't understand how you can do that to your teammate. I'm looking at the minimap, the Omen and I think it was the Omen and the Cypher.
The
We're
Omen and
both
the Cypher.
staring down at 10-piece chicken there.
I think they were
What is
looking at their
going on?
minimap though, and then by the time Pride saw it, he might have had a shotgun and then pulled out the classic and just seen it at that point. That's so
Oh.
funny.
Yeah, you hate to see stuff like that, but solid round once again, forcing Yubambe onto a
Yubambe!
safe here.
Hi,
Yubambe!
thank
Sorry.
you for the
Accent on
raid.
all the syllables.
Hello,
Yubambe!
hello. Nutty?
Now they're just contacting through a main.
Hello,
This is
hello.
perfect. I think they should keep
Welcome.
contacting.
Thank you for
The
shouting
flash
out.
just come through.
Hi,
Oh,
we're just
no.
For
chatting.
those wondering, you
How
do
was
have
your
to rush
stream?
and jump, to get that
Hi,
flash.
Bex. Hello, hello. Ooh,
Oh, yo.
On the kill onto Kate with that showstopper.
Hi, Jan. How are you? How was your
That's
stream?
enough for Clouds to be able to clear all the Type 4 team, and they
Welcome,
do get that
Raiders.
spike down a lot earlier than they were able to in the last time that they got the spike down. With that extra weapon in class.
We're hosting Scrims right now. I don't know if you're into Valorant, but my name's Belinda, by the way.
Revealing area.
Nice start for Tyler.
I host a lot of tournaments. I chat.
So
It's gonna be
close,
all
right?
Klaus, but just
And I do random things.
Ooh, a tag on.
How was your
Panda.
stream? Ooh.
Is planted open.
Oh!
Oh, and a nice shot from Chem is gonna make it so they probably cannot stick to that
Hi,
spike.
Joe.
They're not on it. You should know they're not on it. You should be able to drop this one way if you're the side of the attackers.
What?
Chem taking her time, but the shots are to be had by the defenders. You got guys, no! Stop! Please!
Wow!
With 0.94 seconds. Shout out to Sabrina Carpenter on that. Please. Wee woo coming out 3-2.
Wow.
You don't generally think that Raze would be the agent that has a lot of stalling util, but the Raze rocket into the satchel into the Raze rocket into the nade was
You're
enough
bad.
time to have
You can say hi.
Delo's teammate just stick.
If I have
the
enough
spike and
points,
end up
I sure
defusing
will.
for the win. Like that was incredible of presence of mind of just knowing exactly what you need to do to secure the round. But really strong take, initial take at least, especially when I think they didn't have the guns for it. But otherwise, a lot of good scrappy fighting coming across both teams here.
And they're now leading towards the B side, but look at these kill trips. There are no
Hi, Eve.
entrance trips here for
Alright,
Hani on
thank you
this
for your
side.
attention.
Ooh. 10-piece chicken gets picked
Hi,
off
Martian.
immediately by It's Not Dilo, just kind of doing a good job of allowing his team to hold the B side as
Hi,
3.
Kenny. How are
Find a
you?
pick of his own to start
Have
the
you been
round.
here?
It's huge.
Have you
If
said
you're
hi
the
and I missed
defenders,
it?
Especially since you're playing weak side towards A.
Hmm.
But can Klaus find the timing to walk up onto Dilo?
Get him.
Remember coming through, smoke coming through as well to get information. They should be aware of the person to the close left though. Is this nade gonna come out and reveal his position? It isn't.
No, Eve.
Dart coming through to keep it out.
Not today, please.
It's not gonna show anything. Chem TP'd in, tried to TP out, but wasn't able to get out in time, and these trips are still up and available for Hani. They've worked their way into market, but look at the spike. It's all the way back in tiles. And look at this position by Prideful Lion. Is he able to find a kill? No.
Wow.
Lizzo, but no kills to be
Brave.
had on the side of
30
Bombay.
seconds left.
Bombay.
And the swing from Orexity, though.
You still work?
Somewhat winnable. If she's able to cross into A, it could be good. If you're the attackers, they're not turning to swing and punish her for running through.
Damn.
And with
I
that,
get
they're
that
gonna be able to
shot
get the
there.
spike
Sounds
down. This
like
is actually very winnable if you're the attackers. Klaus repositioning. Thank God he just got caught out by that time. If he's able to get one, it would be so huge for them. That ult is gonna make a lot of noise, though.
Are you ignoring me, Kenny?
It clears close. I'd be so annoyed.
Player
I'd be so
standing.
annoyed if I was Klaus. Because, like, normally you want to use that.
Bruh, this guy. I asked him a question.
Has to get an early kill in order to find something. A nice Molly's gonna be able to stop that stick from coming through. Finds one. Does she find the second? No, she doesn't. This Park Line's ever find his 3rd kill of the round, pushing Weewoo to 4-2.
Yeah, I feel like the slower pace
Nothing.
that Bombay is opting to
Go on.
Bombay.
You guys look like you're having a very
I feel like it's not
intimate
really working in their
conversation.
favor at the moment.
Hi, fake bestie.
I'm
How are
trying to
you?
think how they can try and extract value from their lurks. Unfortunately, I think
But
their
thank you
playstyle
so much,
is very
Nutty.
much let's just all
Appreciate
go
it
in
again
at once.
for
Similar to the first 2
the
rounds. I
raid.
wonder if they can switch it up and try and employ that same strategy of just running it down, whether it's mid to market or something like that. I mean, looking at their buys, they do have
Waking
a
up?
Spectre, and
Good
what I thought was a
morning.
Judge now turned into a Vandal, so I'm thinking they should
How was
just
your nap?
5-man
Or
push
sleep?
the site and see what happens.
Scrims are going.
It looks
Scrims
like
are
that's exactly
going.
what they're gonna do, as there doesn't seem to be any lurkers.
6 whole check-ins. Wow. Oh,
Seen it. A nice ult from Grab My Pan is gonna be able to take off Rexity immediately. And a nice damage on the Chem as well. Oh, Glizzo is gonna be able to use that ult and that heal.
That's my girl.
Exchange of ultimates, but look at the rotations already coming through. Are they gonna be able to get
Thanks.
past the Odin? They're not even able to get past Pride's Vandal as a swing from
Spike
Chem
down,
comes
B.
through, but they're able to see that she walks in, trying to get the spike and TP out, I guess.
A little bit
It's just not going to be
uncoordinated
enough.
right
It's going to be
now.
all up to Klaus to get this pick on the Garumangu. Finds the first, but are they aware of D-Lo flanking as the
Oh,
second
no.
in their spawn? They're fully contained
They
now.
don't know.
Oh, it's a judge though, so maybe it's not as bad. It would just be brutal
Deploying
to
drone.
through spawn.
Hmm.
Get back to A.
They have to
Spike
get.
is onside.
They have to get the
Oh,
spike.
Isn't going to see anything. So now you're worried of potential flanks. You've done a successful job of spreading out the
Oh
defenders.
God, they have
One
to do
top mid spawn and
something.
one in your own spawn. Let's see if they can kind
30
of just
seconds
go at a
left.
breakneck
Oh, no.
pace. take the site, take the space. The smoke is going to come out in time for the defenders. The flash comes through, clearing out close left. You have to go for that shot, and you do indeed. But Hani gets the trade back on the Rexy. Gets a second. Does she get a third? No.
Oh,
Oh, she
honey.
does get a third as Cloud tries to go for the aggro swing, but it's not going to be enough. That's WeWoo completely taking momentum and going up 5-2 after going down 0-2 to start the game.
Damn. That's really, really unfortunate. I do feel like the execution, they weren't on the same page. I think some of the teammates of Bombay wanted to go in. The other teammates just kind of hung out in B main. I think they need a little bit more decisiveness coming from this attacking half. I really like the way they demonstrated that once again in the first 2 rounds, but I feel like they need a pre-round, stick to a plan. This is what we're doing, guys. Let's just do it and see what happens.
Cam and the slow orb coming through to stop some aggression from the defenders. But Delo's worked up all the way into this position. They should be aware that he has a shotgun as he has had in the previous rounds. Now the nade comes through. Rick trying to push through, but they're not able to find the trade back. And Cam getting taken out on the lurk as well. That's going to be very difficult for Bombay to play out the rest of the round. It is an eco, so not too bad for them. But just some nice aggressive play from the side of the defenders.
Down A.
Really take advantage of the attackers.
Take what's
As Hani closes out the round with a shot on Nick Lizzo. 6-2.
No,
We
I don't
win.
usually do delays.
Yeah, looks like...
I have the mini-map
I
covered.
think Dilo really held down Elbow very, very well on A site, able to take down two players immediately, which kind of basically sealed the round. I think that was just very hard for Bombay to really do anything there. They are able to buy up with some rifles for this particular round, but we do see an operator now for Dilo, and he's going to play mid with it.
Yeah, this operator could completely stifle the attackers as they don't have the patience to wait for the smoke. Dilo is able to immediately
What?
finalize in one kill.
Is he really
Wow.
yelling, guys?
Looks
That's
for his
crazy.
time. Watch the
Oh!
smoke. Finds the first. Dilo misses the shot to trade back, and look at the pace and the space that Klaus is playing with.
Down B.
Finding a second ult to Klaus and Cam. Cam does have that ult if she wants to retrieve the spike. They should use the ult to retrieve the spike and clear out Hani. Oh, the Jonas coming in. Able to shoot it.
Last player standing.
Oh, they're not able to clear out Hani, and because of that, they use the Omen ultimate. And Hani gets the second kill on the
Wow.
Klaus as well. 7-2 for WeWoo. They're just playing with so much fun.
Yeah, you know, one thing I want to point out specifically with WeWoo Kyrie is I've watched them play quite often via scrims now. I think probably at least 4 or 5 scrims at this point, and I will definitely say the amount of improvement this team has shown from 3 weeks ago is astronomical. I feel like they're way more on the same page. They're sort of in a comfort zone. You see in terms of their
Crazy.
defensive rotations, they've made the necessary adjustments. No more over-rotating. Hold the line, hold the space, all that good stuff, and it's really showing in these rounds.
A real
What?
dart. And Dilo about to kill really early on to it's not a real dart.
What?
And Dilo actually saves not just himself, but also Drive by Panda, getting him out of the way of that showstopper. And a really nice nade from Dilo should be enough to take out Klaus. Now before he's able to take out Drive by Panda. Cam trying to get some spam kills, but
Okay.
shots finally does on to
Spike
Garland
down
Mangu as she does swing. Trying to take the fight 2v3. Very winnable situation if these 1v1s are able to be found. Pride though, wow, just very aggressively taking the fight, taking the angles.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
very risky, but
Yeah, some very aggressive, not unnecessary peeking for this particular round.
You want the gun?
Chris is feeling it.
I mean, Kim's got it now that she can pick up the spike with ult, right? Like, I just think like that's the play that she should.
Yep, I think she
'Cause they
heard
can't
your
deny that
calm.
at all.
Good calm, good
Yeah.
calm, Kyrie. She
Good
heard
comms,
you.
good comms, good comms. She heard me. They're listening.
Yep.
Yeah, they're always
exactly.
listening.
Yeah, that's what I. They say the caster's curse. It's more like the caster's. I don't know.
30
inner
seconds
voice.
left.
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever we'll call whatever that. I don't want to talk about it.
They should break these chips to start, and they are rotating over. It would be so big brain.
It should
if she
just stayed
swung
A.
Oh, cancels it immediately. That would have been insanely big brain. But Rexy
Okay.
Online's not aware that Hani has this time.
Oh, okay.
Hani panics on the shots, not expecting Rexy to take that peek. And he's just gonna be able to Dilo. He does drop that operator though. to make this opportunity available to him. If he gets one kill, he has an aid, and he has that showstopper ready to go. So let's see if he elects to use it. Clearing out the initial angles, not able to find anything to start. If he just uses the showstopper randomly to clear out right, and uses the nade to clear out left, he can stick the spike.
Oh.
What?
Oh!
Nah, dude.
I can't even lie. Like, what do you even do there? Like, he played it perfectly. He would have had
Okay.
nade to nade off the left side, and it's just cooked because
I
shit
watched
ability,
back.
I guess.
I watched back one of our scrims, Kyrie, of when my team played against you. I shot my ult on Raisu's fucking forehead, and it did like 145 or something like that. I watched it back 10 times. I'm like, how did he not die? And I don't know. Race ult is just kind of finicky like that. Sometimes it gives, and sometimes it takes, right?
Should it be a guaranteed kill? Do you think it should be a guaranteed kill?
Hi, Dory.
If it
How
lands
are
on your
you?
forehead, yeah, because there's a lot of animation when you shoot it, right? Like you're basically
Yeah.
locked once you shoot it, so it should kill, in my opinion, right?
But like,
In
would
terms-
it be OP if it didn't have these Rosa moments where like like you think it's gonna kill him? And it doesn't?
If it lands on their forehead, they should die. Hopefully speaking, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Trade comes out.
As the trade comes down, class falls really early. That's not what you want to see. If you're inside,
I know exactly where you are.
But at the very least, Kem is able to find a very
Oh, Kem!
so many shots there. She's able to call back her team.
I love this.
Yeah, this is very nice. This is a great audible by Kem.
I don't like holding the blind out too long, so I'm gonna just walk
Yeah,
up over
yeah,
and kill
yeah.
you.
Oh, I don't know about this.
This one I don't like.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a little
Over
well,
peaking,
a little
overzealous is the term, I think. Kyrie, right?
Overzealous is the term. Wow, it's been a long time.
Spike
Yeah,
planted.
Let me hit that one. Oh, overzealous.
Revealing area.
Only 61, huh? I feel like that counter was going up very, very, very fast when I was casting.
Yeah, why
But,
did you leave it out of your vocabulary?
No, I needed to expand it because I was getting bullied.
You're getting bullied. Who's bullying Kyrie? I'll make sure.
You guys made a command for it.
Me? I've never bullied anyone in my life.
No, we're lying. When I shocker on the right
Wait,
side,
lying?
the Molly comes out.
Player standing.
Oh my god!
Blizzle finally the double kill to close out the round, getting it to 7-4.
Okay.
They
Last
can
round
probably be pretty
before
happy
the
because this is a double sensitive
Wow.
comp. It might fare better for them on defense, considering they don't have as many.
Okay,
pings as
Glizzo.
they do,
Okay, Gliz.
on this side of the map.
Yeah, I really like Kem being more aggressive with that lurk, getting that pick on the prideful lion, telling your team, hey, I have B, come, and then up to that point, I thought it was stellar. What happened afterwards?
Very nice.
Once
Clutch.
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. Great round though. Glizzo with the 1v2 touch
Standing
moment.
ahead.
Love to see that type of play.
There they are.
Pana's just gonna get picked off immediately.
Damn.
Oh wow, wait! That nade is gonna flush out his own teammates, and because of that, they're able to capitalize. That's not what you want to see right there. And now it looks like the attackers are playing with just
Hi,
a little
Nick.
bit
How are
of
you?
momentum here, able to capitalize on that
planted.
combination of versatility and a little bit of aggression from Rick with that judge.
Cage trigger.
Cage doesn't peek, biding his time, probably waiting for another smoke to pop up for his
I
own
must wait a
team.
moment.
Tag onto Hani's gonna make it so she has to retreat. Time the smoke comes up. You should expect Rick in this smoke. You should expect Rick in this smoke. You should
They all
expect
like
holding the smoke.
Wait, that's not gonna land on top.
Well, they know that you don't.
Last
Oh,
player
the
standing.
shots for D-Lo go wide.
The shorty gets that.
Wait, oh, wow, I didn't realize on the short.
Yeah, he got a shorty.
I was kind of looking at the rest of the map. This is gonna spell disaster because 10-piece chicken, Mr. Rickster, gets that third kill of the round. They push it to 5-7.
Switching
You
sides.
Bombay!
You
From the
Bombay.
game
Yeah, I love sort of the adjustments that you Bombay are making. I mean,
You Bombay!
once they won their second round, they kind of fell into a little bit of a unfortunate, difficult situation, losing 7 rounds in a row, but making great adjustments, some good lurking by Kem, some decisive gameplay, really great gecko blinds coming out of Rexy Online too, securing a lot of space for her team. Like, really great job to kind of identify what are some of the things that we can do to respond to the defense that I feel like Weewu did a great job as well, especially with that operator out of D-Lo, applying a lot of pressure
Where are you?
mid or A,
This
but
should do
knowing, okay, well, he can't really shoot the get-go blind. Maybe we can try and push him off the site with a lot of util, blind him with Omen, and be able to take site from there. So great adjustments by both sides, and we'll see whether or not Yubombe can continue the comeback.
Yubombe.
As you say that, Danny, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you check your DM? Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Now the pressure's leading in towards. They said, "Oh, that flash reverse is not going to be able to get anything," and now Dilo's going to be able to take this timing. Ooh, Klaus hears him jumping up though, so you should anticipate that. This is probably leading towards the A side. Just a lot of silence coming out. For some reason, my map is gone. How do I turn on my map?
I think it's H.
Yeah, I turned it on. As now the exec is coming through, but the flash, is that a team flash? He not only got
Strike
flashed
down A.
by his own team, he also got naded by himself. But after all the chaos, it's the attackers that are added advantages, and it's all up to Glizzo. I don't even know what happened just now. That was
Spike
very
planted.
chaotic to watch. But Drive by Panda getting aggressive. Glizzo finds one. Whoa, wait, this is very winnable all of a sudden. A slow orb coming out from the opposite side. And now Glizzo has the perfect opportunity to isolate her ones here.
What an interesting crosshair. It's like an eye.
Oh, Did coming through and she takes out Hani.
Oh.
Oh my god.
That's brutal. Let's see if they can come through. Prideful Lion swinging, jiggling.
Oh!
A nice
What
right
there?
click from Pride. And he
Gee.
runs guns, right clicks, and finds the kill to close out the round.
My
Very
right
nice
click
job.
does not work like that, Kyrie. That's why you'll never see me really right click ever. Because I know if I right click, I'm either gonna rage or I'm gonna rage. Like there's no in between there. I
Very
mean,
true.
I think in
Very
that
true, very-
situation, you want to be calling your teammates, say, "Hey, we should play across. Let's play together." Right? They kind of played very spread apart, which gave Glizzo the opportunity to even have a chance to clutch that round. We'd love to see a little bit more teammate communication of making sure we decrease the probability of the other team winning as much as
Revealing
possible.
area.
Very interesting dark mode. This is for market. That's freaky.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know.
Drive by Panda is able to clear market in its entirety.
Hello,
Panda's leading that door
Gucci.
open.
How are
I
you?
think it's the proper way to play. Should be door open and making sure that they can't lurk up.
They do have a trip there, so that definitely helps them with not
Yep.
closing the door.
Here.
But the thing about leaving the market door open is that you do leave some gaps towards the A side because you should have at least 2 holding mid. They have 3. So this is a completely open A site almost. The hackers are none the wiser. Ray's coming through, another dart coming through, but the trip is going to catch D-Lo, but a nice supportive fire from Hani to allow D-Lo to get into the site here. He gets 2 kills.
This Omen smoke. Wait, what?
Not able to get any more. Yeah, it was a little bit of a gap we lacking.
Last player standing.
Actually gonna be able to find a shot, but Guard Megu says, "No ace for you, D-Lo."
I know. How you been?
As Weebu goes
Good
up
to see you. What have you been up to? How goes life?
Yeah, it's not D-Lo with the 4K. More like it's not an ace. Am I right?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, thank you. I'm here all night shoutcasting for Belinda. These scrims are great. Once again, shout out to Kyrie and also Danny on the cams. Giving
You're
us the
casting all
entertainment.
night. I had to listen to that all night.
Consider it
Came up,
good.
Belinda. I'm kidding.
Nah, nice try. Consider that shit a give.
The Klaus gets a really early pick onto Drive by Panda. I guess trying to hit on Lyric toward mid as Tempe Chicken now
Spike down
coming
A.
through with his signature judge.
Hi,
and make this
Mooney.
game 5v2.
How are you?
Pardon
Whoa,
me.
are
He's
you
been
going to?
playing and moving very well, by the way. I don't really see this guy play Jet, but he's been playing very well, very confidently on this.
Was he originally a controller main? I think
Was he?
I think he just started, or he played like initiator or controller mostly, and he just recently in the last like 6 months switched to dual.
I'm gonna find out myself.
Alright, yeah. I could be just talking out of my freaking ass, I guess, but I didn't think he was a dual.
There's laundry.
Cover over him.
Yeah, I can. I lost my mouse. One second.
I need to do laundry this weekend. Oh, I can't. I'm hosting the tourney.
Is it NA1?
Um,
I'm gonna
Outside?
no, it's NA9. It's
Touching
NA9.
grass?
It's
NA9.
Yeah.
Here.
That's awesome.
As the round does slow down a little
Last
bit,
player
no one
standing.
really
Wow.
over-aggressing and looking for anything. It is a
30
1v4
seconds left.
situation, very, very heavily in favor of the defenders. And across all acts, his most played agent is Viper.
Yeah, I thought he was
Wow.
a controller main. That's
So he has about 300 hours on 400, almost 500 hours on controller, and then has a lot of hours on solo for some odd reason. Only just recently. Wow, that's some
yeah,
interesting
that was my assessment. Listen, Kyrie, I like to do my research on players as much as the next person does. So, you know, when I see
I
these
just
types
say
of
things that randomly come to my mind and try to make it sound the best as possible.
Yeah, that's pretty much 90% of social media, right? It's kind of just as long as you
I
say
have
it
to visit
confidently,
Lexi
everyone would believe you.
soon.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Peter, my bestie.
As
So I don't
now
know.
the attackers
I'll
are going to
announce it if I
side,
go.
They want to revisit this site. They're aware of the potential shotgun, so I guess they're... Or are they anticipating that he's going to change up his position? Oh, this is not a good dart. This dart doesn't necessarily clear anything, but the defenders just put the ball right away. If they hear it breaking, they can just simply put up a slow orb. Drone coming through the clear main. But it's shot out by the link players. Nice slow to delay them as well. So much delay now. Oh! Cam tries to go for a crazy play. That actually happened in VCT earlier. Jagamo put up his wall on Icebox, and as they were knifing it, he just mowed it down. I think Cam hesitated slightly, afforded it prideful to be able to pull out his gun.
Wow,
Shots,
honey.
One. She
Very
find the
nice.
second, no, but doesn't need to as they are up 5v3. Very big numbers for the side of the attackers, and as they hear the rotations going through the B, it's going to be all up to Glizzo on site. If she can get at least 2, it would be huge. If you are the defenders, doesn't hit the shots. And a nice Omen flash coming out.
30
from Pride,
seconds
showing
left.
that
One
controller
enemy
prowess.
remaining.
Speaking of prowess,
Wow,
Laura finding her third kill,
honey!
third headshot of the round.
Wow.
6 for Wee Woo.
Yeah, imagine lurking, right, Kyrie? Damn, these
Yeah.
lurkers and their timings really capitalizing.
It's Jeff.
Goes here.
He's flanking.
Honestly, hey, I listen. Shout out to my team. I do whatever my team tells me to.
You know what's hella funny? I literally told my team I will give you
Goes there.
$50 if he's not flanked. I will give all of you $50 if he's not flanked.
Yo, there's sometimes I don't flank all the time though. Let's be honest, man.
I know, but it's just there's the
Hey.
Jeff moments, right?
Shout out to G. G flanked
You
like
need to
10
make-
times on that Icebox game. I don't know.
You need to
people
make your
are-
alt name OK Let's Flank instead of OK Let's Go or OK Let's Lurk. OK Let's Lurk is pretty good.
Okay, let's lurk. Actually,
Hi, Kita.
I'll highly consider that for my next ult account.
As now the defenders are getting very aggressive towards the A main side, they're leaving Klaus on
Thank
that
you for
angle.
your attendance check, Nick.
And that's gonna make
Welcome.
it so.
First
The
check.
defenders know that they could rotate at least towards mid or towards B. They haven't broken the trips. Looks like Rick and Klaus are just calming up the potential default. This 1v1 is going to mean everything, though. Klaus primed for the fight, but he was also aware as well.
What?
Oh, Kem was
Oh
also
no.
cool.
Kem's like,
That's
Klaus, you
brutal.
don't see that shit? And
No,
Klaus like, no.
I think you either have to peek off of Klaus or you just don't peek at all, because that's brutal. Rick with just the ghost trying to find something here, but peeking at 2. Lizzo trying to stop the hit from coming through, but the slow orb isn't going to be enough. The wingman doesn't
Spike
plant down.
planted.
All they have to do is drone in through market to make sure that they can take this space safely. Rexy, you don't have to flash here! Reveals her position. Now Klaus getting picked off as that trip was broken.
Right there.
And that's just a brutal round. Make sure
What?
the defenders, Brexity and Glizzo though working together. Able to get that pick onto D-Lo. But look at that
Last player
swing from
standing.
prideful line from mid. Finds the first, doesn't find the second.
Oh!
But a drive by Panther to clean up the mess that was left. 11-6 for Wee Woo.
Nice try. I feel like a little bit aggressive or overly ambitious with some of these peaks when you don't really have to, right? Like, I think some of these first bloods could definitely be slightly avoidable because you see the moment Wee Woo got that first frag, they basically just entered B site for free. They still had 3 team members just chilling mid outside market, and they're just able to secure the round very easily like that. So I think trying to not peek when you don't have to. That's a very important theme for this particular match. I think ultimately would go a long way, especially if you're on the side of the defense. That just opens
Music
up that
Twin
map,
Kevin,
or
how are
that
you?
part of the map.
Hey,
there's a wall there.
when wall is there? I think this ult should just be pulled back, to be completely honest.
Agreed.
Okay, she cancels her ult, but she is left out in no man's land. Because now the retake is coming through for the defenders. 3 players back. There's Flash coming through for Ken as well to stop that initial take. The attackers haven't even left A main. They're kind of just biding their time, waiting for those peaks to come through. A nice volley coming out from Virexity to delay the take. Great stall coming out from her, but Hani's already out on the site. Finds the first. Class is able to find the shot from the air. Kilo finds another back. Drive by Panda finding one with the Odin as well. And it's going to be Virexity's 10 piece finding kills their own, but it is a 3v1 for Virexity online. Can't she find anything with that Bulldog? No, it's going to be Hani with a 3K and a headshot through the wall to close out that chaotic
Hi,
round. 12 to
Simply,
6.
how are you doing?
Match point.
Now, you
It's
can
still
see, you know,
Scrims.
some people
The
like
tourney
to say
starts
that,
tomorrow.
your agent
How are you?
composition doesn't really matter. I generally think it does, especially for tournaments like these, where if you have the comms and the coordination, you can see just how difficult it was for
still
Team
Scrims.
Yibambe, or sorry, not Yibambe, for Team Weiwu to get onto site. So much stall, but ultimately they were able to kind of just brute force their way through, and there are 4 ults on the side of Yibambe, so I'm hoping that they're able to, I'm hoping they're able to use some of these ultimates to secure more rounds, especially now that it's match point.
Yeah, speaking of agent pools, what would you recommend the chat if they're looking to pick an agent that can
To lurk well, I think Cypher and Omen are
good picks.
okay.
Yeah, good picks. What are your thoughts on Reyna lurking?
I think Reyna lurking
Who
is
are your friends
absolutely
playing
okay, depending on what the rest of your team has.
Interesting. Interesting. Class does have a showstopper available to him. Finds one second. That showstopper is gonna connect. Finding 2 for free, 2 for 1 special.
Consider the show stopped on A.
But it's gonna be a trade back by D'Lo, finding the kill with the off, killing 2 defenders, trying to rotate onto the site to flood on that retake. D'Lo just biding his time, looking for those picks back. Class already fully rotated onto the B site, trying to get that information if they are coming towards that direction, and very, very intelligently communicating to his team to kind of pull
30
back.
seconds left.
Just be wary of the walkouts. I have B. You just have to play together. This is a dart coming out from Drive-By Panda, and unfortunately for Class, he's not primed and ready for the fight. The crouch spray Odin comes out on top for Drive-By Panda. Here comes another showstopper, but from our experience, Delos doesn't do as much damage, and it doesn't do enough to take out anyone. And Cam with a nice flash, able to find the shot. Oh, but look at this very nice side smoke coming out. They're gonna have to clear lower sights if they want to be able to win this round. But Drive-By Panda leaks through the smoke, climbs up top. Oh, Cam has to get to half. Cam has to get to half. The sky's gonna come through, and the kills gonna Drive-By Panda to close the game out 13-6. A dominating showing from Weiwu.
Yeah, what a great coordinated effort on the side of Weiwu. It seems like they came in here with just a strong understanding of what they need to do, how they want to play out these rounds. I mean, there are a couple mishaps here and there, but ultimately, you know, dealing with 9 first bloods, you can see that he's definitely shooting for this particular match. I think they've definitely improved significantly over the last couple of weeks too. It seems like they're definitely on the same page. On the side of Yibambe, I mean, this is my first time seeing them. I feel like they had a lot of aggression and a lot of potential to really elevate their play style. I think they still have a little bit of figuring things out to do, but ultimately really good showing on both sides.
Yeah, I think one thing I think is probably in favor based off of what you're talking about for Weiwu is I think starting defense side really favors them. I think that kind of how it goes for a lot of teams. Like if your team is more is less catered to like the tactics and like the very like ratty parts of the game where you kind of have to navigate your way through offense, and you kind of just need to build some momentum off of playing together. I think that's what really shined for Weiwu, and we were able to see that momentum kind of carry into the attack side. And if you're the side of Yibambe, I think the very explosive hits is what worked for them, but they need to have that kind of
Hey,
extra like
City.
shift
Good
in
job,
their
good
in their
job.
game plan, and that's when they kind of slowed it down. The rounds started going in favor of Wee Woo, but I really think if they were in their post
Good
sooner,
job, Jacob.
if some fights and 1v1s went their way, they would have been in a better position. So I don't think they should be completely discouraged. It was still a fine showing. Definitely some good takeaways that they could bring into the actual tournament day. So I'm excited to see what they take away and how they improve coming into the actual match day.
Yep,
Yeah, for sure.
for sure. I think they have a second game starting now,
Only
but
20 minutes.
well, they can start now because we should probably leave their lobby. Because they're gonna be playing off stream. And the game that we're waiting for, which I'm also super excited about, is gonna be the Girthy Goobers against Heavy is the Crown. I'm really excited about this game as well.
Ooh.
So again, we haven't seen any of these teams. And the last game will be after Heavy is the Crown versus Girthy Goobers, then we'll have a game, last scrim for the entire Valorant Invitational 3. Will be let's see, it's gonna be Heck and Heck against Shooting Stars. That is gonna be Kyrie's team. So we have some time, unless for some reason they're available. I think they're scrimming right now though, everybody.
Linda, you didn't answer my question, by the way.
What's your question? Hello, am I talking?
What's your favorite part of the tourney? Remember?
Oh yeah, I will answer it. So I think they're still scrimming though, right?
This is my last one, right?
No, not you.
No, I'm saying this is my last camming one.
Yes, this is your last coming one.
Okay.
Okay, my favorite part of Tourney, being able to create an environment where people are able to connect with each other. That's always been the goal. I like being able to have it so that especially when I make the teams, I think it's actually fun, sometimes stressful, but I think the one team I am probably most proud of, because I had no idea if you guys would work out, was actually Team 12. That's your team, Danny, because none of you guys knew each other. Maybe one person knew each other. And I think...
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one person probably. Oh, God, Atlas, you scared me. But I think you guys are vibing pretty well. Got a lot of jokes already and all that stuff. So, but yeah, it's just the ability to create an environment where people can connect with each other and make friends.
Yeah, I mean, like our team is like we always joke about it. Like we always say like, oh, we're the team that's like got put together as like a mismatch, or like just kind of just like a bunch of mixed pairs of socks put together, you know. But you know, we turned out pretty good, and we actually get along very well. We actually play off each other very well. Sometimes we screw around during scrims, but like when we're playing for serious, like I think we make a pretty good team, to be honest.
Good. I'm so happy. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead. I got another question. I got
Oh.
like 2 more questions if
Oh.
you guys would like it.
Pull out the notebook.
Sure. I mean, we
Oh,
we
hold
have
on, sec.
time. We have time. Hold on. I'm gonna go and create. It's actually crazy. He has a notebook.
Dude, I
Okay.
heard that shit. That was so funny.
Okay, so this is more questions for okay, hold on. Let's see which question I should ask actually. Jeff and Kyrie actually.
Okay. Go ahead.
For like the people that don't know Belinda as well as you guys, because you guys obviously know her for a long time, right? And she's our tournament organizer. Like for me, and I don't know who else in this community that doesn't know her as well as you guys. What if you can describe her in 3 words? What would it be?
Scary. Professional. What else? Those are the first 2 words
No,
that
those
came
are
to
the
my
first 2
mind.
words that came to mind.
I gotta figure out the last one.
Scary.
Jeff, you can fill in while he thinks of his 3rd one.
Gosh, no, I want to hear Kyrie's 3 words. That the speed in which those words exited his mouth.
He was like waiting for this question his whole life to answer.
Yeah, it's
With
yeah.
those 2 answers.
Kyrie has his own separate mental.
That's
notebook
crazy.
that
I
Immediately,
feel
he
like
writes these
I
words
feel like
down.
I wasted. I feel like
I feel like
2
I'm
words,
so.
and now I have to use my 3rd word very carefully to describe
He's like, oh
how
shit,
I would
the
actually
2 words
describe
just blasted off 2 words.
Bruh.
I might die here tonight. I need to make sure the 3rd one saves my own life. That's what you're thinking right now.
Okay, it's like, oh, fuck. Okay, no, give me time.
There ain't no way those are the 3 words you use to describe her, bro.
Scary, scary, professional. Well, I'll just simplify and say caring. I don't think it captures everything, but she really cares a lot. So I wish I
Right.
could think of a better word, but that's
Human
the
is the
first word.
duality. You know, she's all about duality, apparently, right?
See, wait, look at her face. I kind of saved it
Duality.
a little bit. I kind of saved it a little bit.
She's scary but caring.
Yeah.
Scary, but
Okay.
scary. Oh, scary.
Caring,
but
caring,
I
caring.
I thought that was gonna rhyme for a second. That would have been super nice.
All right,
That would
Jeff.
have been nice.
All right, Jeff, your turn.
What's scary? I'm just curious. What does scary mean?
You know,
No,
I
it's
just said 3 words. You don't have to explain it if you don't want to.
Yeah. See,
I wanna know.
All right, well, that's Melinda's request. That's not my request.
We're here. We're here for Danny right now, guys.
Wait,
Jeff,
what are your
give
3
me-
words, Danny? I want to hear your 3 words.
Oh no, these are
I'll
my
give-
questions. These
I'll
are my
give my-
questions.
No, you
I
gotta
mean, you don't-
answer.
These are my questions.
Wait, you answered the first question. This is like a this.
I didn't.
This, yes, you did.
I didn't.
Yes, we asked you what you liked about the tourney. You answered.
No, did I?
I thought you did.
Okay, well, anyways, Jeff, it's your turn. There's a lineup.
True.
And then you
it
answered.
goes-
Great.
Yes, then I'll answer.
Okay. Dude, I don't have to explain any.
You don't have to explain anything. As long as he doesn't have to explain scary, you don't have to explain anything. You know?
Okay. In no particular order, I think
No
my
particular
3
order.
words would be principled, selfless, and kind. That's probably the 3 I
That's
would
very
say.
good.
Aww.
I think mine would be like very professional. Very. I don't know if this is a one word, but like hardworking, and I think she's very loving to the community.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, thanks, guys. I don't know about scary though.
Hey, what's said is said.
Wow.
Okay, I got one more. Actually, I got 2, but let's do 1. Okay, what are we all thankful for today?
Wow. Wow.
See, you told me.
You,
Like,
you,
you
did
guys-
a,
Damn.
you did a great job.
You did a great job.
I'm improving.
He went from beep.
Understatement.
He went from beep to this.
This guy
Okay.
got his notebook written
Okay,
down.
who wants to go first?
I'll go first. If
Okay.
we're being sentimental, I am just thankful for these moments, right? Of like having Belinda organize something, being able to be put in a position where I get to experience something nice, I think, is something that we take for granted, right? Like, we're not always thinking about what it means to be a part of a community, to meet new people. We're thinking about whether or not
Stop!
we're and playing Valorant, right? So I am thankful for even sitting here in a voice channel with you, Danny, meeting you for the first time because of this tournament, right? And
Yes, it's nice meeting you as well.
Why are we cutting
Yeah.
onions?
I ain't cutting onions. I'm just saying, right? Like, that's what I'm thankful for, right? I get to sit here with people who I would not have met without the Bofu House community, and I get to share a moment. In this case, it's just Scrims, sure, but just Scrims can mean a lot of things. I get to have some laughs with Kyrie. We get to shoot the shit, and I think it's a good comparison of being able to spend that time with someone who I've known for over 2 years and Kyrie, and someone who I just met through this tournament with you, right?
What is it,
Danny?
like 2 years, 2 years, a couple months, and however many days?
Yeah. yeah, exactly. Like, we get to share these random nice moments, and yeah, sure, like, it's not like we're doing anything massive or like, going on a vacation or trip together, but to just have these little moments of shoutcasting together, making fun of whatever, like, I think is just what I'm grateful for.
Yo, how do you
That's
even
good.
follow that up?
Yeah.
I would say, to piggyback off of that, I am thankful for the new people that take a leap of faith at these opportunities. Like, they did mention that I've only been here for 2 years, right? But it's felt like a lifetime, genuinely,
It does. It
right?
does.
Like being able to grow together. Like, I feel like I've been here a lot longer. It's because of how welcoming everyone has been. And again, it's the new people kind of taking a chance to join a community, experience something like this, participate in a tournament, embracing one another, working through the challenges that being on a team brings, and also kind of just like tuning in and getting to experience, what different communities bring to the table, right? Like, I think shout out to like everyone that comes in, takes that leap of faith, and looks to seek a comforting community that feels like a family, right? Like, that's kind of like why we're all here online playing, right? We seek this comfort away from the real world. I was gonna say I'm really thankful for the sleep I'm about to get later because work has me really tired. But yeah, like, I mean, it's worth it. to be here in moments like these, right? So that's also what I'm grateful for.
That's good. Would you like to go first, or would you like I like to go first? Would you like me to go first, Belinda?
You can go. Yeah.
Okay, well, obviously, I'm thankful for you guys' company. All of you guys are very, very nice, as I said before. I'm very thankful for the opportunity that Belinda even gave me just to be here with you guys and all the people I've met along the way. Obviously, I've met a lot of you guys for the first time here. You guys, it's just like a lot of people that I've met online are like, I wouldn't say better, but like are just as good as people I've met in real life. So I'm very thankful just to be here, to be honest.
Oh, we're happy you're here too, Danny.
Thank you. All right, Belinda, your turn.
Uh-oh, something in her throat.
I told you guys earlier, if anyone was listening, that I am having a rough day. I cannot be doing this right now. I will
Okay,
actually
fine.
cry.
You know what? You can answer the next question. I have the final question for everybody.
But I
Save
am
the best for last.
no, I am grateful for this community. But if I talk anymore and
Okay,
elaborate,
no, it's fine.
I will
Okay,
actually
it's
cry.
fine.
So
No one's forcing you to do anything. Okay. But the last question, you can answer the last question first. Okay, it has nothing to do with anything that will make you cry.
I cry at everything. What are you talking
Not
about?
with that attitude. Oh wait.
This question. Okay, this is the question. Okay, you get to answer first. What condiments do you put on your hot dogs?
I swear to God, I thought you said something else. I don't put any condiments in my hot dog.
Damn.
What?
Use a raw hot dogger.
Raw
Yeah, yeah, raw glizzy, raw glizzy. Well, because I can't have ketchup because I'm allergic.
Oh, that's true.
And I don't like, what else is it? Mustard? No. I'm
Mustard,
good.
relish.
What else is there? Relish? No.
So it's just a raw dog.
Just a
hot
raw dog, but grilled. Has to be grilled. No broiled shit like Costco.
Yeah. I don't like the boiled shit.
Mayo?
Yeah.
You wouldn't put mayo on there either?
Oh, I could do onions. I could do
Mayo
ice.
is crazy. Mayo is crazy.
Mayo is if you want to get adventurous, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I
want spicy
could
that day?
Onions
might
go
put some-
crazy. Onions go crazy.
bacon wrap. I mean, I
I
could
hate
like.
to say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
No. Just finish your thought. Finish your thought.
It blanked. Yeah.
Oh, no thought? Okay. I was just gonna say it depends on my mood of like where I am. Am I eating this outside or inside? Because I like my hot dogs very simple when I'm outside because I don't like to hold a very full hot dog. But if I like am just chilling at home and making a hot dog, my answer would be a lot more different. Or do you want both answers?
Both, bro.
Whatever you
Come
want,
on,
to be
man.
honest.
All right. Well, I think if I'm outdoors, I just like a simple ketchup, relish, onions, a little mustard, and I think I'm good. I think at home I like probably more grilled onions, peppers, tomato, and just probably
Tomato?
mustard. Yeah, actually, like have
Tomato?
you if you eat Chicago style hot dogs, I actually really like Chicago style hot dogs, and they don't do ketchup.
Chicago
No ketchup in Chicago style hot dogs. You will definitely run into some trouble and some judgmental looks if you ever put.
Oh, they do put
ketchup.
tomatoes in there.
Yeah, they do put more. They definitely only do mustard if you want to do like a more liquidish condiments, but they typically will put like pickles or stuff like that.
Interesting.
So
A tomato.
yeah, so I actually really like Chicago style hot dogs. I don't like eating them outside if I'm just walking around. I like them a little bit simpler, but I definitely would recommend if you ever have a chance to go to Chicago, their hot dogs culture is very different there.
Don't they have good pizza over there too?
They do a deep dish style, so it's a very
Do
different
you like
style
deep
of
dish?
pizza. I will say it's a little bit heavy for me because it's very thick
Mm.
on the tomato sauce, which not everyone enjoys about a pizza. Some people enjoy cheese a little bit more, which is me. I like more of, I guess, more cheese based than tomato based style pizzas. But deep dish, if you ever have a chance, you should try it. But it is a lot heavier than your average slice. So I'll put that there.
I see.
Nice. Kyrie, what's your condiments over
I'm a
here?
simple man. Need ketchup,
Yeah,
mustard, relish, onions.
that's me too.
Just a
That's
classic. It's a classic hot dog.
I was literally just gonna say the
Sometimes-
same
Raw dog.
Sometimes it's a
Nothing.
mistake.
thing.
Right? Like sometimes it's a mistake because you get a little sauce on your shirt and you're a little sad for the rest of the day. But
But it's okay. It builds
You
character
like
for your
a
shirt.
hot
Your shirt
dog.
gets a little bit of
You like a
character.
hot
You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for the questions. I was just joking about like do you have questions?
I have my daddy notebook. You heard it. Everyone
That
heard
is
it.
actually so.
You mean your handy dandy notebook?
Yes. Yo,
That's
shit.
great.
Yo.
All right, let's get the game started.
All right, let's get the books away.
All right, Kyrie, that was well played, Kyrie. All right.
Very, very well
Right.
played.
I'll write that in my notebook.
Yep. No, thank you for the questions. I've just had a very stressful, but I am thankful for this community because I mean that's why I'm coming here to stream. This tournament has been going well, all things considered. I've had worse tournaments before, so this one is going really well. So I'm really excited. I was telling some people that this is the first tournament where I feel like I let like the most people in that I don't know much about. So that was 25 people that I didn't really know anything about. And I do that to expand the community. So it makes me happy when we find players that are interested, vibing well, like you, Danny, asking us very interesting questions to now very thoughtful questions. So it's been good. So I'm excited about this and I'm excited for this tournament and I'm grateful for this community and Atlas. Who is literally, guys, just look at him.
Shout out to Atlas.
Guys, look at him. He's staring at his toy. Look.
By the way, Belinda, through Discord, it's a little hard to hear you because you keep cutting off.
Oh.
I figured the chat heard her though, and that's what matters.
True.
That's what it did.
I didn't mean to interrupt because I thought you finished talking, but you didn't.
Oh. No. I'm good now. I have noise suppression on because then if I don't, you guys will like hear me scream.
She cut out again.
Yeah, she cut out again. Yeah, I got it.
We know what you said though. We understood what you said.
Okay, you're gonna hear everything now. I'm gonna have noise. I am not gonna have noise suppression. You're gonna hear everything. Yeah, you can hear everything now. Yes.
We can hear everything. It's just it was like a lot louder and clearer earlier, but it's still clear. But
No, now is a
it's
lot. Now is not a lot clearer.
We don't hear
No, it's-
anything. You're good. Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean you don't hear anything? Don't you hear me?
Well, I hear you, but you're not cutting off anymore.
Yeah, because I don't have noise suppression on.
Yeah, but what do you mean by you hear everything?
Because you're gonna hear Atlas in the background.
Oh.
She cut off again.
Did I really?
It's just at the back end. All you said was background. though.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Show off at the
I'm
end.
also sitting far back at this point, so not my mic isn't like actually as close to me. So anyway, all right, we got 4 more minutes. Let me ask them.
Can
But-
you change the server to Lily?
Yeah, I will.
Georgia.
Do you guys need to go to the bathroom or anything?
Wait, how much time do you have? 5 minutes? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go bathroom.
4 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna change this map and also go bathroom as well. Actually, I'm gonna go
I
now.
would just like to say, like, the reason why Danny probably had those questions is because he would have been scared if he didn't have them ready. I just want to put that out there.
That's crazy.
It goes straight to context from my word.
There's no way that your first one was scary. I think you used it for. I think
she's about to get a little scary right
I
now.
think you
I
used
know,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
I think you
Did
said
you hear
it.
the tone, guys?
I
Not
think
crazy.
you said it for content. All right, I'll be right back. You guys can entertain the crowd, so you guys are not muted. Okay, be right back.
That's funny.
That was funny.
Hi, my name is Hoodie, and sweater is better than hoodies.
What?
Sweaters or hoodies? Oh, here's a great question while we're waiting for people.
Okay.
Do you
hit me with
think?
it.
Oh God, what the fuck is that guy's name?
Hmm?
Guy who eats hot dogs. You know the guy who eats hot dogs, like really Joey Chestnut. Do you
Joey
think?
Chestnut? Yeah.
Who do you think could eat a hot dog and finish 100 meter sprint faster? And you have to fully swallow the hot dog before you could start the run. Joey Chestnut or Usain Bolt?
It's got to be. Oh wait, just one hot dog?
Yeah, just one.
Probably Usain Bolt.
But think about it though. How fast do you think you eat a hot dog?
if it's a normal size hot dog and I gotta swallow it, yeah, because I understand what you're evaluating. You're evaluating the delta and how fast you eat the hot dog versus the
Right.
delta of how fast you run the 100-meter.
100
I
meters is
Joey
like,
Chestnut does not run, right?
but
So like,
anyone could run 100 meters in like sub like what 30 seconds, like realistically.
but would you argue that what Joey Chestnut is good at isn't the rate in which he consumes the food, it's how much he can consume for a very long time.
Yeah, but he
Right.
could slam a hot dog. You know what I mean?
I am back.
I'm just thinking. I mean, I don't see Usain Bolt. I don't think he.
Huh?
I think it's Usain Bolt. I think he beats Joey Chestnut by at least like 5.
He
or
has to
6.
swallow it though. Like, what if he rushes and then he just like slams it down his throat and he's like,
What are you talking about?
I
We're slamming hot dogs down our throat.
guess.
I'm ready,
I
by the
guess
way.
you're right.
Hi,
I have to
Hannah.
figure. I have to watch a. I gotta watch how fast this guy eats hot dogs. I mean,
look at it. Look at it. It's ridiculous.
Joey Chestnut, because this guy's probably running 100 meters in what, like?
It's less than 30 seconds. Like the average human could run 100 meters in less than 30 seconds.
I mean, he can probably run it in like 20. Let's call it 20 seconds.
Exactly.
Hi,
Right?
JJ,
He
what's
doesn't
up?
look completely out of shape.
But the thing is, he doesn't run, right? So like, I gotta watch. I'm watching it.
Oh, I don't know. What?
Wait, these guys are just eating wiener dogs, though.
No,
Oh, he's
no. You
eating
have
the
to
wieners
eat the,
first
you have to
and
eat
then
the
the
bread
bread.
after. Yeah.
How you
it's the
doing,
tick-
Hannah?
it's the tick.
Oh.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. My fit check?
I got on a hot dog eating contest TikTok like a couple days ago. Now I just get I get a couple videos every now.
I can't believe you have me watching a YouTube video of people eating hot dogs right now.
We got to entertain the chat somehow.
Okay,
What is
I'm gonna give it. I still think it's gonna be Usain Bolt. I don't think.
Interesting.
I think if he knows it's only one hot dog, Usain Bolt can shove that shit in his mouth and eat it. And
No,
I don't
has
think he
to
will.
swallow it. He has to swallow it.
All
I don't
right.
think he will be behind by 10 seconds for one hot dog. Actually, fuck. I don't know. You might be right.
Think about like how long does it take for you to eat a hot dog on the regular?
I don't know. I don't try and slam it down my throat though.
Well, maybe you should
Kinda just,
try and get back to us as we're about to get started on this game
Right.
on Corrode. Are you guys ready?
Oh, the
Yep.
Link Road. Interesting.
Danny's back, right?
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
here,
it's
I'm here.
Joey Chestnut. Yeah,
All
you're
right, here we go. We're starting in 5, 6, 7, 8. We got Corrode. We're going to talk about hot dogs shoving down our throats. You continue
hot dog
talking
in my
about
mouth?
it. Here we go.
It's okay. Okay, the last thing I'll say as the game starts is I was on the Usain Bolt train to start.
I don't know. What
I
is
was
this?
like-
What, is this actually a topic?
You were enlightened. Is it
You
the
were
swallowing
enlightened.
that's hard?
Think about it.
Let's
Like,
go.
like, if the over under for
Go.
an average person, do you think like the average person could finish a hot dog in 20?
Wait, how big is this hot dog? Is this like a normal hot dog or like?
Like a regular sized hot dog.
Okay.
It's a percentage. Like, okay, like it's kind of thinking like, what is more impressive? How fast Joey Chestnut eats a hot dog, or how fast Usain Bolt sprints compared to the average human being? Right.
The sprinting. Joey's just eating a hot dog.
Yeah, but you're talking about like the speed in which Joey eat. Like, what is? We're not thinking about it comparatively, right? You're thinking about it in terms of
For speed.
absolute seconds, like absolute seconds. 'Cause it doesn't matter if Joey eats a hot dog 50% faster than the next human being. What matters is what does that 50% mean in terms of seconds? If that's greater than Usain Bolt's delta with the average person, then like it does. Like that's what you're comparing, right? So I'm thinking about. I think maybe it is Joey Chestnut.
I think it's Joey Chestnut.
Wait,
'Cause
is
it's
the
not like
one
it's
that
a, It's a
runs?
great distance, right?
No, he's the one that eats the hot dog. Like how
Oh.
fast he
know what?
consumes a normal hot dog compared to the average person.
Versus?
Because some people can take
Versus
a
what?
really long-
Versus what?
versus running 100 meters, right?
So what's more impressive?
No,
Yes.
no. Who would
Well,
finish?
no, who would
Oh.
finish faster?
Right, you have to eat a hot dog, fully swallow it, and then run the 100 meters. You know what? Next
Both of them?
BofuCon, we're gonna test it.
I think now that you say it that way, I think it's Joey Chestnut.
It's Joey
Because-
Chestnut.
Because seconds matter way more
They
in
do.
running.
Exactly.
But the thing is, like, the difference between 10 seconds and 15 seconds is probably about the difference between Usain Bolt, which he runs it in 10 seconds, versus 15 seconds, which is probably like an average adult male would run.
You know
But think about
what?
it, right?
You guys should both do
So-
it next time you're
I
here
think
for
it's the hot dog.
BofuCon.
Right.
I think
But
it's Joey Chestnut. I think it's Joey
But think
Chestnut.
about it. And so I just googled Usain Bolt's peak 100 meter speed. It's
like
9.58 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So one, he's not in peak shape right now because he's retired, obviously, right? So
Yeah.
you shave a couple seconds off. Maybe it's like 12 to 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, and then what is the average human's run time for 100? I think it's under 30 seconds, right? So I think Joey Chestnut makes up the time to eat the hot dog. It's one hot dog, right?
You know what I need to do, Kyrie? I just need to run 100 meters,
think
time
you need to
myself,
eat a
and then
hot
that
dog
will
and then run 100
give me. I'm thinking, no, because I think eating time is way more variable than running time.
And you can
As
tell
we get
us.
into the game starting,
And the
as
game
it is
starts.
early A main pressure here for the side of what is this team's name? Girthy Goobers, nice name.
Nice.
And this I think so. So this is very interesting because we were casting a game of Corona.
I don't know. I missed the
and
conversation.
The casters unanimously said that this seems to be a defensive side of the map, but Eldon was one of the chatters that said it's an attack side of the map. And it seems like
Addie, can we get a shout out? How are you?
as we get into the round, it looks like they were able to take the A-main space pretty easily, and with Turtle holding that rotation from mid, the defenders are at an advantage, but Eldon is lurking up. Actually, on the Cypher, wasn't expecting that pick out of him. It's going to be Kitty Choo Choo finding kill onto True. Kitty Choo Choo Choo.
Good one,
But the
Kyrie.
retake is coming through pretty nicely as the nades are coming through. Look at that plant though for the attackers.
Oh my
Very
god!
nicely. AR is just able
Player
to heal
standing.
up. But the wrap from Mystic Simba is going to be a little off. I think he should have just fought.
Oh!
But a nice shot onto Eldon. Mystic Simba
Wow.
finds the kill, secures the first round. And instead of breaking that down, break down why you think it's an attack side of map, Jeff.
Yeah, so I think there's a couple reasons. First,
Yes.
I think B main is by far
AR
the
is
shortest
the
amount
finger
of
lady.
distance between the start of where the attackers can stand to the site, which allows for a very fast, explosive take onto B if you have the right team comp for it. Secondly, mid having that type of, it's almost like a scent-ish looking style in a way, but
it's like
the
a set
fact,
split-ish.
yeah, but the fact is, where you start as a defense side, you
Hi,
can't really
JJ.
see the
Thank you for
left
resubbing.
side.
How
If
are
you're standing as a
you?
defender, you can't really see the left side, so like it
Welcome
allows
back.
for multiple angles that need to be covered, such that an A take is also pretty possible, given that there's like 2 or 3 different pathways you can take. So because of those reasons, I think it's definitely a little bit more.
I think the reason why I would say it's defense side is because B is so incredibly hard to get into. And if you're playing any kind of like lane side detail, like breach or O, you could just completely take control of B main. So you only need 2 players to do that. Depending on if you put a mid smoke down, which is what I think people should do. As swings come through CT and feeling fantastic, feeling good, finds the shots. Speaking of finding the shots, Eldon finds a headshot with that deagle. It's a 2v2 scenario now, as long as they stall and play their timing. Goes out
Oh
this
my
first
god!
round. Some nice shots, but it's a nice grenade and a nice stinger swing.
Oh my god! Wow.
Second round for the defenders. Heavy is the crown, starting off 2-0.
I will say one thing that also makes me think it's more of an attack-sided map, and we're seeing it.
Wait,
for
when
this
is your
particular round,
birthday?
and also, the previous one is how
Happy
fast
birthday!
transfers
Everyone say
come
happy
down,
birthday.
Right, the faster you're able to put the
Wait, when is your
spike down,
birthday?
like, to me, is more of an
There's 2
indicator
JJs.
of how attack-sided it is.
But not
That being
JJ
said, of course, the
bottom.
Haku update,
The other
great play,
JJ.
getting the 3K, securing it for the defense. But in my eyes, like that's sort of what I think about. When
Happy
it comes to
birthday!
what makes it
I want to say happy birthday.
like-
Favorable for one side or the other.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Hope you had a
usually a
good
lot of
birthday
teams like
so
to
far.
default a little bit, you know, some action, but here you're able to see a lot of convincing space being taken for the plant down. Now, regardless of how the retake goes, that doesn't kind of take away from the fact that the spike is able to be planted pretty quickly once the execute happens.
Glizzo's game is not.
I do like.
on
I
right
think one
now,
of the
but she
fundamental
did play earlier.
things that the attackers have to bring to the table is making sure that they're in control of A main no matter what. After that, you kind of
Wow, she just peeks.
I know exactly.
She fearless.
Deploying
Or the side of
drone.
the defenders. It's gonna make
Yeah,
it really hard for them to retake because they lost that last round. Hoodie clearing out that trip as well, making it a very methodical round for the attackers here. Look at this plan. I really like this plan.
Spike
I've never seen it
planted.
before, but it makes it so hard for the defenders to use it, kind of as we're talking about. And once that spike gets down, mark right indeed, it is very hard to retake. And this plan is so wide open. Look at the angles. I don't quite like that the attackers are fully funneled into the space. It looks like they're just trying to stand and fight together. As Hoodie finds two, Eldon finds another back. And it's Missy still trying to find the wrap for the retake. Finds one shot, but isn't able to find the rest. As the attackers finally on the board. Girthy Goobers, 1-2.
Yeah, really good job. I mean, to your point, Kyrie, that plant is definitely very annoying to deal with. It's kind of out in the open. It can be pretty much spotted through multiple angles. Unfortunately, I
What'd
think
you have for
Roman
dinner?
Turtle was caught with his pants down.
He Tater
getting picked
Slayer.
off by
Yep,
Katie
that's
Tucci,
Eldon.
which kind of opened up A as a result of that, and they're able to plant the spike. So, really good job. And it's really interesting seeing Cypher on A. I really feel
Yup.
like Cypher is
You should
way
hear the
better
song.
on B-site. But I guess switching it up is always good, and maybe Eldon has a good read here.
I do think, what's face? I think the map is 1 through mid.
Hello, hello.
And typically,
Otaku
like, in
is
those
playing.
cases, like, I do like calling attack side, but I just feel like whenever I pivot towards calling my teams to hitting this, it just feels
Joke's over! You're
when you're able to bait the pressure of having two people on a site, it kind of makes it really easy for you to play out the rest of the offense if your team is kind of like adjusting to playing intelligently. Otaku, you're able to find 2 kills really early, but now scaling and finding multiple himself, giving
Wifey!
Katie the confidence to scale onto site and find the kills that she needs to get her team onto the site and get the plant down. Before we take in favor of the attackers, as they seem to be finding their footing after winning their first round. Let's see if AR can capitalize though. Finds the first shot onto that curve. Oh, and it's gonna be up to Hoodie and Crouton to win the round. As Turtle's able to flash,
player
finds the line, but
standing.
he TP's into his opponent. That is brutal. Crouton's able to CAR, but only as a Spectre, doesn't want to take on the fight. Oh, but he bides his time just enough for Hoodie to rejoin and keep the angle together. That's 2-2 for the attackers now. Girthy Goobers keeping this interesting.
That was definitely ATP, unfortunately. I think that
Yeah, that was,
definitely... that should probably...
Overzealous, one might say.
Yeah. Oh, tech pause is called out. Can we get a tech pausey wazi here?
Yeah, I think I would call it tech pause too if I did that and got punished for it. That is a straight joke. I love Turtle.
How BM is that? Eldon says, tech pause and type, yo, Turtle, you want to check your PC there, buddy? Maybe restart your computer? That would be so BM. But, you know, for B-side, to your point, Kyrie, I do think that it really depends on your team comp. I think if you have a Neon, if you have a Fade, like, these types of agents are very good on the attacking side. So, maybe, you know, I retract a
But you
little
know what?
bit of...
Oh wait, sorry. Finish your thought, and then I'll say what I was.
I say ultimately, like, depending on how you want to leverage these advantages,
Hello.
it's very dependent on the agents.
Thank you so much
that
for the
you
follow.
have. I think
Welcome,
Omen
welcome.
and
Break
Neon,
away.
these types of agents are all very good for taking B.
Yeah, I actually will agree. I played Cypher on this map against a Fade, a Omen, and a Yoru, and my trips meant jack shit. So, I'm starting to lean towards the attack side favor as they are taking Link. Again, I do think this map is one towards They're very good at consistently pressuring Link at the very least. I think the protocol for me and my team at this point would be you should be fighting A main if you keep all that pressure mid.
Wifey!
Ultimate pitch.
Oh.
She's got a holding position on alert as her team scales onto site pretty free.
Remaining.
Oh my god!
Unfortunately, AR gets fully timing there. Ends up falling to the This team, and I mean, this is a prototypical Elven team because very methodically. They lost the first 2 rounds, but it didn't dissuade them from the control and the pace that Elven teams typically like to play. It seems like they're gathering information, inserting their players, finding the fights that they know are going to come, and playing with confidence. They're up 3-2 now after going down 0-2 to start the game.
Fun fact, these two teams will be playing against each other in the group stages.
Interessante.
Good little preview. I mean, shout out to Katie just running down mid, something that she loves doing, able to get 3 kills, 2 kills, maybe 2 kills, just barreling it up mid. I mean, when she's confident,
They're in
and
the
feeling
same
it,
group.
she's very scary. So ideally, if her team can unlock her potential, then she can definitely be a huge asset for this team.
But one thing I would like to include though as well is
Whoa!
if there's nothing I'll say about the
Whoa!
of how you play this game, I think both sides have to be proactive. You have to do things like sit in the quarter against the trip with the trip. You have to do things like swing out onto the team after the trade.
Just that girth.
As it looks like Heavy as the Crown is coming to life, just leaving that girth alone. 1v3 without the spike. 2 ult orbs away from his ult, so he can't pick up the spike on his lonesome. He's probably gonna have to get a kill and maybe rotate for an ult orb. That might be the angle for him as he does look to go for this clutch. The dart is gonna confirm his position, and one lonely turtle is gonna come up with 3 lonely kills, isolating those kills perfectly and leading his team to their 3rd round. I do think you have to be proactive, right? Like, if you are proactive on defense, playing in erratic positions, using open flashes, kind of like taking space in either of the lanes, you really funnel the defenders and allow your team to react to the pressure.
Oh.
Speaking of reactions, by the way, chat, if you jump from heaven, you will take damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think the team that is more proactive on this
breaking your
map will
legs
prevail. So basically, from my perspective, regardless of what side you're on, if you're proactive, you can really take control.
I have a question for you then, Kyrie. Is proactiveness on this map any different than being proactive on other maps? What decides whether or not being proactive is necessary on a map-to-map basis?
I think, like on a sense, you can kind of pivot between being proactive. I think being proactive mid for defenders is super important because the main should be very easy to hold, right? I think on this map, however, the mains are kind of dynamic in the way that they're positioned.
Wow.
Take A main space pretty freely. You get first peek when you swing out of A main. So in that, because of the short distance that it takes for the attackers to go towards the site, I think being proactive there or being proactive in the A main space, anticipating that pressure is very important. Being getting proactive, that showstopper comes out and he's able to take out one to get another. He does get that girth. It's gonna be up to Eldon with just the Apoedo. Flash coming out from Katie. No, that's not. That's AR. As one of the girls comes with the back shots onto Eldon, finding the headshot through the wall, bang, pushing his team to 4-3. So yeah, I just think different maps have different opportunities to be proactive. That's why you see the one way on Ascent, right? But any lanes that have kind of dynamic fights or dynamic positions, it's very important for you to get proactive in those angles.
I see.
Versus like other maps, like I don't think you necessarily should or need to get proactive on Breeze.
I think has 10 kills.
Fracture is a perfect one of where proactivity is encouraged, right? If you are proactive as an attacker, as your team was when you were playing on that Eldon team, you get a lot of results. So finding lanes, and I think Crowd is one of those maps. Speaking of that, they're trying to get proactive. They're not able to clear out Otaku, but a nice stinger rush from Utons to get that trade back and get the space onto the site that you need. And I really like so far what the attackers have put together in terms of a portfolio for what they're showing to the players. Right, being able to change up your looks is another way of kind of making it very
Spike planted.
To decide what you need to do next. But it looks like the defenders have some answers. He's proactive on the flank, trying to catch a time on Katie. And Katie has her back turned, so that's why the AR finding the kills that he needs, making it a 1v3 situation for that girth once again. I don't think the spike is planted for him. That's going to make it difficult. His AR is already aware of the angle that he could be coming from, making this a 5-3 for Heavy is the Crown. So, we're, proactive becomes, interestingly enough, for people watching the stream, becomes reactive. You have good protocols for how you absorb and contain the pressure. It can really set up your retakes for success. I think in the last 2 rounds specifically, Heavy is the Crown has done that, and that's why they're back up 5-3 after the game went even. Some nice rounds from Girthy Goobers.
Words of wisdom, guys, from Peyton3. Thank you for sharing with the crowd.
Hi, Matt.
5-3,
How are you?
Operator in hand. Did Eldon buy an operator that one round?
He did buy an operator.
Wild. Man's wild then, but here we go. Let's see whether or not the attackers can stabilize the
Oh
round.
my god, this flash through, they're not gonna clear him! You're not aware that he could be right in that spot! He's gonna be able to kill the ult and kill him as well! Eldon has a buck, he's able to capitalize the kill and pick up that Phantom with the ultimate. So this is a very winnable round out for the side of the attack.
Give me.
Evening up the
planted.
numbers and getting the information you need
Hi,
for how you have
man.
the rest of the round. But
Thank
Turtle has his
you.
op and feeling fantastic, or truly has this opportunity to find a kick back, but it's gonna be Katie with that stinger, finding one AR, finding the trade 3v3 in favor of the.
No!
Look at that timing from Mystic Simba, and the the operator shot goes a little bit wide for Turtle, but now they have all these angles cleared. They have the information on where they can be playing. Ellen's gonna have to hit this
One
shot in
enemy
order to close
remaining.
out the round. He's not able to. It's up to Hoodie. Hoodie with a nice adjustment and the
Okay,
shots on the
Hoodie.
Bulldog to be able to close out the round. A nice thrifty from the attackers.
Wow.
Still hitting that B site.
This is a game, guys. This is a game.
They capitalize, they close it out. Versus Goobers. Keep it interesting. 4-5.
Yeah, what a strong take. You see sort of what I'm saying, Kyrie, about how fast you're just basically closing the gap on the B side and putting the spike down one person.
I mean, you
already
have to put better
feeling.
delay there. I think like a raise nade needs to come out early or something. I mean, he played his timing, he's able to capitalize on the Phoenix, but Eldon did a good job of getting it back. So there's arguments for both sides. There's arguments.
Totally.
Sure, again, moving towards this B site. Link smoke coming out, but no heaven smoke to be had just yet. Peeking that heaven angle might be a little dangerous. Not for Mr. Simba's able to capitalize on Croutons immediately. Ooh, Otaku update in this spot. Gets scanned, but gets two back. Taking out Eldon and that critical players for their team. Katie, though, able to find the headshot.
Player standing.
Oh, hell no. That's looking like one of my sprays, Kyrie.
That's looking like
Enemies
me
close.
out there.
Eyes up.
NT, Mr. Hoodie.
NT.
We're just gonna move on from that round. 6-4 in favor of Heavy's the crown.
Yeah.
Up on
Once again,
defense.
though, you can see once again, I really like how Girthy Goobers is just full sending it B. Not really too much util on the side of Heavy is the crown to delay the entry. They're able to get the spike down.
Wait,
for
dude,
Guys,
it.
it happens.
Oh, all right, sure.
We got
no
this.
problem. All right, well, seems like we got a little bit of a mid-action coming out from Girthy Goobers as they're just playing contact here. They are on a save round. Safer continuously playing A. I think that's a totally fine decision. They're able to really get the info they need since A is a larger side of the map. AR with the first pick
What?
on the KD2 True.
From
As the
where?
rotations are going to start coming over from the defense, but they are stalled out here A link. Someone does call that we should probably come re-clear mid as Girthy Goobers wants to take that space. Croutons pushing through, and it seems like Girthy Goobers will secure B side. They do have a lurk already. Eldon is already elbow. This is someone makes contact. Oh no, Eldon gets two off his lurk, pushing through elbow, securing a gun. Lonely Turtle does get the pick onto that Girth. And now we have a 3v3 retake, but feeling fantastic. Takes down Croutons and AR, takes down Eldon. Now it's 1v3 Hoodie all by himself, alone. AR with 3 kills for this particular round. What a take. I mean, you don't hate that position if you're on the side of Girthy Goobers. You're saving. You do get a couple guns off the board. You are able to get the plant down, so it is good for the economy. But nice retaking effort on the side of Heavy in the crown. Really strong showing. As you
Last
can see,
round in the half.
These players or these teams really duking it out in this scrim. I paused there thinking that Kyrie was going to pick it up, but I forgot he's getting his food, so I'm just going to keep yapping. Lonely Turtle buying that operator. All right, showing off that he's rich. Okay, we get it. It is all good. AR buying an operator for himself, so there will be 2 ops. One going to be mid, the other one going to be A. Luckily, Girthy Goobers channeling their thoughts, but Lonely Turtle takes out Eldon. The remainder of Girthy Goobers on B site. They are contacting it, starting with a drone and an Omen Slash. Rain of Blind comes in. They're on site. Mystic Simba misses a slight opportunity potentially to getting a pick, but they do opt to retake, which is not a problem at all. They do have a numbers advantage. 5v4 in the favor of Heavy is the crown right now. Luckily, they did buy Vandals as well, so AR and Lonely Turtle have dropped the operator in favor of a Phantom and Vandal, respectively.
There.
They do have CT space. AR with the ding on the Phantom at the 140 if I've ever seen one. Unlucky. He wishes he had a Vandal there, but all good. Waiting for the rest of the team to come together, but that Girth gets a
What?
great pick. on the lonely turtle. AR looking to trade potentially back. We'll see if they do. The defender's flooding out.
Last player standing.
What?
Oh, a little bit unfortunate on the execution as it is now 1v3 situation. AR all by himself. The bomb is ticking, so he needs to make a play sooner rather than later. And it seems like it will go in the favor of Birthy Goobers.
Not
Really
bad.
nice take,
Not
especially
bad.
after Eldon went down on the
Switching
mid lurk,
sides.
allowing for that space to be opened up. But that being said, a lot of resilience coming out of Girthy Goobers, pushing on to B anyway. I will say the link flood coming out of mid was not that well executed. I feel like there was no util used on the side of Heavy is the Crown to really take any space or scan anything. They either didn't have util or chose not to do it altogether, so that made it really hard for them to come out of link, right? They're missing a Sovadar or an Omen or Blind or something like that to help them flood out, but ultimately really great hold on the side of Girthy Goobers to secure that round. 7-5. You know,
you're doing great.
Oh, thanks, Kyrie. But we have a game. I mean,
Yeah,
great job
we
by
do
those
have a
guys.
game on our hands indeed.
What'd you order?
I just get Panda Express one place and I don't want to cook. I just do like a double teriyaki chicken with super greens, no sauce. It's actually like
Sounds
a lot
good.
of value there for calories and protein. Is that Griff walks down mid and gets punished for it.
God damn, how did he?
Oh my gosh, and they're just moving as an absolute unit. Heavy is the Crown, Heavy is the squad that seems to be moving together as they navigate this very, very odd map for some people, right? Like, I think there's so many different ways to call this map. You can go through mid, you kind of go through the mains and create a lot of pressure and come back.
Whoa!
That is huge off of the spray,
enemy
but AR
remaining.
doing a good job of getting the trade and the kills after the back, but it is up to Element. If there's anyone that can do it, it's this guy. Let's see if we can
Spike
find the initial
planted.
shots. Ooh. Look at this trigger discipline. Oh, he's not where AR could be, and unfortunately for him, he ends up falling a really nice
Oh,
idea.
no.
Better execution from Heavy as the Crown leads down
Hi.
to the pistol for the second half.
Alice,
Yeah,
Alice,
I
no,
think
no,
that
no,
trigger
no,
discipline
stop.
was
No, what are you doing?
ambitious because you can't.
You
it's
can't
really
do
hard
that.
if you're gonna
You know
walk
that.
all the way elbow there, where you can very much run. into
Alice,
someone
that's my
there. It's very
carpet.
hard to employ trigger discipline, right? Like you're banking on the fact that the other team is not watching the most common angles that you can come from. So unfortunately, it
Go to
doesn't
bed.
go the way to the way of Eldon. I would have really liked for him to just take out shoot right there and immediately clear elbow, but
Oh, this guy is
it's all
scratching
good.
my
He probably
carpet.
thought that particular play differently, but now we have a little bit of a buy round in the
Dark.
favor of Heavy as the Crown.
Yeah, buy round indeed, and it doesn't look like they're trying to open with util, which I would dissuade heavily against. Okay, they're finally going to use that drone. But Krutos can take his timing and just take out the droner, but I'm overthinking it. Ooh, Hoodie trying to find an eco stinger opportunity. They heard Eldon drop, or are they going to turn around? They didn't even drop. I'm going to crash out. Finds one. He's going to be able to pick up that Spectre as well. Takes another spray to find an opportunity, but this is a very good winnable round for the defense. Like, very ready angles.
Cage trick.
See Katie True, but out of take out Katie True.
Cage trick.
The cages and smokes come out to dissuade her from being able to take the towards the site. Let's see if the defenders from the other side can find anything. No, it's gonna be AR with that.
Last
Phantom.
player
Oh.
standing.
Very full blind AR, capitalizing on these sort of opportunities. Taking the swing for a potential ace.
Oh.
And it is gonna be the ace for AR. 9-5 for Heavy as the Crown.
Telling you, this guy is
Yeah,
needs
strong
to be on a
buy
duelist,
round.
and he's on a
Because
duelist.
they got
Look
some
at him.
shotguns. Ultimately, the shots weren't in their favor.
He's a
They
shooter,
could go
guys.
down a link, opening up the site. I think the rest of Girthy Goobers.
I
are
think
trying
Air's
their best, but,
nasty. Holy
yeah,
fuck.
not too bad, I guess, on their save round. I think they ended up killing one, maybe two. Oh, they killed Turtle and Simba, so we'll take that, especially if you're saving. But now they get to buy some guns, and let's see whether or not they can stabilize on their buy round here.
Yeah, I would like to see some more proactivity coming out from them. They have that Omen Flash available to them. They have Omen Smokes. They are low enough cooldown to cycle through.
Oh my god, another one.
He's gonna get taken out. And now they reveal the position of that Earth. Something really nice about this map too, it takes 15 to 20 seconds to rotate from site to site. Just because of that mid control kind of being in favor of the attackers. So the second that you confirm, like you get a kill early, you get a scan early, you know that one side is going to be weak. I would probably think that the Cypher side is going to be weak side.
Oh!
Last player
It's
standing.
hard to decide to do is Crouton's fully blind, gets 2 kills back, making it a completely winnable round for someone of the caliber of Elton.
Spike planted.
Let's see if he can isolate this. So swinging, finds the first. Doesn't have that ultimate available to him though, so he's not gonna be able to find something.
One enemy
Gets
remaining.
the second, and he could pro zone fake this.
Don't interrupt.
I think he should. It's half at the very least though. A very nice nade from Otaku. Ooh, a nice spray transfer from Eldon trying to capitalize on the potential swing from the Rays. He does have it halved, so that makes the timer a little bit more in his favor. If he's able to find the fight, maybe a tap right here.
Oh!
Ooh, it's gonna be the stinger coming out. The fire is too much for Eldon to handle.
NT Alvin.
Coming up with the clutch, pushing his team.
Good
Heavy
job,
as a count.
Otaku.
5 off the post.
Yeah, I can't lie, Kyrie. I started sweating a little bit when Mystic Simba started planning the spike on A when feeling fantastic and Otaku update. We're still really, really far away. I think that Raise nade for the paint was ultimately clutched the round for Otaku there. That would have been very dangerous if he did not have that ability. But Eldon trying his best there, ultimately taking out 2 before falling to Otaku update himself. But really solid round coming out of Heavy's account here.
And Heavy's the Crown kind of doing their own version of why this map seems to be so heavily
Deploying drone.
charging through, being dynamic on the digs. Oh, but he's able to timing this drone. So I do see that he is here with a shotgun. I don't want to run into that, but look at the space that the defenders have already taken. Even though they're down, they're not out for the count just yet. Lurks worked up. Let's see if they can capitalize on anything with these.
Spike
Kill.
down
Let's see if
A.
they get a judge kill.
Oh
Ooh,
my
nice
god,
spray
AR
from
with
the
2!
right there.
Oh.
As now the attackers are completely taken over. This could be all up to Eldon and Katie. Ooh, an ult just to secure the round. I like that actually. I would want to push this to 11
Last
as quick
player
as possible.
Oh.
Spike
Otaka is
planted.
perfectly aware of where Eldon Ooh, nice shot from Katie, but it's not going to be enough. As Aaron swings out, finds his third kill of the round. Heavy is the Crown, building a heavy.
He has 28.
Against
Oh my god, Jess!
Unfortunately,
Almost
getting
2
caught out a little
years.
bit
How are
there,
you? How are
just
you?
being a little bit predictable, unfortunately,
cutie.
is
Guys,
probably the best way to
Jess
describe
is a
that
mess.
particular
That's my
round,
love.
knowing that
Please go check her out.
there's not too many spaces or spots these people can be sitting in, getting sprayed down through the wall, getting caught out.
They're fun.
That
It's
Razel,
going
I think
great.
Otaku
How
update
are
as well
you?
didn't
She's gonna be
really
casting
be
for
that
us, guys.
far, so
Tomorrow, to kick us
shooting
off.
the
You don't want to
showstopper in
miss
that
out.
corner. Really just heads up play and awareness coming out of Heavy is the Crown for this particular match.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yep. No, I think we're good. I just want you to chill and save your voice for tomorrow.
Yeah, all good. You can eat your teriyaki chicken.
Yeah.
You want the play-by-play, or you want to?
Oh yeah. If you can take this round, that'd be
Yeah, for sure. As Kyrie's enjoying his double teriyaki chicken with some nice greens. Looks like AR is going to scale with the rest of the team towards
Ginger
elbow.
lemon
A lot of
tea.
rotations
Spikes
coming out
down.
from mid. Hoodie does get
Spike
the pick
down
on
A.
the Lonely Turtle. That is Smoke's gone. And you can see that they are taking a lot of space from A-Link. Really keeping the side of Heavy's account towards elbow. 3v3 situation. Hoodie sees exactly where AR is. Eldon takes out Mystic Simba. 2v3 situation now in favor of Girthy Goobers. That Girth does get the flank off.
Oh, big round for Gert.
11-6 in favor of Girthy Goobers. You can see exactly how the defense shrunk the map. The moment Lonely Turtle went
Yeah,
down,
for
all that
Watcher.
space outside of A-Link coming onto A site
Yeah.
was secured by Girthy
this is our
Goobers, really
first-
pinning down Heavy as the Crown.
Tonight, it's our first pro
at
map.
that point for the
We
remainder
had
of the
one.
round, allowing that Girth to flank from
I don't know if we
A-Lane
had
and
one
ultimately
yesterday.
getting
Yeah,
2
we did.
picks
We
and
had it
2 kills
yesterday.
for
One
himself.
yesterday.
Really great awareness on the
Yeah?
side
Oh,
of
you
Girthy
must love
Goobers,
this.
especially how they played that round once Lonely Turtle went down. And, you know, it's 11-6, but it's still anyone's game. Seems like we are going to have potentially a B hit on the side of Heavy is the Crown. I'm wondering what they are waiting for. They are taking an ult orb. It is for Mystic Simba. He will have the Hunter's Fury for post plant if he chooses to use it. And it looks like we're going to get a drone, a boom bot, I would like to see Otaku update double satchel here to create a little bit more conflict and chaos. It seems like we're just gonna run in, no problem. He does get the first pick on the crouton. Hoodie responds with the silver ult.
Elden!
No one sees him. Question mark. The rest of the team just doesn't enter sight.
Spike down B.
A little bit of a miscommunication here. Katie Tuchu will get the Lear out to take the space.
Wow.
11-7 on the side of Girthy Goobers getting their 7th round here. I will say that definitely feels a little bit bad. You know, you make the decision to enter site and you
Momentum,
still have
one
teammates
dollar save. So
chilling in B main for some
I haven't
reason,
played
you
this
know,
map.
you
Okay,
don't
okay,
wanna
really
see
quick.
that. Yeah.
I do want to keep eating my food, but every single time you've casted, Girthy Goobers has won a round. So I want to see if they win this round, and then I'm gonna cast the next round to see if Heavy's ground pushes the match point.
We love that. We're employing the scientific method in the shoutcasting through Valorant to try and validate the hypothesis whether or not my casting directly leads to a round victory for Girthy Goobers. Katie Tuchu, AFK, question mark? Never mind. She heard me, so she's going to move. AR might have gotten timing. Oh, no. Hoodie. Potentially. Nope. Oh, my God.
Katie! It's happening!
Play. A little bit of razzle-dazzle going on
Wait.
there as Katie does secure the first kill
Wow.
on the AR. Very important player.
This
on the side of
hypothesis might be
Heavy's account.
proven.
And it seems
What?
like
Katie
Otaku
with
Update
two!
needs to get the trade swing, but Katie gets another one. Lonely Turtle with a Marshall. Oh, Mystic Simba does get
Whoa,
both.
whoa,
Hold the freaking
Whoa!
phone as the round has now stabilized. Lonely Turtle still only has a Marshall though. I wonder if they want to make a play A-Link to pick up some guns. That would definitely swing the round in their favor. But Mystic Simba, his shoulder is showing. Croutons gets scanned, shoots the dart, but Lonely Turtle has already taken the space and replaced his gun with a Phantom. Or actually, he gave it to Mystic Simba and is keeping. Never mind, he picks up the second gun. So now they have a Vandal, Phantom, and Stinger, which equalizes the round. Lonely Turtle does get the pick on the Croutons, and that play,
30
the
seconds
2
left.
kills by Mystic Simba, is going to change the momentum of this round. And now it's all up to Eldon, who's still anchoring A site, but that Girth TP's past the B trip, and now he's mid. So a little bit of a timing issue there where he realizes, oh shit, they went from mid to B. I need to figure out what to do about this trip, and he gives away his position, but he does get the kill on the Mystic Simba. 2v2 situation.
Oh my god!
Eldon does get dinked by the Phantom, but now it's a 2v1 situation, and it seems like they already think Lonely Turtle is heaven. Blinds on the site. They're walking through, clearing everything. Eldon is out from A-Link. That Girth is already out from B main. Lonely Turtle does have the info, though. He knows where they are. And now it seems like it's up to Lonely Turtle. Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Ha.
Eldon does get the information, but now it's really tricky. Oh, he sees him!
Oh my god!
With that, the hypothesis has been invalidated. We are
Match
rejecting it.
point.
We no longer believe that my shoutcasting directly causates a round victory for Girthy Goobers. Not that it should, am I right? But still, it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, dude, a very intelligent round played by Turtle there. You know what's really funny? I know you're naturally supposed to smoke off the spike, but I felt like because of the nature of where it was planted, you probably wouldn't want to. It's very safe, and the attacker has to overexpose themselves if they want to be able to stop the diffuser. So I think Girth just ended up isolating himself from Eldon, which is very brutal. This is the first time I think I'm seeing the B main flash being used, but there isn't anything paired with it.
Yeah, you typically want to use that in conjunction with a swing or something a little bit aggressive. But to your point earlier, Kyrie, in 2v1 situations, yeah, I would probably never smoke the spike there unless like you have to stick it, right? If you have to stick it, then yes, smoke the spike. But in those situations where there's still a lot of time on the clock, you want to make sure you maximize your chances of clearing everything. Oh, true. Oh, that's kinda neat. Oh shoot! Crouton with the frag on the feeling fantastic. As this round is underway, they have to shoot the trip though. There we go.
Sometimes I see this guy shoot and I'm like, what rank is this guy? Like,
Croutons?
yeah.
Gooby is actually a very talented player. He's Masters in League of Legends for those who don't know, so he definitely has the ceiling for it. Lonely Turtle might swing into Katie here. Oh, Oh, and Otaku update saving Lonely Turtle's life. And back to Croutons. I mean, he's got the talent and the
30
hard
seconds
work
left.
to do it. I think sometimes he just likes to play without thinking. And
Ooh.
in Valorant, you do get punished quite a bit for it. But Eldon does get the frag on the AR 3v2 situation. I forgot to mention, it's match point right now in favor of Heavy is the Crown. Seems like Eldon does get blinded. He did not want that to happen. But
Oh no, the
also
top!
Otaku
10
update,
seconds
lurks up
left.
mid, does get the kill. 2v1 situation in favor of Heavy is the Crown. The spike is going to be planted. The showstopper will be committed. But that Girth is currently walking up mid.
But they've done so much to clear him out already. They've cleared out B main. They smoked off Heaven. All they have to do is hold CT. And if he doesn't show in the next 5 seconds, you should be aware that he could be walking up mid. Let's see if that is the case indeed. He is scaling up. The smoke comes out. That should indicate to you that he's definitely not main.
Oh my god.
Like, but you're gonna have to clear default.
Enemy
Clears
remaining.
default, and now does have a smoke for himself. The nade is gonna go wide. Swing the fight. Oh, but the shot's gonna be clean from a very nice game from him overall. 21, 15, and 7 on the raise. And Heavy is the Crown takes out Girthy Goober.
Damn, what a nice try and a valiant effort on the side of Girthy Goobers. That was very close. That Girth was so close in clutching that. I mean, kudos to Heavy as a Crown there. AR, Otaku update, 29 kills, 21 kills, respectively. Like, really strong showing in terms of how they want to attack a site. And ultimately, for this particular match, it went in the favor of Heavy as the Crown. But again, it's Scrims. It could be anyone's game, really. But shout out to both teams. I think they both did a great job.
Yup.
This food is really good. Yeah, really strong showing from both teams. If I'm recalling this correctly, I don't think a single team that I thought was gonna win tonight won. So, very cool way of seeing that, like how balanced the tournament is, right?
I know, right?
So let's see how it all comes to fruition on tournament day. But it's been some very exciting scrims. I will be taking my leave. I think I am the last scrim, right?
Good luck. Good luck.
Oh, great.
Yep.
I get the cast Kyrie.
Yes.
Frickin'
Yeah.
Music,
And-
music from my ears.
Good luck on the rest of the cast, and
Yes.
thanks for having
You
me.
and Danny will be leaving, so thank you guys so much. Thank you, Danny, for helping us with Cam, and thank you, Kyrie, for
You
casting.
cut out.
Oh, she cut off. Yeah.
Why am I cutting off? Thank you so much for helping out.
I'll be in stream. See you guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
you. All right, GG's.
GG.
We gotta go to the next. Have fun, guys.
See ya.
Thank you.
There's just no way. Why is my mic keep cutting off? Does it cut off on stream, guys?
I don't think it cuts off on stream, but it definitely cuts off on Discord.
I already have like noise suppression off. Hold on. Let me join again. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it helps if I rejoin. Is that better?
Maybe. I mean, so far, so good. So.
Okay, I'll have it right in front of me because I'm not typing. All right.
Good.
I don't know. Maybe I need a new mic. Okay. What was I saying? You guys can hear me, right? Stream is all Gucci. Okay.
Yeah, stream is.
I don't know,
generally-
like, cause I have noise suppression off now, so I
Sure.
don't know. Let me try one more other thing. What time is it? Oh, we have a lot of time.
We do.
Input sensitivity. Suppress background noise from your mic. None. Okay, there's no suppressions now. How do I sound now?
I mean, you sound normal right
The
now.
same?
You haven't cut off. You haven't cut off yet.
Okay, I haven't cut off yet, he says.
Yeah.
I made it so that there's no, because I still have standard noise suppressions. No cutting off. We're good. Yep.
Right now, no. I don't hear
Yep.
any background noise either, so you're good.
You sure? Should I ask him to speak?
I mean, if I'm sure if Atlas is barking, I would be able to hear it, but I mean, I don't hear anything so far. So.
Okay. Anyway, let's see.
Oh, you just cut off there, but
That's crazy.
yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, he needs to be in here. Okay, he needs to be in here.
Kyrie, yeah.
Okay, how
Do you
about
have Tourney
this?
Express?
Well, this just makes you sound louder, huh?
No, I was just asking, have you had Panda Express before?
He had Panda Express?
Yeah, ask what he got. He
Oh,
said
I didn't know it
he
was
got
Panda Express.
That's his go-to.
I'm not judging.
Come on. I mean, okay, listen. For Americanized Chinese food standards, Panda Express.
Okay, I will only eat it if I have to and I'm dying. But no, by choice, no. I've never had Panda Express. Maybe like one time in like a very long time. I think I was, yeah, I think I was, I don't know, in Ohio or something.
That's crazy. Wait, Kyrie didn't say go-to. Wait, Kyrie, I thought you said, when you don't want to cook, that's what you like to order. That doesn't mean that's your go-to when you don't want to. I guess I need to add the. I simply get the grilled chickens and double greens when I'm too lazy to cook, but I want a satiating meal with a good amount of protein. Okay, that sounds like a go-to meal when you're too lazy to cook for me. Am I just reading that incorrectly?
Pretty go-to.
Am I just freaking reading that wrong, Kyrie? What's going on here? I guess that does sound like a go-to. I simply get this specific dish from this specific restaurant when this condition is met. However, okay, does that not make it worse? If you say, however, I don't eat out often, that means when you do eat out, it usually satisfies the condition when you're too lazy to cook. Otherwise, if you don't eat out often, that means
It's not me, guys.
Right?
It's Jeff. It's Jeff.
It's not. Hold on. It's not argumentative. It's just. I'm just opining on what this guy is saying. I'm not disagreeing.
Opining. Yep.
I'm not disagreeing with what he's saying. I'm just pointing out the fact that if you're saying
Yeah. No,
things,
we totally get it. No, I get it. Yep, I get it.
Man.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, you know who's gonna be camming for us?
Who's gonna be camming?
Someone from your team.
Dude, my team is very generous today. We have 2 people subbing. We have 1 person camming, and then here I am sitting with you for like 4+ hours casting.
And it's been great, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Gerardo was not available today, which is why we didn't sign up for any scrims. He has other commitments to do. Do I love casting? I don't know if I love casting. I do enjoy it. I think I enjoy it in doses. I don't know if I can cast on a consistent basis, but every now and then I do like a good cast.
He's underpaid. He should ask for a raise. Wow.
Dude, Danny, I've been asking for a raise for 5 fucking
Same.
years. I've gotten it.
Same.
Shit from it.
Same.
Have I forgiven Klaus? Yeah, I've forgiven Klaus. I have. Unless he brings it up. Like, if he brings that shit up, I'm gonna be annoyed. But I've definitely forgiven him.
Are they in the game? Hold on. It's Heck and Heck, right?
I have 0 people from Heck and Heck added, so I actually have no idea what the status of that team is.
Oh, they're away. Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, wait. Kyrie, you're ready, right? Maybe they didn't get my. Oh, they reacted to it. No. Only 1 person did. Okay, hold on.
Is Eve casting?
Yeah. Eve's casting with you.
Okay. Hello, Eve. I just see this guy sitting in drag D's, and I was just thinking, what?
Hi, Eve. I can't.
Hi.
Lovely for you to join us. Thank you for this last game. Excited. I can't find Rogue. Can you add him?
He's in a Swift play right now.
Okay.
I'll add him after.
Oh, he messaged. Let's see.
I think he's the camera.
He says on the way.
Yeah, maybe if he just ends his Swift play, he's losing 3-4, and then he'll be here. I mean, he has time.
All right.
I'm gonna
step out.
use the restroom.
All right.
Yeah.
Eve, have you been watching the games?
On and off.
What do you think so far? How has it been? How has your Scrims been yesterday?
Sorry, wait. I need to mute the streams.
Oh, am I? Oh.
No, it's because I had the stream open. That's
Oh.
my bad.
How has your scrims been?
I mean, they've been fun like usual.
Mm.
I think we definitely worked on a lot compared to like the start.
Mm-hmm.
We've been making improvements. Like you can see when we did our scrim yesterday on stream, I think it went a lot better than our previous ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys are improving. I love that. So, are you excited? Because you are going to be going up against the Kwang Call. We are going to be joined by two of them here, casting. Yeah. How are you feeling?
Bro, all I can say is I better not get knifed in the back.
Oh my god, because you almost did, right? We made.
He almost did.
Mm-hmm. No, it was really fun.
I somehow moved just in time.
You did. Hi, Hoodie. Hi, True. Good job, guys. So much fun to watch you guys play. Okay, we're just waiting for Jeff, Rogue, and all the teams to flood in.
Yo, I did rewatch the VOD yesterday, and I gotta say, the 4 rounds of you guys trying to figure out our name, quality.
That was really funny. I mean, especially with the way G and Jeff were going back and forth, and having chat try to phonetically write that for us, and then we would question why it's written that way. It was really funny. I couldn't stop laughing. So anyway,
It was great. It was great to watch.
Yep.
The others is what, Shooting Star in our group?
I'm sorry.
Who's that?
Oh, it's gonna
That's
yeah.
Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie is
the-
in shooting. He's part of Team Shooting Stars, and they're going up against Heck and Heck. Wow, it's Kyrie against Katie. Dun dun dun. I'm excited for this match. I've only watched it one time, and here we are back again.
So what you're saying is just free info.
Free info? No, it's a lover's quarrel, or what's that word?
Well, at least for me and Jeff, because we're
against
Shooting Star.
Oh, I see.
Wait, what's going on?
It's I was saying it's Katie and Kyrie again. We've seen this before. You called it a lovers
A lover's quarrel, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like Rogue is in drag piece.
Oh, let me get
You got him?
Yeah.
Are we gonna be watching Corrode?
No.
This.
Hello, Rogue. Okay.
Hi.
Rogue, since you're here, give us 3 words that describe Jeff. Go.
That's crazy. Don't put him on the spot like that.
It's just 3 words I can think of right away. Oh.
Let's see. I can't think of right away.
Okay, I'll give you 1 minute.
You didn't sign up for this, Belinda. You can't just do that.
Okay, you can give 1 word. You can give me 2 words.
Okay.
Damn. Okay. If you feel uncomfortable, you totally don't have to answer. Okay, what is Jeff like as a teammate? Can you say that without maybe
Yeah.
3 words or 2? It's too much to say about Jeff. I can't limit you. Oh my bad. Okay, tell us. What has it been like to have Jeff as a teammate?
He's good. He talks when he needs to, like when it comes to like keeping the team together.
Okay, look at that. See,
he's like a second cat, like second IGL. I would say like he helps me a lot.
okay. I thought you almost said a second cat. Like, what does that mean? Second cat. Okay. All right, good. See, we can't limit this man. He has so many words to say about you.
I was just gonna say Rogue is a man of few words, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
Okay, what has it been like to have Rogue as your teammate, Jeff?
I think Rogue is great.
That's great. Yep.
That's it.
Well, I have a lot. I'm eating ice cream right now. I have a lot of positive things to say about Rogue, but I think I've played in a lot of tournaments, and I think Rogue is easily top 3 in terms of my favorite teammates, because I feel like a lot of times.
Wow.
I'm a very competitive person. For people in chat, if you don't ever feel like I'm competitive, you're very wrong on that. I am like.
No, I think everyone knows you're competitive. Yep.
I think I mean, that's true. Okay, I'm very competitive, but I'm like hyper competitive to the point where I've dialed it back significantly for a lot of these tournaments. And while I do appreciate strong vibes, good team culture, and being great with teammates and stuff, I think ultimately the most like primitive feeling of feeling competitive is I think something that Rogue brings out in me, which like then flows into my need and desire to want to improve and get better and like learn and take things way more seriously. And I think I like that when it comes to these tournaments, because like it's great to meet new people, like meeting people like Danny. Like I think that's at a high level what these tournaments are about. I think individually and very selfishly, I enjoy teams that take things very very seriously, and I think Rogue does a really great job of putting a lot of time and effort to like support our team and give us what we need to succeed. And that doesn't happen very often in a lot of these tournaments. So that part I definitely appreciate very much about Rogue. And he by far, I think to this date, probably puts in the most effort I've ever seen out of any of my teammates. And I've played in a lot of tournaments. I've played in probably
We know.
yeah, almost 20. Yeah, I've had almost like 100 plus teammates, different
Oh,
teammates at this point. So
wow.
so that's what I'll say about Rogue. Otherwise, I'll probably keep yapping about him. But thanks,
Wow,
Rogue.
Jeff. That's so sweet of you. So you only try for Rogue, but not in Kyrie's comp games. We see.
Wild.
He said just not
What
in my
a-
comp games.
It's like whenever I talk about this shit, it's never just people take it as it is. They always take that shit and twist it. Oh, so that means you don't try my game. Yeah,
We're
okay.
obviously just joking. Okay, chill. You're good. We know
Hold
how
on.
competitive you are. Mm-hmm.
The difference between joking and just letting me have the moment, man.
We are. Oh, he says I am not joking. My bad. Okay, I cannot speak for Kyrie anymore. He says he is not joking.
Kyrie wouldn't know anymore. We don't play together because he's just way too high elo. He's an ascendant and I'm plat. Come on,
Damn.
man.
Lum says I'll try in your comp games. Oh, not yours. Oops.
So true.
No, not yours. He's talking about Kyrie's. Never mind.
Gee.
All right. I think we are having people start rolling in. We're missing one more. Who are we missing? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Let me ask. Hello. What map? Let's see. I don't want to see Corrode again, but it's whatever they
No
want.
Icebox or Corrode, hopefully.
I don't.
They already played
Yeah.
Icebox, so hopefully.
Ascent!
Damn, tell me how you really feel about that map. Who wants to be the table? Who wants to be the table when that happens?
Okay.
They want to practice Ascent.
This is literally the last map I get to see on in Scrim Day. All right, here we go. Okay.
Nothing wrong
Heart.
with that.
Heart. I
I
love.
can't wait to see this map 5 times during the first
All right.
stream.
I don't think that's possible.
I think we saw it so many times for sure.
We saw it a lot during the last tournament.
Yeah. Right. All right. So.
I think it's like the #1 map for all.
Mm-hmm.
At least you can't see it back to back.
You can in this tournament.
Starting. And.
Oh, it doesn't get thrown out? It doesn't get put out after?
No.
I'm sorry. What was the
Each
question?
team gets one ban. One
Yeah.
knock ban
Yeah. And
instead.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're gonna get started. We got Rogue on cams and Jeff and Eve casting. It is gonna be Ascent as the last game we are having on Scrims before the tournament tomorrow. It is against Heck and Heck and Shooting Stars. Here we go. Here we go.
It is me once again. It's Ascent, last rim, I think, of the stream. I'm joined by Eve Spring and my teammate Rogue on the cams. How you doing, Eve?
I'm doing well. How about yourself? Oh, I guess you just said so. It's It's nice this week at least because I have more days off than usual because I actually
Hmm.
requested them off for the tournament.
Hmm.
So that's one thing I'm looking forward to.
How are you enjoying your experience so far in this tournament and your team?
I mean, it's fun like always. Granted, that's also because I don't tend to take it as seriously like as a probably you do, which is also probably why I wouldn't ever be placed on your team.
Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Bro, check how much matches I've done this since the tourney started.
You right. You're right. You're
Like,
right.
it's just that solo queuing and stuff like that for me and Valorant is just not fun.
Fair.
Like I can do it, but it's just not something I want to do.
Did you solo queue a lot for League?
Yes and no. I
Yeah.
did when I first started, but then like I took a break, and then after that I don't do it as I didn't do it as often.
Got it. Got it.
It's
Alright.
also why you would never see me above stuff like plat or even barely hitting plat is because I just wouldn't queue for it.
Got it. Noted. Belinda, write that one down. Don't ever put me on a team with Eve. All good. All good. All right. Sorry, as the timer goes down, looks like the lock-ins are going in. I'm going to put my ice cream away. Eve, can you please walk chat through these comps and what you think about them?
Oh, sure, I can definitely do that. Okay, well, defending we got the Vice, we got the Omen, we got the Geckos. Really, you don't see actually the Sova that you normally would on the scent, like the attacking team. So maybe they'll have more info, get more picks off of like something like an Odin. After all, Ascent does have a lot of shootable doors, shootable walls, stuff like that. You do have. Let me switch over the cans. Okay. You have your entry duelist. It doesn't actually look like the attacking team. Oh wait, no, they do have the jet. So I think it's a pretty standard comp. We do have the Omen for longer range smokes. Clove does have the after death smokes, which is I think my favorite part. You can play like a duelist more so than anything else with Clove just because of that. You can entry with no regards if you have your ult because you got that res. Overall, I think, in my opinion, I like Clove's kit a lot more as a controller at least. So now we're seeing, looks like it's a 4 defense on B with the whole attacking team. It looks like they're going to try and flood it. We'll see how this turns out. Open blind the rip, it forces them back, and you have a complete flood out, and then, ooh. Looks like...
Spike down B.
They're just shooting, and all of a sudden it's a 2v3 situation with Raisu should get a cheeky kill. Does take down one. We got Pillsbury Drope. Oh my god, just walked into the smoke, TP's out, doesn't get punished, but Pillsbury Drope does swing him, but ultimately falls himself. And now it's a 1v1 situation between Paytime and Cooley.
Whoa!
Thinking that there wouldn't be someone walking out of the smoke, and then Paytime securing the round for his team. 1-0.
Assumptions will only get us in trouble.
That was an interesting start. You definitely saw how almost all of them were all posted up on B with only one like holding the market for the mid walkout. And the Omen blind comes immediately off. Of course, they back up, but it looks like only 3 or I guess 2 people followed up on that Omen blind, so they were only able to get a pick or 2 before the defense was or the attacking side was able to retaliate, since they had their whole team on that open space with different angles.
Yeah, I mean, good timing on the Omen line, a lot of scrappiness, but ultimately the defenders do prevail. It seems like Heck and Heck is going to go for an A hit there.
Right here.
The Razorvine does go out by Vice. Interesting Razorvine, by the way. I mean, Paytime is playing on B, but does throw that onto A. Looks like the rest of Shooting Stars think that they are A main. They are going to start pushing, and here we go. A lot of flies going out. BB killing things as they're picking up 2, 3 on the Lum. 3v2 with the remainder of teammates on Heck and Heck.
Wow!
Site, but then Paytime. Handsome as always.
Okay.
The remainder.
Karen, could we get a big shot from a girl? Hello, hello. How are you doing,
I think it might be
cutie?
really funny to look at because you saw them all
Who
attackers pushing
cares?
up into A,
Hello,
trusting
hello.
those Cypher chips to warn them if anything goes off.
Thank you,
And then you
guys.
have 3
How are
of the
you
defenders
doing?
walking up cat,
This
like
is the last
uninterrupted because
one.
no one's watching it. And then you also saw the Vice
How was your
Storm
last
able to slow
scrim?
them down for the entire rotate.
Good job to you guys.
Which like goes to show
Beats
because a
me.
lot of people probably wouldn't walk on it just for the
Guys,
damage
make
and
sure
the
you
fact
go
that it
check
makes
out my girl.
noise
She's
as you
in
do
the
so
Tourney.
your position.
Hopefully you're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, really good round so
You messed
far.
up. I messed up
Love the
his name so bad.
creativity
Whose
coming
name?
out of Shooting Stars. The catwalk was kind of crazy. Probably will only work once this game.
Okay,
Maybe
good.
on a
I'm
save
glad.
round. Lum does see a little
I
bit of
hate this
jumping
map,
action
bruh.
out of
Let's
Blaze
not. I
Striker, but
hate
the pace
this map.
is slowing down for Heck and Heck.
Oh,
as
Moshin?
They're doing a little bit of a default. They do have
Nah,
Katie
Couple
inserted
A's.
cat.
Doesn't
Could take
hurt
first
him.
contact here with Blaze Striker in just a short period of time. Footstep is made. Shock darts are thrown. Katie looking bottom mid. Lum does still see Blaze Striker.
This is like Heck and Heck's 4.
Addy. Did they hear the up? Did not. Good kill by Katie on the Blaze Striker, taking a little bit of ace.
We'll be a good stream though. Okay, thank you so much, Mary. Guys, if you don't know who I am, my name's Belinda, by the way. I am the tournament organizer that Kate is
blind, but then
of the tournament Kate is playing in.
A little bit of sprayage going
Starts
on there.
tomorrow.
Not too sure what happened
come and
there,
watch.
but
Come and watch.
Lum down to 20 HP. Might get timing by Kyrie here if he's not careful. Kyrie opts the flash first, sees Lum, sees Katie.
30
Oh
seconds.
no! The lover's fall
Player
continues.
standing.
Katie gets 3 more kills. A
Okay,
situation
Katie.
that looks kind of dire for
Okay,
Heck and Heck ends up going in their favor.
what?
All of a
Yes,
sudden,
yes,
it's a 1v4 situation. Katie with a 4K, just barreling down mid, taking shots and taking names 2-1. As we have Heck and Heck getting their
She's
first
shooting.
round.
She's shooting. Yep.
I think what happened in that market play was, I believe it was Omen shooting, probably shot twice in the shoulder thinking it was a headshot and went to spray transfer. Because they were left on 20 health, so they probably were one shot away, sadly. And
I
then
appreciate the raid.
choosing the blind
Thank you.
accelerates the momentum forward because you're like, oh, I'm
You guys are
blind, they're probably
watching, sit back,
behind me or
relax,
something.
enjoy.
So you want to get into safety, forcing or not allowing Kyrie to get the pick.
The last scrim of the night.
Seems like once again both duelists taking ace space. They make first contact with Pillsbury Drillboy. Ace pushing, getting the kill, doesn't get the trade on the side of Heck and Heck. They're able to take that kill and run with it. I think it's really interesting that Shooting Stars does like to put Ace and Addy together as a double duelist and take space every round. I think that's really Ooh, and Blaze Striker does fall as Lum gets the first shot, takes him down. Looks like the rest of the team.
Addy!
But Addy gets
Addy
one
gets
kill.
one!
Gets traded out by
Nice,
Tulio.
that's a
Does
big
take down
frag.
Katie though, and now looks like we're gonna see Heck and Heck walk onto site. But it seems like there is someone still dice. It's Ace SD. Takes down one. Takes down two. He knows where Tulio
Spike
is.
down A.
The call out should be A main considering he did get the trade on the Katie. And now it's all left for the defenders. Got the Razor Vines delaying the push. Playtime. Paytime, sorry. That's a account name. Paytime does smartly put the flash down and swing off of it and secures a round for his team.
I do like seeing the slower plays. You notice off the 2 save rounds that they were pushing out, trying to get any early picks. I like it now since they're being more judgmental on what they have to, what they might lose, because like even one person down can really turn the situation into a bad scenario. I mean, overall good play so far. I do like the A split. Maybe they are a bit too slow on that. Allow the rotate to get
like
off. See how it
shaking.
goes.
Yeah, we got some same buys pretty much on both sides. Blaze Striker does opt to jump peek once again. Cat, that seems to be his spot, does not get punished for it. And once again, Ace SD and Addy taking A main space. A very trademark play coming out of Shooting Stars. It does seem like Heck and Heck wants to go mid. Dark comes out. Raisu will get scanned once. He might get taken out. He does. The Ace, but then double flank from A main has been shown and revealed as they are trying to fight their way to narrow the map down. Pillsbury Drillboy with 2 kills.
Ooh.
But then Blaze Striker gets the angle and the refrag. We do have a dash into market. Nice shot by Pillsbury Drillboy taking out Paytime. It's all up to Blaze Striker, who's holding the line for market. And they're going to get the plant down, and they should get their next round too. Wow, good headshot by Pillsbury Drillboy. Good round altogether, getting the 4K.
A bit unfortunate. Blaze Striker went to watch market as they got that push out on Pillsbury got that push out on him. I do like the flank to take him as much space, as much info as possible, because you know if they're not there, they're gonna be somewhere else, like mid or pushing into the B main. That's one thing. I mean, there was no trip, so you don't even know if they're there. Even if there was trips, the Jets probably just gonna dash or updraft over it since they can't hear that if they're not close enough. It was
Yeah.
unfortunate they missed their shots mid, however.
Yeah, a little unfortunate timing issue potentially, as once again, the same protocol here. You got both duelists trying to fight for info in space A main. It seems like that was enough to scare them away, as you see the rest of Heck and Heck moving away. But it seems like Katie lurking on Reyna, where have I heard that one before, gets the first kill. You see, lurking Reynas do generate value for their team. Raisu trying to see if he can get a little bit of a cheeky kill as he's walking out through the smoke. Pillsbury Drobboy takes out Ace SD. That should open A site. And Raisu does see Katie, and she has no idea that Raisu's walked up. That could have been a little bit dangerous. I was slightly worried there, but BB does take out Addy. Raisu takes out Katie. 2v4 situation.
Spike planted.
How is life?
For the side of Shooting Stars as they try and retake with a 2-person deficit. Julio barely gets out, jumping to A main. Pillsbury Drobboy on generator. And let's see what exactly Shooting Stars will do to hold, but the trip is there. Pillsbury Drobboy takes out Blaze Striker. Tulio takes out Raisu. Round secured for Heck and Heck. Really nice work across the board here.
The trip was able to get them. I wish they used that smoke to their advantage because they can just walk up slightly to the trip, see where it's located, maybe even just shoot it before rushing out. I do like that spot hiding on Gen with the smoke. They probably don't know you're up there since, like, why would you do that? As far as lurking duelist, well, it's not preferred. I don't think it's bad. You get the information that they're not there if you don't see them. Of course, Kyrie pushing up, trying to get that info off of B main, and now he looks like he's by himself with 3 might be rushing him.
Nice play. Oh, Ace SD does see VV there as they're clearing up all of A main. He might be in a little bit of trouble because Ace SD does like to do a little bit of chasing.
Congrats!
But they got all the information they need. They're gonna know that the other team wants to hit B. They have all of mid space, basically. All of A has been cleared. Look how quickly the rotations have come. But it seems like Katie has an idea that she wants to go potentially towards A, but Paytime does take out Pillsbury Drobboy. Entry Duelist is now down. Love taking a fight with Paytime. But wow, Vivi gets 2 kills. Blaze Striker and Ace SD running out of running out of bullets is Paytime, and then he gets picked up by Vivi with a 3K, and Katie takes out the last one. That was insane.
That was a really nice play. I mean, yeah, like we said, taking that space, getting that information, you know where they're not, so you know where they might be, which sounds a little odd, but it works in this game, right?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I really like that game plan out of Shooting Stars, just taking all that space and comboing and blinding and Gecko busy.
Alright, looks like they're 4-stacking A, maybe trying to get a pick off of them as they push through, with 4 of them actually might be pushing A as well.
They are saving. They're gonna pull the aggression back a little bit, but ASSD does win. Oh my gosh, Katie once again onto K-Time, getting the initial frag. Julio onto Blaze Striker. Already a 3v5 situation for Shooting Stars. That seems like an A hit is imminent. Oh, Addy takes the Bucky away. Oh no, does get dropped. Katie unfortunately taking her out. Julio getting a second kill onto ASD. Nice shot by Raisu, but ultimately gets traded out by Katie once again. 11-5 on that Reyna. Kind of a menace walking up Cat there. And it seems like this lurking Reyna playstyle works, guys. That's what I'm thinking.
Man, that Bucky being put away at the last one is so sad.
Yeah, that feels bad for sure.
Yeah, but you also saw there that they had like 4 people on A, only 1 on mid market. If they knew they were all locations, they could have just probably ran B unless they're just trying to run them down on A. It looks like Kyrie might be just insta-popping ult, maybe.
That's true. They do have a couple strong retaking ultimates out of the Gecko and the Vice. That Gecko Molly kind of went somewhere that they probably didn't want it to go, and it seems like Ace has taken so much space. Sees one person B main, gets taken out by Tulio. There's 2 people in B main. Blaze Striker also falls. Addy gets the trade, forcing out the Clove ultimate, but they are able to just run away, so Tulio is gonna fall inevitably. Love walks out, no util needed. Paytime is low. He's going to pop the ult in hopes of evening this fight out. Addy knows that there's a lurk mid, but Katie takes her out anyway. And that's a 1v2 situation. Paytime's all by himself, so the logical thing to do is to play away from it. As you see the rest of the Heck squad going towards B, it's up to Vivi and Katie. Katie having a hell of a game, able to get multiple frags, getting that kill onto Addy was huge because that basically allowed them to fully rotate straight to A. Spike has been planted. Go ahead.
I do like them having 2 on B or B lobby because you know they push out all the time, so might as well watch it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Paytime putting on the blind, checking wine.
The jig is up though. They know where Paytime is going. Vivi's just gonna say, "Swing off me." Does he all have a classic? Wait, what? Did he disconnect?
Stealing sight.
All right, that's a play.
Was bro alt tapped? What happened?
Yeah, was he alt tap? Like, what happened there?
You know,
all right, take it away, Eve.
One thing I would like to see Shooting Stars do better is probably like do a retake, because it seems like so far all they're doing is taking the fights when end of the day they are a defense side, so they could just play off the defense, off the retakes. But hopefully they change this, because you saw they all pushed out on, like 3 people pushed onto mid, and then they had 2 watching B lobby. They got picked off from there and just allowed the aim main take to be had, because like you know there's 1 or 2 just left on, I mean B just left. Now we see Paytime getting spotted out by the drone. He gets pushed. Looks like they're gonna try and chase him down. The vines come out.
Good flash too. Lum unable to see anything to punish Kyrie's positioning. Seems like there's a lot of space being taken here once again. But in B main, see, oh, Paytime is spotted. They know he's in that corner. He is currently being held and sprayed, but he does walk out. They're coming out. Kyrie with a cheeky spot does get traded, but what a nade or molly by Gecko there, making it a 3v2 situation. What could have been a very, very hard position becomes a much more manageable one, especially on the safe side of Shooting Stars. Great blind by Rice to secure the gun. I wonder if the rest of his teammates will also try and grab one. Seems like Ace does end up grabbing a Phantom for himself. Really, really good util usage coming out of Shooting Stars at the moment. Sees Katie's shoulder. Oh no!
30 seconds left.
Oh my gosh! I don't. That Katie not giving a grip and just letting people know that she means business. And it seems like Lum has disconnected. Let's see whether or not we need a tech pause here.
Might as well give them to me.
Oh yeah.
Lum died. Fair enough. All right, we'll do a little bit of a tech pause here.
All right.
So take us through this game so far, Eve. What do you think?
I mean, it looks like Shooting Star was playing really aggressive on the first few rounds, but after that last round, it looks like they're playing more passive. But it worked. They got in a game state that was better than before, because you saw the spike. They had spike. They had 3 versus. Was it 3 versus 2? I believe, right?
I already. Oh yeah.
Let's go.
3v2 in the favor of Shooting Star.
Shooting Star. Yeah, and they had spike, so like at that point they just.
Are we paused?
Spike. Even if they
what
take
happened?
it, you're running down time at least, right? Because in that situation, you probably don't want to give the Reyna the kill, especially when she's in ult. That's just a free dismiss and heal at the same time, which did turn out to be what's happened, especially when you just have the I believe Bucky on logs. It's a bit unfortunate, but it is how it played out.
Yeah, that dismiss was very ballsy, especially I guess if you knew the logs player had a Bucky, then that is an acceptable play, but almost like
guys, you should.
It's a little
5 times out of 100. I'm like, that is not a great
That's
decision to do.
Now.
Yeah, but it does work out. I mean,
Vanilla.
there is a.
This is the only ice cream I can
It was
eat
a Bucky log,
because
so definitely win.
this is
in her favor,
lactate-free ice cream.
We definitely see
so
Katie really popping
and they only have
off
vanilla
and just
flavor.
taking names, hitting shots. So really strong showing right now on the side of Heck and Heck.
Yeah, I mean, what do we else?
Okay.
I guess it's
Yo, Katie's
what,
shooting.
at the time,
Okay,
so yeah,
M.
maybe you can probably take the dismiss and be like,
I see you.
Though I assumed, can you pick a spike with dismiss? I'm
She's
not
a
too sure
shit
on
for
that.
real, for real.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks like Shooting Star does have a decent buy this time. Hopefully, he can get some picks in return. Though, regardless, it does look. What is it? Heck and Heck will have a buy regardless next round, but hopefully they can win this and maybe turn it back around for them.
Yeah, and we see Heck and Heck forming a little support circle around Lum, hoping that he is resurrected, and that's such a cute bear. I love that.
What happened to
What do you even
Lum?
call that? Like
Wait, what
does
happened to
Valorant call
Lum?
the bear? Lum disconnected, so we're currently in a tech pause. It seems like we are gonna do some enchanting here of some, I don't know, sorcery to hopefully resurrect their poor initiator, have him come back. But overall, I think we see a lot of decisive gameplay coming out of Heck and Heck. We saw them earlier on Icebox. It seemed like they were a little bit shakier on their execution, and in this case, it seems like Ascent is definitely a map they understand and want to play a lot better on. But as we continue to wait and see whether or not Lum can come back.
In the meantime, what map do you think is going to get the most fans?
I'd probably give Corrode a decent nod. I feel like a lot of times for these maps, people don't necessarily understand or have enough experience on how to play the map or what would even work well with the team. But that's probably a map that I have in mind. I think maybe Icebox. I think Icebox is just a universally hated map.
Yeah, I was thinking Icebox. It doesn't seem like anybody ever likes that map.
Yeah, so those are probably the two that come to mind, but I mean, I guess there's certain teams that might ban, not based off what their team doesn't want to play, but what they think the other team is good at as well. That could be something that is on the table, but otherwise, it seems like the chanting did not work. They're going to opt for an Odin treatment to see whether or not that will bring him back. It seems like it is not working.
Is he having power issues?
I do not know. We don't have
Not
much
sure.
information. Yeah, they just said Lum died, so unfortunately, not too much detail besides that.
I mean, he hasn't officially disconnected yet, so...
He did.
Oh, okay. It
Yeah,
just
he
didn't show
disconnected earlier. Yeah, it doesn't show up, I don't think, from our perspective until the following round when he disappears.
Ah, okay.
But we did get a system notification from our end that he has disconnected.
Yeah.
I think we'll give it some time. I think if Lum doesn't come back in, I don't know, call it 5 to 10 minutes, then perhaps we just resume without their
I've never had avocado ice
initiator
cream. Have
here.
you?
Yeah. Can't wait forever, sadly.
No. Yeah, and we'll let them decide if they want to continue the game or not.
That's true. I guess it is Scrims at the end of the day.
Oh,
They do
he's
want
back!
to cancel, but it seems like we do have sign of life, ladies and gentlemen. Lum has reconnected. We're about to see his crosshair wiggle a little bit. He says, hi, sorry, all good. He is back. I'm waiting for the crosshair to start moving. I guess he's still typing maybe, but Captain Lump. Oh no, I don't know about that, but we're all set to it seems like we're all set. We're potentially good to go. Can we get an R check before we restart the timer? Let's freaking go.
I can start it. Don't worry. I'm gonna R check. I'm gonna start.
All right.
Okay, we're
Very good. R's all around. We are ready to start round 11, 3-7 in or 7-3 in the favor of Hack and Hack, as they're showing a very strong attacking half here. I usually think Ascent is more defensive.
It's so cold now.
Yeah, but they're doing a great job, and really on the back
body.
of Katie getting so many strong frags, whether lurking or just running in,
I
running
can't.
at your face.
I do not.
And we might see a
Oh,
little
I'm
bit of
so
a fight
cold.
here. Wow, the Dizzy does not show anyone. Could give a false sense of security for Ace here as he swings and gets the bad news.
Grounded.
Drops the Pillsbury Drill Boy, but they don't realize Addie's in the corner. She gets cleared and unfortunately falls as well. That play unfortunately did not work. Paytime does get his frag on the Katie, thinking that there would be a mid lurk. It seems like he is able to read her, knowing that she likes to do a little bit of splitting off from the team in the form of a lurk. 3v4,
I'm really
the
cold.
attack has
See, my
slowed
tiny
down,
body
but they
doesn't
do still have
insulate,
quite
regulate
a few
temperature very well.
players left alive. Trying to think whether or not they're trying to convince or sell a rotate, but unfortunately Raisu does have the mid line, which means that he confidently can say, I don't see any quick rotations towards mid. Kyrie, what do you hear? They would have to rotate through spawn.
No.
This could get really dangerous from Blaze Striker. This will be a 1v4 situation. I don't want him to be playing site here. He should be playing towards CT. His best option here is to play retake, especially if he's the only one on site. And
30
it is
seconds
a
left.
3v4 situation. He also has the ultimate ability, so I would love for him to play offsite, but he opts to... Whoa! The other team just walked... Alright, well, does ultimately get punished as Lum takes out Blaze Striker. Once again, you should probably want to play CT, play that retake. It's going to be a 4v1 situation that is not in your favor. But in any case, 2v4 coming in here. Raisu and Paytime, the only ones left alive. There is a trip CT, so that's going to give a lot of info. Raisu sees Lum. Lum is very low, so he's going to try and...
Here.
Sees Pillsbury drill boy. What a flick by Pillsbury. Good kill. They know Lum is still A main. Play a little cross. Nice with the shot on the Paytime. Lum waiting to play off VV's contact before swinging.
Last
Really
round
good
before the
round.
switch.
3-8 in favor of Heck and Heck.
Yeah, like you said, I would really like to see the Gecko play the retake, especially once you saw your Omen fall back to watch, to like sort of hover between Garden and mid market. Because at that point, you don't know if they're coming up mid, if your Omen got timing, maybe. So at that point, you're just kind of fully exposed. You, like you said, have to potentially take a 1v4. I'm actually surprised he almost got out of that, though.
Yeah, that was weird. I mean, they heard the dart getting shot, so this guy was probably towards switch, but nevertheless, last round of the half. Let's see what can happen.
Ooh.
Get out of my way. Ace says, no, you get out of mine, as Pillsbury Drowboy will be the first to fall, giving the defenders a distinct advantage. No more entry duelists, really stalling out the attacking power of Heck and Heck. And now they're all sitting in B main. Space has been taken. We have Addy looking in wine. We have Blaze Striker, Jiggle peeking tiles. They have a lot of info, but somehow Ace SD thinks that they're walking up A main instead of chilling in B main. I guess with Kyrie's util, or I think he doesn't have any util down besides his flash. So this could be a tricky situation. Raisu jump peeking for info for him, but they're gonna get the bad moves the moment Clove drops the smokes. There goes the dart. There goes the smokes. As the flood comes out, Katie hits the switch. Paytime in for a rough one. Here's a lot of footsteps lane. Julio drops, dies, could get a second one on the BB, but does pop the ultimate. And great job. Raisu taking out Katie. Paytime taking out BB. And now it's a 3v1
Wow,
situation.
very well done.
Very nice job on the side of Shooting Stars to make it 4-8 at the half.
Switching sides.
I really like that pick on Catwalk. You prevent the ult from coming out.
Hello, hello.
And then I think they did have a
Rexy,
vine placed on B main,
Hi,
and then with the
Solar.
molly it
What's up,
followed
what's
up.
up,
It did delay the
hello.
push quite a
Thank you for the
bit.
follow. Welcome,
Maybe it looks
welcome.
like they even tried to pretend
Very
to
well
fake,
played.
but once they started pushing up A main, you know
Hi,
they know
how
you're
was
not
your
there.
stream?
And
How
then
was
that
your
fake is gone,
scrims?
so
I
they
heard
know
you
you
won
have to be
the
either
last
mid or
one?
B main. So of course they're gonna check from mid top. They see there, so they're gonna be like, okay, B
You
long
said you
or
won the
B
last
main.
scrim, right?
And that's
What
when
was the
push
score?
comes
What was
out.
the score?
Good using
So
the
it's-
ult
so they
before
won
the
one and
half
then you
ends,
won
though.
one.
Yeah, exactly. I think Paytime
Locked in? What was it?
Really
Ooh, okay, okay.
But 4-8 is a pretty
But
good spot
hello
to be in
to
for
Various
side of
community.
Heck and Heck for
My name is
side, but we'll
Belinda.
see whether or not Shooting Stars
By the way,
is cooking up a
I am
strategy
the
of their
tournament
own.
organizer
Seems like
of
they
the
are gonna
tournament
posture
that
towards
Varexy is
mid,
going to be
walking
in, so
up
come and tune
path.
in and watch out.
And it seems like it will work.
So,
and
yeah,
very
thank you so much for the
possibly
raid. Thank you for the
Julio's
follow.
about to get the bad news. As he drops first, unfortunate situation.
You
The
locked
flood
33,
onto B.
nice, yo.
Paytime is gonna die here for sure. That took a little bit longer than I thought, but Ace SD does get Pillsbury Drowboy. Paytime popping the bro as he expresses his displeasure, and Katie says, I love you. The plot thickens. Lum will continue to come heaven here as they come for a retake. Oh shit!
Oh!
How did he win that?
What?
Katie gets 3K. The I love you buff gets a 4K to end the round. What a retake on the side of Heck and Heck. After the initial pick on the Tulio, even though he falls, he still is useful with those clove smokes and ultimately wins the round.
I love you, buff, bro. You know, they did a what was that 4 push-up cat, and he had one
Yo,
link.
Katie has 20 kills. Yo, she's
It
shooting.
worked well.
She's
I
shooting.
do think they left mid too open at that point. They probably should have put the
Okay.
cam on, maybe watching mid, since they do have 2 just pushing out to B main. You already know you have that info. I don't think you necessarily need the cam there yet, but maybe it's just their setup that they're used to.
Scrims have been fun.
Yeah,
Been
they're very
fun.
good at
I'm
just
really
trying
cold
new
because I
things.
ate.
This time, Pillsbury
Oh,
Joe
shit. I
immediately
ate
takes
ice
that
cream.
SSD.
And my body.
And this round
the
probably
insulate
is going to look kind of rough, especially
temperature very well.
considering Shooting Stars is posture.
I get cold very easily and warm very easily.
Paytime,
I'm like,
once again, meeting Katie. Katie taking out Paytime is nothing personnel, kid. And it seems like this round is most likely going to go in the favor of
that's
Heck
rough,
and Heck.
Kyrie.
Lum is 10 HP though, so he can take some damage. Pillsbury Joe with the wallbang, killing Raisu.
But I'm gonna get really
and
hot. I was like, that's
with
the problem.
Bucky.
I'm gonna get so hot.
He does hear footsteps leaving B main though, so that should be a calm for Pillsbury Joe Boy. It seems like he wasn't necessarily prepared for that, but it is all good. Still a lot of distance.
Oh, they know both of them there.
Stars. The remaining team trapped in tile. Does get the kill. One more left. It is Addy, and he will also fall. It's just a matter of who. There's as the falls comes out for Heck and Heck.
I do love that outlaw mid watching the mid tiles. You can see them, or whatever, mid link. You can see the rotate. You can see if they're pushing up B. I mean, and you saw they even got 3 kills off of it, so it worked out well in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, really hard. Not much to do on the save round, especially when your entry duelist gets popped too early. It just kind of slows down the pace. I think Paytime trying to find that timing doesn't work out, but it's all good. It's just one round. And now they're able to buy up to the best of their ability. It seems like they are going to posture towards Ace here. We have Ace already leading the way. See whether or not they flood immediately. It seems like the flash, the blinds do go through. They are out. A lot of damage being taken.
Oh my god.
Either a shock dart or a decay or something. Because all their HP is really, really low. And all of a sudden, the spikes will go down. The 45 situation. Raisu kills Tulio. And now we're just going to wait to see what the defenders are going to do. They do. Oh my gosh, Lum just wallbangs Blaze Strike to hell. Katie takes out Raisu. She is now on site, and Paytime is in for bad news. Never mind, it's not bad news at all. She's able to kill all of them, and Paytime
very well done.
Secure the round for the team. 5-10.
The bad news, the good news.
Yeah, my bad. Caster curse.
Very well done.
It happens, but we're here.
Okay, I gotta get Blanky.
We're gonna say it regardless.
Gotta get Blanky. I'm so cold.
What a round though.
Now we wait.
Yeah. Sorry,
I mean, I wouldn't put it any other way. We got Paytime top frag and Katie top frag on the other team. It's like they're competing for that spot, showing the other person what they can bring to the table. An interesting setup going on here as we have most players going to tiles, one person holding B, one person holding A on the attacking side. Lum does dart. Pillsbury Joe Boy takes out Addy as both duelists on the side of Heck and Heck does choose to push through A main. But the rest of Shooting Stars is mid, and let's see if Ace can kill Lum. He does. And we're gonna see whether or not the other team, Tulio, takes out Raisu. Ace needs to know that they're already behind him. Vivi drops from the judge. He decides to okay, Ace is like that. Gets a 4K. Does fall down to the Empress herself in Katie. 1v2 situation. Katie is feeling it. So there is
Have you been to Ray before?
a high probability that she has a chance to clutch this round for her
Shit, I think I
team.
just broke a fucking nail. Ow.
And let's see how she plays it out. She does opt to
Hey,
go
G, you
towards
home?
market. The defenders are playing B main with one player on site. Paytime will take first contact.
Oh, I don't know. Shouldn't they play together?
Inching our way across. Ooh, swing misses.
Paytime does whiff a little bit. Time is of the essence now. Seems like Katie is unfortunately not going to make it. That is very unfortunate. I think in those cases, time is of the essence, and it was a good job on the side.
So
of
wait,
Stars
which
to
one have you gone to? Have you gone
first time
to
on the
EDC?
I mean, worked out in the end, but maybe Molly on actually in that scenario, maybe they don't get the bomb in time, regardless if Katie gets the 2 kills.
Welcome home.
But probably Molly on bomb over Wingman, just because the Molly stays longer and it prevents them from actually getting
Michael,
on bomb.
hey Aram King.
I do like the play though. They did push up 3 market. They did get
Wait,
most of their picks in return.
how funny. I'm going. Wait, is
Most
this
of
your
their picks
first
in return
time? You've
offer
never
some
been?
moves. See what happens.
There we go. Walks into the smoke.
That is no good.
Pillsbury Drew Boy does take out Ace SD. He might take out a second. Nope. Raisu gets the trade. And now
I think
Raisu
you'll
might
enjoy it,
walk
but
into Katie
be prepared
here.
never to sleep.
But we do have a save.
And I usually have
coming
like a
out
Bofu
of
meetup,
Heck
so
and
if you
Heck,
want
so this is their round
for
to
people who are
lose.
there.
They
So I
are
try to
in
like have a meetup
control
spot
of
where we
this
can like meet up and take a picture.
Raisu goes for a blind, but misses Lum, and Lum just takes out Raisu. There should be more people cat. And unfortunately, Katie swings into Blaze Striker. Paytime takes down Lum as well, stabilizing the round for the attackers. They're gonna be able to take the plant. Vivi's left with a
Spike
Bucky.
planted.
I think Tulio is gonna be able to make it to tree and pick up this gun.
Yeah, I heard. How
He's
hot
gonna
is
look
it
to
over
break
there?
the door and pretty much regroup with his teammate. Waiting for the smokes to drop. They're gonna drop 1 smoke for A main. I do think if that's the case, Blaze Striker needs to play on site. That smoke is probably more helpful for shooting stars though, which allows Blaze Striker to sort of walk up a little bit more. They do get the info that Tulio is tree now, and ultimately Paytime with the 3K once again. Good use of the flash to take out Vivi before swinging Tulio himself.
What?
And now all of a sudden,
That is really
the
hot.
gap is closing. It is now 7-10.
I mean, it looks like that smoke might have been if they were on bomb, but I think since you don't even have site control, you probably want to put it in reverse where the edge is on their walkout. Because you saw they were able to get more space in the smoke to actually be on site to be able to poke out from anywhere in that scenario.
How can you live like that, Montoya?
Try to
How-
always make
how
your smokes
is
for all
possible?
the controller mains out there. You want to make it to be as flush as possible.
Do you go outside or do you just die?
You have an operator being purchased. Paytime.
Oh, that is a huge frag.
Ace
Oh.
SD getting hit by a trip. Pillsbury Droboy getting a second kill. Vivi punishing
Oh,
Ace
this
for
is
running
tough.
into that tripwire. And now the attack of Shooting Stars has all but disappeared. With Raisu and Addy, the only 2 players remaining, they are not going to be able to do much. Raisu thinks he can potentially make a cheeky play here by TPing towards A. But he should get hunted down here. And you see Tulio already looking behind
One
him.
enemy remaining.
Love takes out Addy, and now they're
Spike
thinking, okay, well, he's got to be behind us. Raisu does take out Vivi. They know exactly where the Omen is. Tulio should be scaling up here. Lum also just firing away, and ultimately takes down Raisu. 7-11 in favor of Heck.
Like the play, maybe the Omen probably had to wait for 1 more pick, just because with 4 people they could be quite a spread across the map. At that point, you don't know exactly where you're going to TP to. And
I
if
don't
they're gonna
know.
be there.
How do you live like
Of
that?
course, usually when you see a
Can
TP,
you really
you're
cook
thinking,
stuff?
oh, they're probably just somewhere
Outside.
in defender spawn or near defender spawn, which does
So
happen
do you
to be
go outside
there.
in that weather?
You can even see
Do
Tulio
people-
checks
do people
back,
go
goes
outside
through
in
a
that weather?
garden, walking through, and then ends
You
up
know?
finding the Omen once they pick the cipher up.
Yeah, I mean, that
No,
operator.
like there's no one outside, right? Like you'll die.
Pillsbury Droboy now holding top mid with it.
Yeah.
The rest of the team in cat. And he might get cleared, but Ace does see him. Jet on Jet finds a right click by Pillsbury Droboy, taking out Ace SD. He's able to dash to safety, and Katie might just take out right here. As she does. What a setup. Paytime, nice shot onto Lum. And Lum's probably thinking that man is so handsome.
Oh,
Kill
2!
shots, but
Kyrie with 2!
seems like Paytime will scale up, pop the ultimate, see whether or not they can take some more space mid. I would like to see them do that, considering they invested the Visal, but ultimately they choose to go towards Cat to A instead. Tulio should hear the footsteps on as he's waiting for the retake and the rest of his team to come.
Spike planted.
rest of the team is regrouping. DV takes out Paytime though, and Blazestriker almost gets backshotted. And they do hear footsteps hell, so they know there's one person hell. Blazestriker popping the ult here. Doesn't land on anyone, but this situation is really difficult for the attackers.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
no, Addy falls as Pillsbury goes to pop and Julio just spraying through the cage. Is able to collect the last kill. What would have been a very good situation for Shooting Stars ends up going the wrong way.
I mean, they start off pretty strong. It
Match
is
point.
unfortunate
Oh,
that
They're
what's it called?
desperate.
Ace tries to go for the pick, but ends up getting picked up by Pillsbury's Nice in return. Actually, looks like Pillsbury lost his Nice to the Vice ult.
Nah,
At the end,
he right-clicked Ace SD, so then you don't get the knives back when you right-click.
rip. Alright, it looks like we have a pretty decent buy on both sides. Of course, we do have the defense as the winning
You got
team.
this,
So
Shooting
of course, that's
Stars.
done. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it looks like they are gonna go for an aggressive A pusher. Smokes are already out. Ace has had enough. I'm dashing in. Lum does get thumbed on. Wait, they don't. Oh my gosh. Katie takes out Raisu. Lum takes out Ace. Addy takes out Lum. Katie kills Pace. Classic. And it's a 2v4 situation as the attackers are spread thin. Blazestriker takes out Katie.
Oh my
and
God.
Julio really stabilizing the situation. It's 2v2. And it's all up to Pillsbury Drobway with the operator and VV.
Enemy remaining.
No scopes, Blazestriker. What the hell? And now this is a tricky situation. Dusty, Addy.
Oh
And Addy will
no!
fall, unfortunately, and it's gonna be a 13-7 victory for Hack and Hack. Really close rounds. Paytime hitting the
Defenders
LMFAO. Right? Or is that really? He hits the LMAO. And that's it for today's scrims. What are your closing thoughts?
No
Eve?
scope at the end. That was dirty.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. No?
Yeah, I mean, I liked the majority of the game. I will say, I think Kyrie needs to work on being a bit more slow on some of their matches or some of their defense side because it looked like they were just pushing out, but KD was able to just get those picks in return, and they just lose the advantage in that regards because most likely they're not gonna have anybody watching the site they just pushed out of, and in return it either lets them just flood the site they're already at or just do the rotate.
Yeah.
Especially on like a map like Ascent, which is supposed to be very defense sided.
Yeah. What are your closing thoughts, Rogue? Belinda?
Good stuff, guys. Katie on top. Yup.
Good thought, good thought.
no,
I mean,
these
I
screens were
like what
fun.
both teams are
Go
doing.
ahead.
I like what both teams are doing when it comes to like everyone pausing the proactiveness of the defense side. Not seeing any space, like Ace and Addy were pushing up a lot on their defense, getting space. Although, even though knowing all the information, sometimes they wouldn't win the round, but it happens. The other team was shooting, and they were able to take the site. Other than that, it was a pretty good match back and forth.
Yep. And guys, this is the last scrim. It is just scrims. So hopefully you guys take this and go and talk to your team about changes you guys want to make and implement. But yeah, the tournament starts tomorrow, so I'm really excited. I think all you guys are playing tomorrow. Any thoughts, parting thoughts before I let you guys go? Enjoy the rest of your evening and don't be late tomorrow. Yep.
Nope, just excited to play in the tournament. Thank you, Belinda, for hosting, and I'm excited to participate tomorrow. Let's go.
Yep. I'm excited to have you
We'll be
guys.
making a lot of Quan calls, that's for sure.
Let's hope not. All right, well, thank you guys so much, Eve, Jeff, Rogue. Thank you guys so much for helping me cast and cam. I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you on the stream, okay?
Sounds good.
All right,
Alright,
good luck. Good night.
Good night.
And like that, guys, tomorrow, Tourney Day. Jarek has already created all the tags, but this is the team poster. Thank you, Eve, for helping us. Hold on. Why can't I make this, like, bigger? There you go. Their team team poster, guys, with all of the logos. Wow, hey Nani, you ignored our message on Discord. That's okay. Thank you for being here. Good job, Lum. Can we get a shout for Lum? Hello. Snoop, what's up? Dude, Nani ignored us just like he's ignoring this tournament. But these are the 12 teams. I'm super excited for all of them to be competing. I wish you all the best of luck. And I really don't know. I have no idea which team is going to win. And that is what makes this tournament super exciting. I think everyone has a chance. And tomorrow, the format, okay, you guys remember, read the rules. But we're going to have 2 groups compete first. Oh, I would probably make a poster for that. Just so people to remember. All right, that's okay. But yeah, so tomorrow we're starting off. Let's do like a lesson in terms of what's gonna happen here. Let's go to the schedule, guys. Let's go to the schedule. You're on demand? What do you mean? Hold on. I've been so busy, guys. Maybe I can do an actual schedule. I'll think about it. Okay, so let's see. Let me show you guys what you can expect, and we're gonna go over rules. Hopefully, you guys it's not new to you guys. Here we go. Okay. We are reading this together. All right. Okay, this is the schedule. Is that hard to see? Can you guys see it? Sure, hopefully you can see it. Okay. We're starting Thursday strong. We're going to start at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be delayed by 30 minutes. All good. We're going to continue rolling on the schedule. So if a game finishes early, we're going to start. The games, the group stages, it is a round robin. And there will be 2 streams. That's how we're going to be able to make this work, because so many of you guys, I want to make sure you guys play as many games as possible. In this case, you guys get to play up to 2 games here. And it is just a best of 1. And whoever has the best record in your group will advance. And 2 teams will advance in your group. So that's going to be 4 teams total for Thursday. And then 4 teams total for Friday. So 8 teams total would advance to the main stage. But tomorrow, not all teams will play. There will be bye weeks because of how rotations work, right? So it's only 2 streamers. But the teams that will be playing tomorrow on Thursday in Group A will be Heavy is the Crown, Mocha Adventures, and Girthy Goobers. In Group B, it will be Shooting Stars, the Quan Call, and Yare Yare Peekers. Okay? So super excited. If you're not playing in Group A or B, I hope you guys come and cheer on everybody, because it's going to be super exciting. And I will have door prizes and stuff. Like, not door prizes, but like giveaways and stuff, right? Like, you can win a magnet. So there's that. I also have something else to share with you guys that I created last night. And if you played on Thursday, obviously you don't have to play on Friday. On Friday, it will be Group C and D. Group C will be Heck and Heck, Straight Outta Retirement, and Meet Us at the Yo-Yo. In Group D, we got Doctors, Wolfpack, Wee Woo, and Yabambe. Okay? So those are the teams playing. Again, top 2 teams from each group will advance. It is just a best of 1 round robin. And whoever has the best record will advance, right? We have that all. We're going to document that all and all that stuff. So there is that. Please don't be late. Please don't be late. Please be here 15. Honestly, just be there in your VC 30 minutes before. I would appreciate that. Oh, I got to create VCs. Okay, I got to do that. VC, move up. I guess I'm just not sleeping tonight. So let's see what else. Yeah, these are our lovely cams people and streamers and casters. We have that scheduled. Here you will see that there's missing people. And that's because I just need to know how this goes before I fill this in. So that's just how that works. So let's see what else. Oh, rules. I gotta remember. Okay. Da-da-da. Preliminary. Do I give you... I think no timeouts allowed, right? Yeah. There are no timeouts allowed in the preliminary stage. If you want timeouts, you gotta make it to the main stage. Yeah. But there will be no timeouts. No one is allowed to time out. You've been warned. There are no timeouts on this stage. No timeouts. I need to make sure Rick and G understands no timeouts here, okay? You just gotta play it out. But we will have more timeouts in the other stages, but I'm not gonna mention that. Atlas, stop. Until you get there. So, no timeouts and just play regularly. Don't be toxic. You guys have been doing great. No all chatting, right? Just good luck, have fun. I don't know. Some people just can't help themselves, you know, like Kwang. So, yeah, that's it. Guys, suddenly it's so hot. So, there's that. Let's see what else.